I didn't know that peeing was like normal in like women's powerlifting.
Oh yeah, that girl peed.
Oh my God. I didn't even know that was a thing. Okay, so when this woman, she deadlifted, urine exploded out of her. And everybody just thought it was normal.
How do you guys feel about the
Get me on.
transgender male in a female sport?
Like a person who was a male became a woman and then wants to compete with me. I'd be like,
One of the most important decisions that you have to make is like when you die, like if you want your like pieces of organs and stuff being donated.
yeah.
It's so funny how
And,
that works. Like someone else's body part can work in your body.
It's interesting too because they come in just like packaging
Packaging.
in the
black
OR.
market.
Yeah, can you explain it?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, if I ever did Ninja Warrior, I think I would be the first person who like fails the first jump.
Oh, there's plenty of people like that.
I wouldn't even touch the thing.
Is there any qualifications for Ninja Warrior?
Not really.
Do you
Never.
know how he got into Ninja?
How?
Groupon.
Oh my God.
Okay, so in college.
We talked about it in the last podcast, but go ahead. Welcome back, I guess, Jason and Stories First Time.
What's up?
Welcome.
Jason, how was running 9 miles for the first time?
Tough.
Yeah.
Tough, yeah.
We
The
got you
knees
in the
and
mountains,
ankles.
though.
We were in the mountains today. Fully up in the mountains.
Can you describe what you did?
Yeah, listen. The walk up was tough, okay?
Okay.
Hands on knees, trucking up a mountain, okay? That's what we were doing today.
I was told that my poles were stupid.
Poles were stupid?
Yeah, you said that my poles were stupid.
So,
yeah, you said
Didn't
leave
need
the
them.
poles in the car.
Yeah.
So we went on this trail called the Brand Motorway. And I just remember it being easy.
Where the hell you were for the first time. But
And I was like, Story, you don't need poles today. She was like, I'm just going to bring them just in case.
yeah.
And then I was like, oh, this is harder than I remember. And like, there's Jason's brand new, and we brought Myrna, and she's brand new.
Yeah, I was full fucking incline.
And I was like, oh yeah, good call on the poles. Good call on the poles.
I mean, I had my hands on my knees, and I was just like, come on, you got this. Up,
We
keep
took
walking up.
we took a couple edibles. How was the edibles while like hiking?
I don't know if I really felt it.
I mean, mine didn't hit because I literally took a quarter because I'm too much of a pussy. So
I was just focused. Get
you're
up
just
the
like
hill.
in there.
Get up the hill.
You did it. We fucking did it. We got some tacos, and then
We also went the wrong way the first time. Okay, so like
I'm not the best guy.
2.5 miles the wrong way.
6 mile turned into 9.
Yeah.
And so we're really tired after this hike, and we got to wake up. So
Yeah.
we're gonna try these smelling salts.
Oh,
Okay.
All right, you guys ready?
yeah,
Then one time for the one time. Who wants to go first?
Nose goes.
I will. But I'm not going as close as last time.
Okay, you can do it yourself. You just
I'm gonna put it on the table though. So like, 'cause,
No.
like when I stop, I'm gonna like.
Okay.
freak out.
it's the hands.
It's the. Oh God, I just got
It doesn't get easier.
Here we go.
That's the thing. But I'm up.
I can, it's
Come on.
There's tears.
Okay.
Full tears. Just so you guys know, I'm crying. Full tears. Full tears.
I don't
A little bit of drool
understand.
too. Look in my eyes. I'm just crying.
We're up, guys.
I don't understand. It like hits
I'm
my
up.
heart.
It just
My-
like wakes you up.
No, it hurts my
My
heart.
soul is damaged every
Like
time.
it literally feels like you jumped in a freaking pool of chlorine
That was your
and
second time.
shot up my nose.
Sorry guys, I'm just dabbing off the tears. I was just sobbing.
God, you
What did you think it was gonna be like?
Not that.
Not that.
smelling salts? Mm-hmm. For some reason, I thought there was gonna be like I don't know. It was
That's
gonna-
me cute. Like I'm up.
or something like more like I don't know, like a peanut butter or I don't know, like maybe like an OJ smell.
Where did you get that name from?
I don't know. Like I just thought that it was gonna be more of like you know when you open pepper.
Okay,
Pepper has a unique smell.
sure.
I thought it was gonna be something similar to that.
Yeah.
That smells like Satan's butthole. Like if Satan had a butthole.
I just find it
that
funny
is what
about
it
like
is.
reactions because like all you guys when we did the first time had different reactions. Jason had like the hand.
I still do.
the dino.
The hands just like I don't know how to even move. I'm like ooh, like you're just stuck.
Do you guys want to do it again?
No,
No, no, I don't.
I'm
I
good
think
for the rest.
That's
the rest.
Satan's butthole.
Yeah. Everyone has different reactions though. Do you think about that?
I mean, you literally nearly passed out at your power meet, so
Yeah, you almost passed out at your powerlifting meet because they were so strong.
Oh
literally.
yeah. Zach gave me these. My handler for this powerlifting meet. The handlers where they like tell you the numbers for like the weights that you lift. They basically just put it up for you, so you don't need to think about it. And he gave me this extra like strong smelling salts, and before my lift, I was like, "Whoa!"
I mean,
I blacked out. I blacked out at the
thought he was
time.
gonna vomit.
I was like, he's looking a little different this
He
round.
literally was like, and then like literally was like, I'm ready, and I was like, this guy's gonna die.
I'm like, are you actually ready or no?
I didn't know that peeing was like normal in like women's powerlifting.
Oh yeah, that girl peed.
Oh my god.
That girl peed, and they had to put chalk down to
My
cover the
mind
pee.
was blown. I didn't even know that was a thing. Okay, so when this woman, was it a deadlift? It was a deadlift. She deadlifted. Urine exploded out of her. Uncontrollable amounts of pee, and everybody just thought it was normal. And you and I look at each other, and we're like,
He just grabbed the chalk and he was like,
just dibble.
and then he just
Like, it was-
continued standing over it and lifting. It's
So
like,
we lifted on this woman's piss.
fully.
I mean, her haircut was unique as well. So like that, it was a unique look. And then she pissed.
But I found out it's like kind of like normal.
Yeah, Emily was telling us that like, yeah, it's normal because like you're like, and like I mean, if you're like that,
It's a lot of pressure.
I mean,
Abdominal
just
pressure,
doing
for
that,
sure.
yeah, your bladder will just. I mean, women don't have like a dick where it just like, stays everything inside. Like it just, we have openings and it just like it's
It
like
was
a
right
rocket.
out of her opening.
I mean, literally, it was. It was so gross.
How was? I mean, you know the feeling of deadlifting though. Can you just imagine peeing now?
No.
Maybe you should try next time you go work out.
You might like it.
In the
She's
gym
like,
at Nomad, just like in front of Hunter. Sorry. He might like it. I don't know. He probably would be like, yeah.
Yo, so like, why do you love the running so much? Because I've never met someone who was like so all about it.
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Jason loves it too, actually.
Okay,
No,
so, like,
I was fired up. Oh, I was like,
freaking
I'm
loved it.
gliding down this mountain right now. Like,
I mean, at one point I thought you were about to just bite
my arms
it.
were like-
You were flailing.
Yeah, you weren't running with good form.
legs were going.
but like my legs were just moving so fast. I was ready to go.
Catch up.
I don't know why I like it. So like, I'd never run before my entire life, and then when I first told my mom I was gonna do this half marathon, my mom was like, "Why?" She's like, "What's wrong with you? You will get hurt. There will be a mountain lion that eats you, and you will not make it. Why are you doing this?" And I was like, "Mom, like, way to support." But I mean, she has. This comes from facts. I never ran. I hated running. But I think it's just the trail aspect because there's like so much different scenery. You don't know what, like, you're like kind of like what you said when you're dodging rocks and you're like,
Yeah, I was just like prancing over them. I'm like, oh, this is kind of cool.
I mean, it's fun.
Did it
that
remind
way.
you of Ninja at all?
Oh, fully.
How so?
I felt like I was training again because I was like, if you misstep on the rock, you're going down.
I'm sorry, if I ever did Ninja Warrior, I think I would be the first person who like fails the first jump.
Oh, there's plenty of people like that.
No,
So
no, like
many.
it
There's
would,
so many.
I would have like the most memorable
Run.
fail.
I don't
Like,
think so.
People fall really early sometimes.
Like first jump. Like,
like you don't even make it to the first
That would
jump.
be me. I wouldn't even touch the thing.
Is there any qualifications for Ninja Warrior?
Not really.
They just like
You just send
interesting
in.
story.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, like you just have to send in the sad story, like, oh my
The sad
dad.
stories
You talked about how,
always
like,
do
you were
well.
You're gay.
That's
They didn't
so-
like that
Oh,
on
they
mine.
didn't like that.
They only pick like 2 or 3 per season.
They're like, you're not gay enough. I'm sorry.
They're
You have
like,
a
you
beard
don't
now.
qualify.
You have a beard now.
They're like, the beer disqualifies you.
You don't go by they, them. Oh.
They might need one now.
You could go by he,
They.
him, they, them, theirs.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about
That'll get me on.
the
God.
transgenders in like male sports? Like
Absolutely
no,
not.
Like,
No,
why not?
no. I'm sorry. If
Sorry, it'd be like
it would be
a
the trans,
transgender male in a female sport.
like it would be like a person who was a male became a woman
Yeah,
and then wants to compete with me
Yeah.
in basketball.
yeah. You'd be like, no.
I'd be like, you're an idiot.
There's this one meme, like a bettor. He was like, I found the perfect formula. Like every sports bet, you just bet for the transgender person and you'll win.
Duh. Like what? I mean,
yeah.
it is scientifically proven
If
that
you're born,
men
yeah,
are
genetics.
stronger than women. Most of the time, they're taller. If you're not, I'm sorry, but like literally, I can't. No.
There's some CrossFit chicks who are like fucking solid though.
Okay, that's
Shredded.
great, but like,
But they could not lift what the men lift.
Still, no. If you compare sports at
Yeah.
the same level,
Right.
no.
yeah,
I think it's so stupid.
I think it's just ridiculous. And
I
the fact
just-
that
It's tough.
that some like trans people could go into locker rooms like if you're a female but you're not a female, like not a biological female, and go into like a child's like girls' locker room.
I think it's weird. I think all the above, bizarre. I get it. Some people want to dabble in that world and do it, rock it, but like don't bring it into my world. Like keep it separate. Because like I don't know. I mean, it's just weird. Like it's even weird to say if I accidentally walked into a male's changing room, like a male's locker room, which I've done on accident.
I've done that female bathroom.
It
gets
Usually
weird.
I'm too drunk. Usually it's like a bar.
Okay, well usually like no, like I just do it because I'm an idiot.
Also, every bathroom's like
all gender
everybody
now. Yeah.
I mean that is true. That's weird.
My
that
mom's so
is
mad.
weird.
My mom gets mad because she's like, "There's pee on the seats."
Oh no, we stayed in New York. Myrna and I stayed at a hotel, and it was like a same sex bathroom situation. And I walked in and I didn't know it, and then I walked out and there was a guy in there, and I was like, "Oh my god, I did it again!" I was like, "This is so embarrassing." I walked into the men's restroom one more. I mean, like they're not gonna they're gonna be like, "She won."
What's up, bro?
Like,
they're gonna be like, "What's up, bro?
What's up?"
How was
like,
your lift?
Yeah, 100%. Like they're gonna think that, but like. No, it was actually, I came out and Myrna was like, "Oh, no, like, that's like, it was all genders." I'm like, that is weird.
Yeah. Hello, friends. I hope you are enjoying the show. I just wanted to chime in and talk to you about our friends at Bucked Up. If you need more protein in your diet, creatine to aid your muscle growth as well as recovery, or pre-workout for your demanding sets during your workouts, Bucked Up has you covered. I use their Snickerdoodle protein and creatine monohydrate every single day. And on days I don't feel like working out, their BAMF nootropic pre-workout keeps me swinging kettlebells, running mountains, and moving weight inside and outside the gym. If you'd like to try them out and save some money, use code NateBiltz1 for 20% off any order. And back to the show.
I don't know.
Interesting.
Sometimes I just want feminine energy while I'm peeing. I don't want to look at a
What about the
penis
toilet
next to me.
seats? What about toilet seats?
Oh my god.
Oh, you're talking about your cousins?
Oh my god. Okay, so my grandpa died last week
R.I.P.
or 2 weeks
R.I.P.
ago. R.I.P.
Grandpa.
Love Pampo.
Pampo.
Better place now. But my
You're doing great.
yeah. I mean, it's great. You know.
I could never.
Just a little bit like this.
I mean, it was like I don't know why I was shown my dead grandpa, but I was.
On FaceTime.
And it was rough. But
How was it rough?
because like I wasn't expecting to see like a dead body like right when he died.
But like it was just like through FaceTime though. Like
I
it's
know,
just, like,
but it's weird. Just knowing that my mom was like holding his hand. I don't know. That I just couldn't do
You
it.
guys think about death a lot?
I mean, I do when I'm flying on an airplane. Every time I get on an airplane, I feel like I'm about to die. Like the amount of fear I have getting onto an airplane, unreal.
Yeah, I don't get it.
I don't think about it that much.
Yeah, well, if you look at the stats, like the percentage of you dying in Tacoma is higher.
You know what? But at least I'm in control of the Tacoma and my death.
What's a Tacoma?
It's our car.
My truck. But like
Jason's
literally,
like, I don't know
if
cars.
you're flying,
I don't go into Tacoma.
I mean, you're just in a Cherokee. But literally, I am so
I'm in a
afraid
mom
of
car.
flying. Yeah, you literally are. Like my aunt drives that
And you're a
car.
full pickup.
Oh,
There's people deathly afraid of flying. Like they won't fly. Like my buddy's mom, he was like,
100%.
she wanted to come visit me, and she would have to drive across the country, and my dad would be like, I guess, but like it's like a 2-hour flight.
No, I'm not like that. But like I'll force myself, but I literally have to like get on the airplane, pray. Like I'm not like that
you
religious of a person, but when I'm on an airplane,
What do you say to God?
oh my god, I'm like, please Lord, please guide us on this plane, this journey to wherever our final destination is. Please give these pilots the guidance to fly our aircraft to. And I was like, I literally do this.
You should
3
write
times.
prayers. That was pretty good.
I mean, I like go ham on it. Like, you know, I think Jesus, when he's like listening to my prayer, he's like, where have you been for the past 7 years?
Like my grandma would always say like a prayer of like finding your things. Like you say this prayer and you're find your like keys.
Yeah,
That's a Catholic thing for sure.
No, but there's also a saint that helps you find missing things.
Yeah.
Oh, I know that saying.
There's a
I
saint.
know that
I feel
saying.
bad that I don't know the saying.
There is one.
I know it because
My grandma used to tell me,
What is
yeah.
it?
pray to Saint so-and-so.
I wanna call him,
He's
like,
going to find your
Richard.
keys.
Okay.
I feel like
What's the
Richard-
saying though?
I don't know. I was raised like evangelical Christian. Like Mike Pence went to my church. Okay.
Oh, do you know the differences between Christianity? I have no clue.
The differences?
Yeah. Like evangelical
At
versus...
the comedy show last night, I kind of learned a little bit. So
Okay.
Lutheran...
At Flappers.
Shouts
out Flappers.
Heyo.
Burbank.
It was terrible. But there was a lot of knowledge that came with it. So basically, Lutheran is the one that's separated from the Catholics.
Okay, Lutheran's a person.
Like, well, Lutheran was a person.
Is
but
this
like,
accurate?
He can't. I don't think his name was Lutheran, but like I think
Is
like
it one person?
he had like a weird circle
like-
haircut.
Or like a group of people?
No, there was one guy who like separated from the Catholic Church, and then he like made his own Christianity religion called Lutheran. And basically, he separated from the Catholics. It was a whole hot mess, but they're like uber religious. And then there's Methodists who are like really cool and like really like I don't know. It can go
Flappers?
either way. Not flappers.
We're talking about Christianity, bro.
Like Methodists though, like I think they're like super cool. I mean, a lot of Methodist churches are like heart rainbow, like come on in, we'll take your money, sure, because that's what churches are. They just want money.
For the longest time, like any church was like against gay people. Like, did you guys like were?
Oh
No, I didn't go to church.
Oh, I went to church.
I did not go.
I went to Mike Pence's church.
How was that?
Oh my gosh!
As a young child.
So like yeah, like I've been going to College Park Church for. I don't go there anymore. I used to though. It was like from when I was like 6 until 17. But it was like, I mean, it was very intense, like Christianity, like evangelical. If you didn't follow the Bible word for word, like if you didn't believe that there was a man named Noah who raised a staff and thousands of animals came 2 by 2 and got on an ark and sailed for like 40 days and there wasn't a mass massacre, if you didn't believe that shit was real, kicked out.
Or kissing a girl.
Never.
Or what?
Or kissing a girl.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I'm Jezebel at that point. No, it's literally, it was.
How was getting kicked out of school?
Oh God. Okay, so freshman year of high school, I always like grew up knowing that I was different, like in the aspect of like basically the girls would always be like, oh, look how cute the boys are. But like I would want to play with the boys and like do like Pokemon card trading and like I don't know if
like,
you
they're not cute.
I know. I'm like, I don't know. Like I want to play kickball. So like I just knew that there was something like weird. And then it was probably freshman year. It was freshman year. My best friend at the time, not going to say who it was. If people are watching, they know who it is. Because you live on a rock. But basically, she and I were like in my bed and typical like girl stuff. We were like, have you ever thought I might want to be like to kiss a girl? And that was me who said that. And she was like, yeah. And I was like, okay, like maybe we should practice for our boyfriends. And we did that.
Wait, time out. You had boyfriends?
Oh yeah, we had 2 boyfriends. I had my own boyfriend, my first
Jason
boyfriend.
had a girlfriend too, right?
yeah. So like I had a boyfriend, she had a boyfriend, you had
Jason
a
wasn't
girlfriend.
ready for this.
And that's what we did freshman year. And
I
so
did.
it was literally freshman year, we were like kind of like I don't know what you'd call it, like kissing around, and then like a video of us came out.
Kissing?
Yeah, kissing.
Who recorded it?
She did. For her boyfriend at the time. He thought it was like the hottest thing ever. But like I was just like, oh, like was this for fun for you? Like this wasn't like I'm kind of into you. So then that like kind of ruined our friendship. I started dating a boy. Like I was like, I'm not gay. Like what? No way. Because I got pinned as a lesbian. She got pinned as nothing. I was like, why is it me? So
well, you wanted to play kickball.
Well, I mean that makes sense. Yeah, and I look like this, so like it makes sense. But
but Stacy comes out sometimes.
Stacy does come out when I get paid.
Yo.
If I'm getting paid to wear a dress, I'll wear a dress. But no, like so like that was freshman year. Sophomore year, I just like was dating a different guy after a different guy just to like get the whole like story's gay thing out of the way. Didn't really work. Sophomore year, went on a trip to France.
What do you consider dating in high school?
Ooh. Oh. A lot of chatting.
A lot of chatting, going to the movies.
A little bit of kissing.
But the thing is, like, don't you have to get your parents to get you to a certain area?
For sure.
I mean,
like that's the
but
thing.
like I was raised by a single mom who was cool.
Same.
So she was like,
I'm like, Mom, hey,
Yeah.
I need to go to the mall.
Oh, and they would just take you?
she would just drop me off
Yeah.
and then like wait.
Or my sister. No, mine didn't wait. She was like, you'll be fine. Call me when you're done, sweetie.
No, my mom would like if we were at a movie, my mom would just be like waiting. Or if we like did something, my mom
So
would be like, I'll be
nice.
like next door. Like, if we went to the mall, she'd be like,
think I
okay,
had
I'm going to be at, like, shopping over here. I'll leave you alone. And I was like, okay, cool.
I'd be like, Jess, please take me to the mall. My sister, she'd be like, I don't feel like it today. I'm like, please. Or I'd be like, can I have friends over? She'd be like, no. I'm like, wait, what?
Now parents just send their kids on Uber with random strangers.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's weird. That's why they're all messed up.
That's why kids are ruined. Today.
Oh, 100% ruined.
They're like, toot, let me just call Uber. I'm
Yeah,
like, Mom,
I'll be
please.
there. Oh, I was
And
begging.
like early kids are like getting a hold of vapes now, like 10, 11, 12 years old.
Yeah. I don't understand the whole vaping thing.
Oh, Jason does.
No, I do not know.
Oh, he doesn't.
I do not vape.
But so sophomore year, I met back to my lesbiana story. Sophomore year, I've met my first girl, or end of sophomore year, met my first girlfriend in France. Told my cousin.
Ooh.
She was the first person I told. I was like, Emma, I'm a homo, and she was like, I know, and I was like,
Like, it's no
secret.
oh, 100%. Emma was just like, look at you, and I was like, got it. I was like, that might be a key indicator. But so I did that, and
But
then
the thing is, like, when you were modeling at the time, right?
I
And
was
it
modeling at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
So
how did she know? Because you looked like a girl
Were you
most
like
of the
this?
time.
like-
But she was probably like this when she wasn't modeling.
But like when I wasn't like doing modeling stuff and I wasn't like at school or something, I was like in cargo shorts and a cougar t-shirt. So like my cousin like was like, duh.
I didn't understand the cargo shorts. I still kind of don't. I mean, they kind of look cool, but I'm just like,
No, I will never wear cargo shorts ever
you
again.
pull them off.
Oh, no, I didn't. I wore them religiously.
Really? Jason
Oh,
wears cargo
yeah.
pants a lot.
no.
I would do cargo
Pants,
pants now.
not
Those are
shorts.
like it.
Oh, okay.
These are like the
Long shorts.
Like the
past-
tan
long-
shorts.
Yeah, with like,
to like
Yeah.
your shins.
Yeah.
oh, past.
With
It was
like
a- it was
18
a-
pockets.
Yeah, it was.
Those pockets are nice though.
Yeah, those
It
are
was
nice.
a big fashion statement. at
Oh,
the
I
time.
had cargo shorts,
I mean, yeah, but like,
but I wasn't lesbian.
I mean, yeah.
I just don't understand like the long shorts. I had long shorts until
I used to be really into like long basketball shorts.
like yeah.
Same.
late
Nate
high
makes
school.
fun of me all the time. My knees are out these days.
oh, my knees are out too.
I would go to the
Like,
gym and he'd be like, your knees, I can't see them.
Oh yeah, I was over. I was like, bro, I mean, he got new shorts, little 5-inch seams. So I was like, let's go.
You're
Little,
like,
little,
he's like,
little leg.
he's like, you need to go to Lululemon and get your pants hemmed. I was like, what? He's like, your shorts need to be 2 inches pulled up.
I mean, yeah, like,
I'm like,
it's,
okay.
the long shorts is
You
very
got legs
still
now,
in.
bro.
A little bit.
Jason
there.
squatted
Yeah.
255 pounds, 45,
Yeah.
55. That's a lot of weight.
That's a lot of weight. I can do 90. And that's still a lot for me.
I was like, this coming up though.
Honestly, impressive on the run today with especially
Post-workout?
Post workout.
And no
Yeah,
poles.
Thank you. Yeah, my poles were taken from me because it was a dumb idea to bring them.
I didn't see
Uh-huh.
that.
Myrna did.
Oh yeah.
And Myrna was like, you don't need these. I'm like, I won't.
I thought it was
But who
easy.
does?
It's not Myrna's,
But who
in
does?
Myrna's defense.
Yeah. I was like, come on. I want my poles.
LA weather's been so crazy lately just because like it was like literally fucking cold yesterday and it was a beautiful day today.
I feel like it was still chilly today.
At the top was cold.
It was
But the
cold.
bottom wasn't bad.
Yeah. But it was still chilly.
Yeah.
Like,
So back to getting kicked
Taking
out.
out of school.
Kicked out
Yeah.
of school.
Okay, so junior year comes around, and I kind of like figured out after the summer of sophomore year, I was just like, no, like, I really am into girls. Like, and I've already like knew that for a long time, and so it was just like France kind of like sealed the deal for me, and I was like,
You're like,
I'm
I'm
like-
full
I'm like-
lesbo.
full lesbianist. And so basically, because I never could like connect to guys, like I could never emotionally connect to them in that way. Like I could always connect them as like a best friend or like a bro, like see him as like a brother, but I could never be like, I want to have sex with you.
That's the
No.
girlies too. I'm
Yeah.
like, hey girl.
Yeah, I'm like, I can't do that.
I'm not like, hey girl.
No, I'm like, what's
What-
up,
from,
bro?
From what age? Like
I think
high school? That high school age?
I think it was like 10.
Oh.
Well, that was young.
Like at 10, like I never was into guys that way. And so,
I think my first crush was kindergarten. What age is that?
I mean, my
5?
first,
6?
okay, my first
6?
crush, I was 12 years old and I was in love with my 4th grade teacher, Mrs. Jarek. It's not, oh, it was Miss Jarek.
I was in love with
Miss-
I was in
my
love with some
God.
teachers too.
Miss Jarek.
She could get it.
Whew.
Isn't it
She
crazy
looked like
that
Keira Knightley.
isn't it crazy that you think you could get with your teachers too? You're like, oh yeah, they'll choose me.
I mean, some people
at
can.
12.
Some people can.
Oh, we can get into that in a minute. Same school too. But I mean, getting kicked out. So it was basically junior year, I come around. This photo of me at the time, I had a new girlfriend because like the lesbian pool is really small in Indiana. So you just start dating everybody that's exes and all of that. So I did that. And my
So messy.
And my ex-girlfriend
Messica Alba.
posted. Oh yeah, my ex-girlfriend posted a photo on Instagram. This was before Instagram. Like we knew what was going on with Instagram. So she tagged me.
Instagram. When did I have Instagram? I think
Freshman
grade?
year. I had it freshman year.
8th grade. That's when I got it.
Yeah.
But
High school.
oh yeah, because so freshman year for me, I got it, and junior year she tagged me in a photo of us kissing.
What? She
posted
posted it?
She posted it. Yes. Which
Oh,
like,
she's wild.
oh, that one's wild. Yes. We no longer speak to her, but she's hopefully doing good. I don't know. So like she posted this photo. I was already like visiting a different school because I was just kind of tired of Heritage.
Is this a private school?
This is a private school. Heritage
Yeah.
Christian is a private school.
Do you have to wear uniforms and stuff too?
Oh yeah.
Skirt.
A skirt?
Oh no, it wasn't a skirt. Like I wore khakis, but like I got in trouble because the khakis were too tight around my ankles. They would make boys sin. I literally was told that. My mom came in blazing on fire, and she was just
Based
like,
on your ankles?
"Yeah." She was like, "What are you talking about? My daughter's ankles cannot make boys sin." She's like, "Look at her ankles," and my mom was like, "These aren't sexy ankles," and I was.
Do you have
just
big
like,
ankles? Like, why was it tight?
I mean, like I don't no, like I just don't know. Like they were just like.
Tight.
They were tight around my ankles because I had them like they weren't skinny, but I like skinny jeans, and so I had my grandma like hem them to be like the flare to skinny, and I guess that was a no because I made boys sin with my ankles.
Your grandma was
Even
just
though you
making
weren't into
joggers at
boys.
the time.
But I wasn't even into boys, so it didn't even matter to me. But like I got in serious trouble, and they're like, "Here, wear these period pants," and I was like, "I am not."
What are period pants?
I don't know, like these like girls like if they like had their period, they could take these pants out of the period pants box.
Ooh, there was one time
God.
I was actually in private school too, and I think 7th, 8th grade is around the time like some girls start getting their periods, and I just see a few like red pants here and there.
disgusting.
Like first time periods. I was
Absolutely
like,
terrible.
oh, like they would just be like playing around at recess and be like,
No.
what's that?
You're like,
I
can
was-
you fix that?
Can
Or
you,
what?
can you
go
change your
change?
pants?
Put that away.
There's 100% period pants box. And I was like, I'm not wearing that. So the lady was like, well, you're going to have to be waiting here until your mom gets here. And I was
said,
like,
fine.
okay. I was like, I'm not putting that nasty shit on my body. And so my mom came and it was a whole hot mess. And my mom, you know, she kind of set them straight, but like scared them. But so like, I've already like had issues at Heritage. So I was done with it. So I'm like looking at a different school. Wasn't even at school that day.
Yeah.
And I get this text from this girl like, I'm so sorry this happened to you. And I was like, what
What?
happened to me? And she's like, oh my God, like you were outed. And I was like, what? Like, what are you talking about? Like, it's like, it wasn't computing. And she's like, there's a photo of you going around school right now of kissing a girl. And I was like, oh my God, are
What was
you
that feeling
serious?
like?
I was like, my mom already knew I was gay at the time.
Yeah.
So I was
'Cause,
cool like
this
that.
is like a pretty like intimate thing, like out for like
Oh.
people who.
I mean, I was
this
just like,
school.
oh my God. It was like all my friends, a Christian school to top it off too. So I was like, oh my God. So like my mind, I was just like, you know what? Like, screw this. Like, I'm going to the other school. I'm going to international school. Get me out of Heritage. Like, I can't even go back there. But I had to go back because I had an audition. I had a callback for the school musical.
No.
So I went back.
You went back?
I went back for an audition for the
Heck no.
callback.
Heck
I
no.
got the role, and then I literally went, yeah, I'm changing schools. And so I left there, and I never talked to anybody ever again. No one really talked to me. The only people I've talked to, and she's like been my best friend since 4th grade. Her name's Kennedy, and she left school after 8th grade and went to a different private school. But like her and I stayed in touch, and she was always on my side, and always was like, "This is ridiculous." But like literally everyone else, like I never really talked to, and it was kind of like this like surreal
That
moment.
fucked you up at all?
I don't know if it fucked me up because it was more so I kind of like was like suppressing this part of me who was like the real me, and I was pretending to be someone else this entire time at Heritage.
That part.
And then literally I went to the international school where I was the minority for the first time. Like everyone else was from like all over the world because it was an international school, and like all their parents usually like worked at like Lilly, which is like Eli Lilly, and that was in downtown Indianapolis. But like
I don't know what that is.
it's like a medical facility thing. I don't know. But all these kids were like from all over the world. So like I was like the first time the minority. Heritage, all white people.
Yeah.
Like maybe we had 2 black kids, but like at the international school, like I was like literally like the minority, which was super cool. But like everybody like didn't care that I was gay. They were like, oh cool, like whatever, like that's it.
You're like, that's your story?
Yeah, they were like, sorry, like my dad's like a prince in like Africa, and
They're like, you're basic.
yeah, they're like, ooh, gay, that's it.
It's crazy how different parts of the world or different schools or like settings or cultures like that.
Yeah.
Oh,
You just
yeah.
go into a different environment and everyone treats everyone differently.
Oh, it was
So
fantastic.
differently.
I mean, LA.
Like
right?
100%. And so that's like basically like when I went to the international school, I was like super like welcome and like I could totally be me. And then it wasn't until like I moved to LA where I was just like, oh wow, like
Oh, there's people out there.
everyone's gay. I was like, I am not the minority. I'm like, oh
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? Half my friends
LA
are gay,
woke
bro.
me up.
I was like, dang, like I will never be single in Los Angeles.
You say that now, but
No.
took me a while.
Are you a lover of making cocktails or work as a career or part-time bartender? If so, mix like a pro with A Bar Above. A Bar Above has the best mixing tools on the market, from shakers and strainers to mallets and ice picks. A Bar Above has you covered with all your cocktail needs. Use code BILTZ, BILTZ, for 10% off any order.
I could never date someone in the LA scene at all. Like, absolutely not.
Define the LA scene.
Pretty bad. It's pretty trash.
Oh my gosh, like I feel like okay, there's a TV show called The L Word. I don't you probably
What is the L word?
You've never seen it?
No, what
are
is
a
the L word?
Fake gay.
What is
Fake homo.
Fine, I admit it. I like women.
So it's called The L Word. It's like a lesbian TV show on Showtime. 10 out of 10. The old one used to be great. And then they had like this reboot called like The L Word Generation Q, which was like pretty fun. Like I had a friend who was on it.
What's it about?
Just lesbians in Los Angeles dating each other.
Why is there no G word?
What do you mean? Gay?
Yeah, F word, whatever you want to call it.
Oh.
Because I want to be on it.
Well, unfortunately, it's only lesbians. So
Listen, the G word cast me.
actually, no, there was a gay guy on it. And there was a
wasn't me.
trans. No, it wasn't you. But it got canceled. So like the generation, like
maybe I
the
don't wanna be on it then.
reboot got canceled.
Why do you think it got canceled?
But oh gosh, I just think I got canceled because there's just not enough people like who would watch. Like they
It's
had
not a big enough of an audience.
no, like and
not.
lesbians like we have to like we're not gonna watch that. Like you know like or like we're kind of just like.
But did you see the ultimatum?
I hated it.
The lesbian one?
Yeah, I hated
Yeah, it wasn't great.
I
But
was
at
like-
least that's another lesbian show.
I
Where's the
guess
gay
another
boy
lesbian
show?
show.
I haven't seen one.
Why do you think there's
Yeah,
less?
there really is no gay
Do you
boy
think
show.
there's less lesbians than gay guys
Yes.
in Los Angeles?
Yeah.
Much less.
Why do you think that is?
Um.
Do you think there's just statistically more guys who like guys than girls who like girls? Or is there an equal amount of girls who like girls?
No, it's definitely less.
I think it's less. I think there's more gay men.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know.
Well, you know what? Probably because gay women.
Because God probably was like,
100%.
like
Oh.
I should make girls like girls just as much as guys like guys.
Well, here's the thing. In the Bible, it says nothing about being lesbians, okay? It's all
Does it
about
talk about gay?
men shall not play with men. It says nothing about ladies, okay?
They got the pass.
So we have the whole pass.
Ding, ding, ding.
It's not even in the Bible, okay? So
and she would know.
I would know.
would know.
I literally had to know the Bible, front and back of the Bible.
That's impressive.
I hated it. But it does help me while I'm flying on an airplane. But
Oh, your prayers are solid.
She probably has the best prayers.
I'm like
But like we learned how to formulate prayers in elementary school.
it was absolutely insane. Like the things that like I learned at the school.
Do you pray every day?
No, that's where God's like.
Is it just airplanes?
It is literally just
Just
airplanes.
airplanes.
And God 100% is going. He's like doing like you know he's dealing with like Israel and Palestine and he's dealing with like Ukraine and Russia and like all of a sudden like a ding like and he's just like who's this ding and he's like oh well here's story on the airplane let's see what this bitch wants today protect her blah 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 he goes no I don't have time for that like 100%
Back to work.
yeah he's like and back to the real work here
Back to Ukraine and Russia.
yeah 100% like
No time for story at all.
no, he's like I don't have time for that.
What brought you to LA?
Okay, so what brought me to LA was acting. I grew up in musical theater and modeling.
Okay.
And then
What made you want to go into musical theater and modeling? Did people just say you were like pretty and like you were charismatic?
so
and
my
like,
okay, so
yo.
No. Basically, so my dad.
She wears a tomboy fit.
As I wear an Abercrombie Fitch men's sweatshirt and a Lululemon men's hat.
You kind of have that Justin Bieber look right now. The one that he went viral for
I love this right now. Gas me up.
The Halloween, where he's just wearing his hoodie with the hat on.
Oh yeah. This is I strive to be Justin Bieber.
You can pass.
Kind of jealous.
I know. It's okay.
I'll wear it later.
I'm the new. You wear my clothes. He looks so much better in my clothes than I do.
Jason threw on a story shorts for what?
We were filming.
Oh, for filming a workout, and we were like,
"Damn!"
But filled him out so nice. I was like, "What the?"
Jason's been getting the most fitness compliments. We got to calm down.
I know.
We can't let his head get too
He's
big.
getting it's getting bigger and bigger.
I'm not even there yet. Give me 2 more months and we'll get there.
But so I moved to LA for acting and all that. But what got me into it is my dad is he was a super popular. He still is super popular, but he was big time music guy. He had a band and everything. And my mom was an actress at the time. And so my mom my first when I was a baby, I was put in a bucket and with a weird hat on my head, a bow and a rubber ducky, and that was going all around Indiana Midwest newspapers. I was in a lot of baby stuff. My mom, I was in I don't know if you guys you're from LA.
I'm from Fresno,
New York.
I know.
California.
Did you have a Marsh in New York?
What's that? A store?
It was a grocery store.
Oh no.
I thought Marsh was the
No.
lake with.
Oh, a marsh. I know what a marsh is. A lake with stuff floating on it.
I was I think I had marshes.
We have marshes in New York though.
No. A Marsh grocery store. I think it
Not
was
those.
just
We
an
had a Marsh.
Indiana
I was
thing.
I first had
We had a marsh.
Have you had any problems sleeping or snoring? If so, hostage tape could be your answer. Mouth taping and only nasal breathing has shown to prevent snoring and offset sleep apnea. It brings more oxygen to the brain, gives more aesthetically pleasing craniofacial features, and improves your overall cardiovascular health. Give it a try at www.hostagetape.com and use code NATE49486 for 10% off.
My first ever commercial I did it was with my mom, and I gave her cupcakes, and that kind of sparked it in me, and I was like, okay, I could do this. And so I
How do you book a commercial at that age?
Your mom.
I was signed with a talent agency in Indiana.
And your mom just signed you?
Well, because my mom was a part of that agency.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So my mom had an in there, and they were like,
Yeah.
"Oh yeah, we'll take your daughter. This will be great for bookings and stuff."
Yeah, mom and daughter.
It's crazy how just parents think of that. I have neighbors who are dog parents, and they submit their dogs.
Oh,
No way.
I did with Pooh Bear.
Yes, they submit their dogs to
Just for pedigree and shit.
You get paid well.
paid well, and the dogs just do the modeling. They eat the food, they bark, they do the thing, and they get paid. I was just like,
you get paid for a dog?
Yeah.
I'm okay, I need a dog.
just get a pretty
Where'd I go?
dog, put it up to the talent agency.
Yeah.
You just need a dog that can just be cute.
And behave.
Yeah.
And use some Cali canine so it orders.
100%. I mean, Pooh Bear is I might have to beat her at some point. But
You're too nice.
I know.
You're the nice parent.
I know, it's a problem.
Yeah.
I need to whip her.
So Pooh Bear barks for food, and Story's
I know.
no,
It's
here's
recent.
food.
It's recent.
It's very recent. I know.
And you keep letting it slide, huh?
I know, it's a problem.
You gotta stop.
I am weak.
What's your weakness for dogs?
Okay, so
Because you like dogs better than homeless people.
I think most humans. I don't know what it is. I grew my mom is a super animal lover, and I'm a huge animal lover. Animals in the sense of
categorize animals. A cockroach is an animal.
Absolutely not. That is that's a.
I'm always just
insect.
it's just a dog. It's a
No,
dog.
so it's not just a dog.
What
it's
is it?
so much more. So in Hawaii, they have this theory that basically how when you die, all the animals you will meet or all the animals you have met will then decide where you go after you die. Will you go to the nice place or will you go to the bad place?
animal?
Yes, because they're the purest souls. Literally, animals are here on this planet to not they don't mean to cause you direct harm. I mean, a lion might want to eat you, but that's not because they hate you.
They're just hungry.
They're just hungry and they're food. But humans, they can be oh, you're so cute. And then literally behind their back be that bitch is ugly. And
Can dogs not do that?
No. Pooh, I mean, I don't know. Pooh Bear definitely gives me that attitude sometimes. She comes to me and she's like, hey mom. And then she leaves and she's like, fuck you. Like that's like Pooh Bear. But I think Pooh Bear's rare. But like that's why I don't know. I love animals because they just are pure and they always just want to like have good intentions. Like there's never
I don't get
bad.
cats. I don't get cats.
Oh, they're creatures.
I mean,
They're
they are unique. But
Do you have a cat?
I do have a cat. It's a fat
How is it?
cat. Jasmine.
How is she?
She's like unique.
I feel like you would be a killer cat owner.
I feel
Me?
like I'm just
Yeah.
surprised you don't have a cat.
A cat?
Like named like Felix.
No.
I can see you like with a black cat named
We
like
used to have
Felix.
a cat at home with my mom, and that cat was evil. When I tell you evil,
I feel like all cats are evil.
it would wait under the bed skirts, and when you walk past, it would dig its nails in and bite your feet. And then once you walk down the hallway, we had like a long hallway in our house, it would grab onto your calf and bite it. Like, and you're like walking 5 steps, like trying to shake it off, and it's like,
I see
like,
too many
gnawing
Instagram
on your-
videos of cats fucking up like snakes.
No, cats
Oh, yeah.
are wild. They're feral.
I mean, Jasmine's like not that bad. Like
What does
Jasmine,
feral mean?
Like wild.
Wild.
Yeah.
Feral.
Like a feral cat.
I feel like
wild
it's
cat.
like a lot more dogs are more tame than cats. Cats are very feral, whereas dogs are like
Okay, if you get-
really put together.
So if you get like into a herd of like wild dogs though,
Okay, well,
they will screw you
who has
up.
wild dogs?
So like where I live in like the country out here.
Are there wild dogs?
There are.
No, there's not.
100% wild dogs.
Have you seen them?
Can we get the country accent real quick?
Hey y'all, how's it doing?
It's so good.
You know, like so I live in a small town called Palmdale out here in LA. And basically there are some wild dogs out here and a lady got her face attacked by a couple just recently. Like I think like 6 months ago.
Was she okay?
No, like she had to go to the hospital. Like it was bad. She's like on the Ring because I got this on the Ring app, and
Yeah.
there's like,
Of course, the ring app
and
is
the lady's
wild.
like, the lady was like, my face has been mauled by a pack of wild dogs. I was hysterically laughing at this because I'm a bad person.
You're awful.
100% awful human. But I was just like,
and then you saw her
First
face,
off-
and you're like,
no. But first off, I was like, why are you walking at 4 a.m? Or I think it was like
Oh,
3
yeah.
or something in the morning. I was like,
she's getting her walk on before work.
that
I-
early?
Something
I-
you're not doing.
No,
She's run mountains though.
I am a half marathon runner. Okay,
So she just wants a medal now.
I just want to.
Did you get it?
No, like I got a T-shirt, but like
They don't give medals?
Not
Hunter-
the,
Hunter
it
needs
was our
to get on
first.
that.
It was our first nomad marathon, half marathon.
We just need to get like winner or something.
But you didn't win.
I came in 8th place.
That's
No,
7
wait.
spots behind winning.
That 2 of them were coaches from Nomad.
That's 5 spots behind winning.
Let's eliminate them, and then 8th place right here.
If you're not first, you're last.
I mean, Ricky Bobby says the truth. Like Ricky Bobby's dad.
It's tough.
Yeah, I know. I get it.
So you don't need a
But-
winner. Anything.
I just want an 8th place medal. Then
Why do you want an 8th place?
Do they?
medal?
I don't think they even give medals to that place.
they do.
Should be like
If you-
1,
Why
2,
would
and
you
3.
want that?
I want a medal just to say that I completed the race.
You have a shirt.
Oh, you're part of this new generation. You want a participation
you want a
trophy.
Me Too trophy?
I hate that. Don't get me started on that. It's like
No,
you didn't win. Get over
I
it.
want. It's not. No, it's the fact that like I just want the medal just to be like, this is what I want. Like this is what I.
But you didn't win.
When was the
But I
first time?
ran.
When was the first time you guys got a participation trophy?
Oh, everything you did as a kid. Probably like
No.
kindergarten, first
I
grade.
didn't get participation.
Like rec t-ball.
I think it was like 5th grade for me. I had this like shark because we were called the Sharks as a soccer team, and they just gave us a trophy in the shape of a shark with a soccer ball. It's
kinda cute,
and
though.
And I was like, there was
Kinda
no
want that.
there was no
Yeah.
place or anything. I was just like, we just got a trophy.
But that's cute.
Everyone that I did though, like it was always like if you didn't win, like we first, second,
Well, like, what does it
and
mean
third.
then?
Like it's
Loser.
like participation.
Yeah, it's-
Loser.
Yeah.
I mean, I got that in t-ball, and then the next year my mom yanked me into t-ball because I wasn't playing t-ball. I was picking
like I
dandelions.
finally realized.
She's like, I know.
I finally realized. I think it was in sophomore year of high school. I had. You know how you guys do you have trophies from a childhood at all?
Oh yeah, I
No.
literally have them on display. I was
display.
the only child. My mom has a shrine of me.
So one
I didn't do
day-
anything that.
You didn't do
Well,
anything like
a
that?
little bit, but like no sports.
Yeah, I took all
I was
my
a
sports
nerd.
trophies and I put them in a garbage bag one day because I was like, these don't matter, and I just threw them away.
Oh, they so much matter.
Why do they matter?
Okay, well I
Why?
have like. I have ones that's like for just me, like on the basketball court. Like I got like MVP in like high school.
But why does it
for
matter?
golf. Because it shows that I am excellent.
No,
Okay?
you were.
She's still pretty excellent.
True.
Like 20 years ago, like
True.
you don't need to save that.
But for like golf, like my
Just take
golf
a picture.
stuff. No, I need it.
What?
What does it do for you?
Yeah.
It gives me like
Like,
excitement.
Like, you know how you're talking about how like having a college degree is dope?
Yeah.
Why? It just sits on my desk.
Dude, I haven't even seen mine.
What?
I haven't even seen mine. I graduated
Where
in
is it?
2019. So I mailed it to my parents' house, and I was like, Mom, did you get it? She was like, yeah. I was like, where is it? I want to like look at it. Like,
Just to see
we
it.
paid a lot of money for this.
Yeah.
And she was like, I don't know.
Wait, but you know what's crazy is like you get a job and no one like they just ask if you have a degree. You could lie and say yeah because they don't ask for a copy of your
They don't ask for a copy of it.
certificate.
They just on your resumes, you just put education.
I guess you could just lie.
No, you could
Just
really just
lie.
put a college and what year you graduated. They'd be like, cool, you have your
That's true.
bachelor's.
I mean, I went to DePaul for 2 years and then I dropped out to move out here.
I mean, you could just say
DePaul.
DePaul.
I know.
And what year? And they would never question
2019.
it.
Like,
I would've
I don't know
graduated in
anyone
2019.
who's looked except like if you're going to like a graduate level program.
Or if you're going to like, I don't know, some people do background checks.
But
A
does
lot
that
of
come up in a
companies-
background check?
I think it does. I don't know though, but that
How?
needs to be fact checked.
I mean, AI is gonna put that shit. in
Isn't
check.
isn't a background check just like criminal?
No.
No, I think it has like other stuff.
I have a
Like-
friend. I have a friend who
Yeah.
runs a background check.
But, like,
who
what
has a
else?
background check company, and another friend of ours.
Jason's tweaking over here.
Well, I'm just like, what is in it?
So
Now I want to know.
a friend of mine has a background check company, and another friend who's friends with this guy asked him to do a background check on the guy she was dating.
So I guess it comes like with
I
everything.
see that.
I mean, it's a good.
It's kinda smart.
It's a good like thing.
Give me his digits.
But yeah,
Here, I don't.
I like
check.
the trophies. I like the trophies. They make me feel good. When I open the door, I go
From high
accomplished a
school?
lot. I accomplished a lot as a child. I was accelerated in sports.
But it's doing nothing now.
I got the PE award too.
See, that's fun. That's good. That's like a thing that'd
I
be
didn't.
like.
I didn't even used to change for PE because I hated it.
That
to hide
was
in
my
the bleachers.
favorite. That was like my favorite day. Like
Were
when
you
we
the
had,
try hard in PE?
Oh, I was the beast mode.
When they say do the lap, I'm at least top 3.
Okay, actually, like no, like with that like running crap, no. But like when it was game
Running,
day,
as right now, she's solely obsessed with running.
but
I
like
used to
I'm
sit
like
with the girls.
no timing. But I would walk the mile.
I used to sit with the girls in the
Yeah.
bleachers. I used to sit with the girls in the bleachers, and I was so tiny in high school. Like, went to high
It's
school
like what you
4
do
foot
with the
11.
gymnastics moms right now.
Yeah, I would sit, and the girls would be like, "You're so cute," and I'm like, "Me, cute."
Bro, what's your obsessiveness with college gymnastics?
Yeah, that's weird.
It's
Talk about
so
weirdness.
exhilarating.
How?
Cause like you follow them for their whole career. These girls,
But
like,
Yeah, how do you get into it?
how do you like? Get
because in
it?
college I lived with on my floor there was 3 or 4 gymnasts, so they would watch the meets every week.
So you just go
Well,
groupie.
so no, like in our dorm, we had a common room in our dorm, so they'd put it on the big TV in the common room, and the common room was right outside my dorm,
Where did you go to college?
Quinnipiac. It's in Connecticut.
Okay, Quinnipiac.
But-
Never going back.
No, maybe
Oh, you might go back
to visit.
No.
Quinnipiac.
just like to live.
Oh no, hell no. I will not go back to that cold shit.
That's like me going back to Indiana. Absolutely not.
Kev's in Toronto right now. He's like, I kind of miss LA weather.
Yeah.
Duh. It's snowing there. It's terrible.
Okay, here I do have a question
Okay.
for both of you.
Okay.
One city in America that you would live in that's not LA.
Wyoming.
That's not a city, that's a state.
Damn, you put her in check real quick.
But you tried. A city.
Stories?
A city that you would live in. A city.
Every time I talk to Story, like she's so articulate on the mark.
Wyoming.
And then she'll say Wyoming as a city.
Ma'am, that is a state.
Probably Austin.
A state.
Austin or Dallas.
I've
Okay.
heard Austin's epic.
Yeah,
No,
it's
I've
just
been
as
there, it's so
expensive
hot.
as LA.
LA. But you know why?
Dallas
Because
is
they're
dope.
moving the whole industry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do Dallas.
Jackson Hole, Wyoming.
Huh?
Jackson Hole.
It's fucking freezing.
But it has like these beautiful green. I could have my ranch.
Seattle, maybe. Might do Seattle.
Ew,
Oh, I
there's so
love
many-
It's
Seattle.
green.
There's so many homeless people.
What about LA?
I mean, it's true.
You're the homeless capital of the world.
I have to eliminate it.
What?
Homeless
Seattle?
people.
Like
Oh.
there's cities down there, bro.
I'm in Seattle. Like, what's wrong with Seattle?
Like Skid Row's a city, guys.
No,
I
a
hate
full
it.
city. I haven't been there in
Absolutely.
years.
I don't even go down there.
No.
Sorry, hates homeless people so much that we were having pizza. We were done eating it, and this homeless guy comes up to us, and he's like, "Can I have that piece?" And like, no one's looking. Like, we're like about to say sure, and so he's like, "No, I'm gonna eat it." And I'm like, oh, "All right."
Okay,
So she's
I
gonna
do
eat
have
it.
to be honest. Like, some of them are really brave. Like,
I
one
would
time I was at a
not go up to
stoplight.
someone and do
No,
that.
I was at a red light by work in near USC downtown, And I'm like, okay, Jason, like sometimes they're like aggressive. So I'm like, just look forward, just look forward, just look forward. Like I'm at the light and like, turn green, turn green, turn green. Cause like they're at your window, right? And they're like knocking. I'm like, turn green, turn green. I didn't look at him once. It turns green, punches my side of your mirror, and I storm off. I'm like,
I would have attacked.
Yo, people are kind of crazy, especially during COVID.
Oh my God.
I didn't know what to do.
When the riots happened, did you guys have any experience with like riots and driving?
no, because we were up here.
No, we were. Funny enough, Jason and I used to live in the same apartment complex. We
For
had
years,
no
so we
idea.
had no clue who each other were.
No, we during
Like 3 buildings away.
Yes, during our COVID experience
Yeah.
at our apartment complex during the riots.
Ava Toluca Lake.
Woo! We had a man named Wolf.
Oof.
Who,
Rawr.
who would go around knocking on random people's apartment doors, asking for the love of his life if Erica was in their
Erica,
apartment.
he would bring flowers.
Oh,
Everything.
I was begging. That was one of the other times I prayed to Jesus. I was like, God, please let Wolf knock on my door. I just wanted him to knock on my door because I wanted to fuck with him. I wanted.
She's like, oh my God, Erica's in the shower.
I'd be like, oh my God, Erica just left. Like, she was great, by the way. Like,
I'll hold the flowers.
like,
She's coming back.
Yeah, she'll be back. Like, we have a date tonight.
Why would
like,
you do that? He would come back.
Oh my God, but I just wanted to screw with him.
I feel like he was harmless though, low key.
so harmless. But all these like macho guys who like were ridiculous, they would like come up and like berate him in the streets. Like when he was walking, he had a butter knife.
Oh,
And like, oh God.
so it's a homeless guy.
No, he like lived.
No, he lived there.
was-
He just was mentally unstable.
And I think he got off his meds. And he was just like, I'm going to get crazy and
crazy.
find Erica. So we had that. That was like our
The Ava was an
riots.
interesting
That was during
place.
COVID.
That was like during COVID.
Yeah. One day I was driving to work and I was pulling up on the 405 and all of a sudden like the car stopped and I was like, what the heck? The riots just stormed the fucking highway
Oh my God.
with signs. And they started jumping on people's cars.
What?
If
And
they jumped on my Tacoma, I would have freaked out.
one of them jumped on my Subaru.
Oh my
And
God,
I
not the
looked-
Lesbaru.
I looked behind me. There's no one, like no cars behind me. So I throw
Throw
it
that
in
bitch in
reverse.
reverse.
I threw that bitch in reverse. I go back on the freeway. There's 2 people on top of my car. They roll off my car.
What?
I mean, that's,
Yes.
that's GTA style.
Because I was like, I'm not getting stuck in this. Because I'm going to get stuck
No.
on the freeway for 3 hours.
Yeah, and they're probably gonna break into your Subaru.
Yeah.
Because
So
they want the Lesbaru.
they started jumping on everybody's cars on the freeway. And they were saying,
How'd you
I
get
don't know
off?
this. What do you mean?
Did you find a new exit?
He just went back.
I just went backwards.
You went backwards.
I drove backwards for half the, you know how.
Because there's no one on the highway then.
There was
true.
not a ton of people on
I know.
the
I used to sneak to the gym during COVID.
I had a essential
With my
worker.
scrubs.
I was an essential worker during COVID.
So was I.
I really wasn't essential, but I was essential to my boss, so it mattered.
Oh, I
And
was.
so I had the paper, and we would just cruise through like all like.
And
I
there's
mean,
no traffic.
literally, we could
know.
get from Burbank to Santa
I
Monica.
think that was
in,
an
like,
iconic
20
time.
minutes.
Yeah.
It was
It was an
fantastic.
it was an iconic time.
Had the best time.
Honestly, I had a blast.
I thrived.
Psycho ex-boyfriend, but had fun.
I thrived
Got
during
jacked.
COVID.
I got jacked.
I was pretty chunky.
I did
Chunky.
karaoke all the time. I really thrived. I didn't have to like really see anybody that I didn't want to see. I didn't have to like do the pretend like, oh my God, how are you? Oh, it's so good to see you. Oh my God, you're so cute. I didn't have to do that.
For what?
Sometimes like I feel like when I see people, I have to like do that.
Why?
Well, I mean, you probably don't, but like if there's like people who I'm acquaintances with who like I'm like, oh God, here they come. I'm like,
Oh, I do.
hi.
Some coworkers, I'm like, hey, y'all.
Like if
Why
you
don't you just
ever,
say hi? How you doing?
Because like I don't care how they're doing actually.
Yeah, I'm just
I'm just
asking to
doing
be
it.
respectful.
But isn't it so much more energy to like?
100%. That's
Okay.
like where if you ever notice when my voice goes hi, like that just means like oh,
I
sorry,
know.
does not care. Like if I actually care, I'll be like yo. Like, my voice gets like
Yo.
deep. That's when I care.
Before we continue, this episode is brought to you by Brute Fitness Seltzers. Get your full serving of BCAAs with the caffeine boost for your workouts or simple daily routines. Use code BILTZ20 for 20% off your next order. So what do you like about acting?
What do I like about acting? Oh my
That
God.
she can change the voices.
That- I
No,
can
because like
literally-
you got personality, bro.
How many? I'm not
No,
sure.
okay, so acting, I love it because I can create, it's basically like, yeah, like I can dabble into it.
Every personality she
Every
has.
personality that I have. I can dabble into being like any, like,
Because
person
for
I
that
want.
theater, like even in high school and stuff, like even though your mom was an actress and had that career, a lot of kids don't tend to like follow their parents.
Oh yeah. I just did it because I love the creativity aspect of it, and I could be whoever I want. If I want to be an astronaut, I could be an astronaut. If I wanted
But you're not though.
I know, but it's like
pretend.
it's so fun to like fully like dive into being that type of person. Like to create a character.
And to learn about like that actual job.
Yes.
Okay.
Because like you would research it, right? Like
Exactly.
if you got that role, you'd be like, I'm gonna know everything I can about it.
I need to know everything. Or like to be a doctor, like my dream role, and this sounds terrible, but my dream role would to be just on Grey's Anatomy.
Oh, that show is so fake.
Oh my god, I don't care.
That show drives me absolutely up the wall.
I did
Jason's
watch like
like,
11
absolutely.
seasons of it though.
Operating rooms are not like that. First off. Second of all, no.
I literally have been obsessed with Grey's Anatomy. I think since I was
Do people have sex
14.
in the hospital though?
Yeah, is that
Yes.
a thing?
A thing just came out actually recently that healthcare workers have the highest rates of cheating.
Of course they do.
Yeah.
They spend so much time together. It makes sense.
I mean, we're there all day, every day. The highest pressure situation you can ever be in.
I mean, I get that.
The highest stress levels you can ever be in.
I wonder if flight control people have sex in the flight.
No, they're all nerds.
Well, like it's the people who are like in the like.
I know, but they're all like nerds.
So that part of Grey's Anatomy is true.
Yeah.
Probably.
Oh,
but
there's
like
a
that
lot.
would be my dream freaking role. It's
Like, do
just
people
I could
walk
die
in on
happy.
each other in the hospital?
Probably not.
Not
Or are they
really.
smart enough? I feel
But
like
There's
they're
a lot of scandalous stuff that goes on for sure.
I mean, I could see that. So like my dream role would be Grey's Anatomy, and then, but like I love it because I could create anything. Here's my thing too. Like my agent knows. I told them, I said, hey, like I don't want to be typecasted as like the lesbian.
Can you explain what typecast is? for
Yeah.
people who
So
don't know?
okay. So typecasting means that like if you're gay and you get a gay role, majority of the time casting directors will see you only as the gay person. Like they'll never cast you as like the straight person, or you'll just get stuck playing the gay roles, or you'll get stuck playing like the bad boys, or you'll get stuck playing like basically. I don't know why I'm blanking on his name. He's like the guy who says like, all right, all right, all right.
Matthew McConaughey.
Yes. Okay. So Matthew McConaughey got typecast. I love how he knew.
Rom-com.
Yes. He got typecasted as like the rom-com guy.
Yeah.
He didn't take a role for 2 years. I think it's 2 years. People can fact
I think
check
it's
me.
3.
It could be 2 or 3. But until he...
I read his biography.
Of course, you nerd.
So you know. So like he
As
literally...
I've never read a book. I've never read a book.
Me either. My mom reads books to me. That was
I'm
it.
like, who reads?
Stories like I
don't.
read it, and then she showed me the book. It's mostly photos.
Okay, I love
What,
me
a
some
picture book?
manga. I love me some manga. Okay.
I was like, you're a teenage boy.
What, a photo book?
It's called Attack on Titans. Okay.
Okay.
It is fantastic. But I actually don't. My mom read to me as a child.
My mom did not care
You
that
guys
much.
are both uber competent people for not reading.
I don't know. I Google a lot. You know
That
that.
is impressive.
I Google
I don't
a lot.
Google too much.
I
don't
Google
either.
everything. Like if I don't
But
know
like
something,
when I
Google.
hear something, I normally remember it. So like I only have to hear it
Yeah.
once, and it's just.
But when you hear it,
locked
you
in.
don't know if it's true.
It's locked in.
That's why I Google. I always Google just to make sure.
Yeah.
But
Google's a little sketchy.
I mean, it could be weird too. It's like that's Wikipedia. But no, so I basically like that's like typecasting. So like my agent knows. Like Matthew McConaughey got typecasted as a rom-com guy. He didn't take a job for 3 years until he got, I think it was Dallas or it was that
Dallas Buyers
TV.
Club?
I don't know if it was that or he did this TV show with.
I don't know.
He did a TV show that was really good where he was like a detective or something.
Is Dallas Buyers Club the one where he gets super skinny?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a really good movie. But bottom line, he like had to break that typecast.
Yeah.
So I told my agents, I was like, hey, like, I don't want my first role being gay. Like, if it has to be, great, I'll do it. But like, I would prefer to play the straight person. I played the straight person for literally 14 years of my life. Actually, no, 16 years of my life.
Yeah, you're like, I know a straight person better than I know a gay.
I can play straight, 100%. And so like that's where I told my agents. My agent was like, okay, cool, but like are you willing to play gay? I was like, yes, I am, but like I don't want to be typecasted. So like basically that's where for acting, like I really would rather play like a straight doctor versus a gay doctor because I don't want to.
But you want to be a doctor.
I do want to be a doctor. I feel like I'd be a great intern on Grey's Anatomy.
Intern.
Oh yeah, like I could
Why
join the
intern?
intern. Because that's like that's how like they stay on seasons for longer. They start as an intern, they do a residency,
and then
they
fellowship.
I feel like Grey's
fellowship.
Anatomy's gonna end soon.
It literally just got renewed for season 21. It ain't going anywhere.
And there's like so many breakoffs now of it, right?
Yeah.
What's that one?
Why do you have so many
911?
seasons?
no. Station 19.
Station
that got
19.
canceled.
It got canceled?
It got canceled.
Why do you have so many seasons?
Because it's good.
Grey's Anatomy sucks you in. I've literally could tell you. I think I've watched Grey's Anatomy like
Should I start
rewatched
it?
Yes.
But
No,
the OR thing is gonna drive me nuts.
You know what the episode like fucked me up is when they started singing.
Okay, that was when. Okay, which one? Callie Torres gets in like the car
Yes,
crash.
I know that one. I know that one.
Yes.
I immediately stopped watching.
Callie.
How to save a life.
Yeah.
So-
I was
But
like,
Callie, she's sad. She got into a car
know.
accident.
Done.
Now Callie is no longer on the show, but she's on Sex in the City as like.
Wait, Sex
a
and the
they
City
them.
still up?
They have a reboot. It's called Just Like That, I think, and she's on
What?
that. Yeah,
People
she's
are
like a
obsessed with Sex
podcast on
and the
that.
City.
Oh, that was
Sex
a
and the
whole
City.
era.
My mom.
You love Sex
literally-
and the
No,
City?
I've never seen it.
Oh my god, my
But I'd be down
mom
to
was
watch it.
obsessed with it, and that's like what. So I used to sleep in my mom's bed.
Same,
Since I was,
until like 15.
12. Okay, well, a little bit different.
15?
But
She used to make fun of me. My mom would be like, you can't tell anyone at school that you still sleep with me because I
I
make
mean-
fun of you. I'm like, well, you're making fun of me.
I make fun of my friends who have their kids. Like I have this one friend,
Oh.
her daughter's 11 and she still sleeps with them. I was like,
Sometimes it'd be
me.
me, my mom, my sister. My sister's 10 years older, so she was.
I think it's just like a
25.
single parent thing too. It's like a
Yes.
single parent
Yes.
thing. Yeah, it's like no one gets it because it's single.
She's a
parent.
single parent.
My mom.
Okay, yeah. So like that makes sense. Like
Yeah.
my mom and I like we like did everything together, and so like just sleeping in her bed was just like duh.
I would still, like, if I go home to visit, like, I wouldn't say no.
Okay, well actually no.
I'd be like, "Mom,
I
we're
say
having a
no.
slumber party."
I say no
Or my
because my
sister?
mom has literally like her dogs like take up the entire bed. And
Oh, no,
I'm like,
I'm
I
in.
can't do that.
I'm like, Mom, you want a slumber party? I'm in. Jess, you want one? Or in. Oh, I'm fully in their bed.
I mean, like I hang
It's
out in her bed.
normal.
Yeah.
So normal.
Grown ass man.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, it's fine.
It's
It's a single parent
it's the
thing. Like,
homies.
single parent thing for sure, but yeah, no, like I don't even know where we got on this topic, but
Acting.
acting, yeah. So like that's like I mean basically that's what I want to do, but like
Act.
it doesn't pay the bills. So right now
Not
I
yet.
have a real job.
Not yet.
Not yet. It
could.
will.
I love the philosophy, or yeah, is it philosophy? I don't know. Like, of having a stable job that
Yes.
pays for your bills.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then do your creative thing. We're talking about on
Yeah,
the run today.
on the run today.
I was
yeah.
like,
That's what I do.
Jason was like, "Oh, this would be a great photo shoot. This would be a great photo shoot." I was like,
Yeah.
"Bro, you actually got an eye for stuff. Like, that's
Oh, yeah.
super cool."
Yeah.
I was like, "It's crazy. I would have never thought like you would be in an OR, like
All
teaching
day, yeah.
doctors how to use medical equipment."
Yeah.
And he was
Oh, yeah.
like, "Yeah, it's just like secure, bruh."
It's just like, yeah, I know that I'm getting the same amount of paycheck every week. I know that
know you're
I make
gonna-
this much a year.
yeah,
I know I
you're-
can afford my living.
100%.
And then when I want to dabble in other things like
Yeah.
ninja climbing, like I can go ahead
I've
and
never
do
had
that.
that.
You do though with your personal training
with
now.
personal training.
No, but I've never had like I could have like half my clients drop tomorrow theoretically,
Oh yeah. That's true.
Oh.
right? So I don't know.
Yeah, but I could also have all my sales gone tomorrow and not make the money. So it's the
I
same
mean, you
thing.
still have a salary.
I mean, my boss could literally
Yeah,
die.
but I wouldn't get that. Like if I didn't keep my sales up, I wouldn't have a job.
My boss could die, and then I wouldn't have a job. But then I would just go find.
You'd have his
someone.
trust fund.
Okay, so
No, I wouldn't.
so for your job for the sales of medical sales or
Yeah.
sales of medical devices,
Yeah.
That's what my mom used to do.
like why did you have to go to school for that?
Because
Can't you just learn about the medical equipment and then
no,
No.
because you'd be so far behind. Like
What did you go to school for?
pre med.
You went to school for pre-med?
No one. Yes,
Why aren't you a doctor?
because I was burnt out.
Because you just didn't get into school. You got into like the Caribbean.
He watched Grey's Anatomy.
No,
and
I
was
didn't
like,
even.
don't
I
be this
didn't
type of
even
doctor.
fully like. I just did health science generic, and then you could have
Okay.
decided like physical therapy, occupational therapy, athletic training, med school. Like it
You
was
would have
like,
been a good physical therapist.
it's so boring though. All you do is get a script from a doctor and you just follow that. Like I did physical therapy for 9 months and I would never want to work there.
I did it too when
I went in and I was like,
I have a friend who went to school
2,
for it, and he was
3,
like, "I
4,
can't do this."
5, and it's like 1, 2, and they just watch you like, okay, engage your shoulder more. I'm like, okay, 3, 4. I'm
Is
like,
it similar to personal training?
Kind of.
kind of, but like you make our workouts.
Yeah.
When you're a physical therapist,
They don't make them.
you get a schedule and an agenda from the surgeon. So like every certain amount of weeks
I
is
just
like a
don't
new
get
program.
that, bro, because like so many surgeons and doctors are like not fit and healthy.
No, because they live in the
They're
OR.
fat.
Yeah, and they eat junk food because they don't have time to actually
They
eat
don't
healthy.
look like the doctors on Grey's Anatomy. I'll tell you that.
And
like,
listen,
some of
I
them,
need to
like-
say, every doctor I work with, you're fit. You look good.
So
They're all gonna see this.
I lived with a dog, and her name was McDreamy.
A dog.
Dog.
Who?
McDreamy is a half German Shepherd, half Husky.
Okay, McDreamy. I get that. I know that.
From Grey's Anatomy. And
Derek
I-
Shepard.
Ugh.
And I was
McDreamy.
like, every time I was like, here you go, McDreamy, come here. I was was like, oh, this is so weird.
That is a little weird.
So we started calling her Dreamy.
That makes sense. I don't know why you would name a female dog after a male surgeon, but gender doesn't apply. They, them. Oh, gosh. Don't even get me started on that. I'll offend half of Los Angeles.
So you're the only, I guess, lesbian I know who is, like, obsessed with guns. How does that go about? Like, you're a teenage boy, dude.
I know.
Like, it's fascinating. Every time we talk.
No, you're like straight up a dude.
I know.
Story knows
100%.
more about, like, manly tools and manly things than I do.
me.
I'm like, I'm a pussy, bro. Like,
No,
I'm
she's more dude than I am or will ever be.
100%. I was like, I'm happy enough that
okay,
I
though.
put this up by myself.
Right.
Like, and built this
Built
bar.
that? I mean, it's excellent.
Yeah,
Did
but
you stay in it, too?
I stayed in it.
Yeah, it looks
What?
fantastic.
I know, but like,
I didn't know that.
You didn't know I built that?
No.
Built it with a bud at home.
At a scrap?
At a scrap. Home Depot.
Sanded,
Yeah.
all that. Same.
Why didn't you just buy one off Wayfair?
Because you can't get that off Wayfair.
I'm sure you could.
They're just really expensive too.
Really
Yeah.
expensive.
Yeah.
That's some pine.
You're going to have to chef us up a drink tonight here and there.
You already had a couple.
No, but okay,
you
so
have all these tools
I
and
know.
shit,
Okay,
dude.
so like my
like the closest thing is a buddy at home who has like his wood shop, right? And I have
Yeah.
a client who's 70 who has a wood shop in his back house,
Yeah.
right? And he's a very successful teacher or professor at UCLA.
Okay.
And he does woodwork and he's 70 though.
Yeah.
And then I have a buddy at home who has like a workshop.
Is he like 72?
No, he's younger. He's like I think 31. But besides those two people, I'm just
It's
like,
just me.
It's just you.
Yeah, no, okay, so like my gun thing, my mom never was like into guns at all.
Yeah.
I grew up loving Western movies. Like loving me some Westerns. Cowboys. Oh my gosh, I wanted to be a
You
cowboy.
Clint Eastwood guy?
Oh my gosh, yes.
You wanted to be a cowboy.
I wanted to be a cowboy so freaking bad. So bad. So, I don't know, I always loved guns and the aspect of guns.
Jason
of,
only
like,
wears pink cowboy hats.
oh my gosh, like, you should see like my cowboy hats at my house. Like they're legit. But I'm just like envisioning pink, like the Barbie like pink hat.
Like this with a lasso?
Oh yeah. No.
And so
like,
many gay bars in West Hollywood love the cowboy hat.
Love.
Love the
when
cowboy
I
hat.
bring
We'll go
my
look tonight.
when I bring my cowboy hat out, like it's just like whoa.
And
And
I only went to one Pride, and it was just like mostly cowboy hats and Speedos.
There's
Yeah.
a lot of cowboy hats. I don't know why. I'm like, I would never wear a cowboy hat, but go off.
I mean, I rock my cowboy hats, but
So you're
like,
wearing that to Pride this year.
100%.
Done.
My velvet one.
Should we
and
do
all
a
that.
cowboy hat Pride?
Oh my god.
We'll do Western style. Oh, it's happening. That's our Pride this year.
This is
A
in.
cowboy
This is
theme.
locked in right now.
Check it. I have overalls.
Oh my
Oh,
God, I have some Carhartts.
overalls, a
Cards.
wife beater, and a cowboy hat. Oh, West
This is gonna be
Hollywood,
a vibe.
buckle up.
This
As
is,
Jason said, why do cowboy hats even exist?
But now
it's
I'm
a
in.
vibe. Yeah, it's a vibe.
She convinced me.
You
buckle
have
up.
to be like, you just have to do it.
Ready
but
for this?
so-
Saddle up, West Hollywood. We're coming in.
running it hot.
That's how we met.
That is how we met.
Again.
But
So-
before we get to how we met, the reason why I love guns so much is
Oh yeah, we're
because
back. She's on it.
I love guns. So I love the aspect of to protect yourself in your home. You
Right.
never bring a knife to a gunfight, right?
No.
So thank you. So if you have a gun next to you, you're sleeping. Obviously, if you have children, lock it up.
Oh, I gotta tell you about my Mr. and Mrs. Smith story.
See, that's like how like okay, so that's like also I remember watching Mr. and Mrs. Smith thinking, oh my god, Angelina Jolie is so
hot.
hot and I want
hot.
to be Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
I was like, this would be my dream. And so like all of like they're like guns coming out. I was like, I need this. So like I also want a bunker, but that's like a different story.
Jason's like, what is a bunker?
Like a doomsday bunker?
Oh, 100%. Like I am a prepper. I'm not Mormon.
Like you want to dig like
What's,
I wanna
what's the
have-
movie with everyone just like goes out and kills anyone they want for a day?
oh,
The Purge.
The
That
Purge.
totally needs to be a thing here in the
What was
United
that
States.
TV show too? There was one show when they all lived.
That sounds awful.
What was
That
that
sounds
show?
so much fun.
Oh, I'm definitely not a fan.
Oh.
The Purge.
I would love a
go
bunker.
ham.
I don't even know where I'd go. I'm going to your house.
You're going to my house.
Me and Hunter are gonna
Straight
be
to
in the mountains.
Palmdale.
They'll be in the mountains somewhere.
I'll run to the mountains too.
Yeah,
but
we'll go on the-
Palmdale or the mountains. One or the other.
Palmdale Mountains. Either way, you'll be safe there. No,
I'll climb that tower.
I just love guns. I don't know. I just ask the people who like I feel like don't like guns are people who like are uneducated by them and have never like been.
I mean,
tried
also
them.
all the school shootings everywhere.
Yeah.
But see, like the school shooting things, like that, like it's just like the kids who have the guns who are doing the school shooting, or there are some adults who have it and just like go crazy.
Yeah.
But like majority of the states that happens to are states that like don't actually have like a strong sense of like gun security. Like so basically in California to buy a gun, you have to literally go. They do an intense background check.
Yeah.
You have to have a state ID, and then you have to wait 10 days until you can get your gun. Most states, like in Indiana, you just same day pickup, like done.
Yeah.
And that's like crazy to me because like, okay, like that makes sense. Like, why would you allow someone just to pick up the gun the same day? Like, you need to do a background check. So like California does it right in that sense.
Yeah.
They do a lot of other stuff that's not.
I feel like there should be
totally
some
great.
training. Like, for example, I went to a training for handguns and rifles and stuff because my dad got super obsessed with it in the last 5 years. And I was like, oh, like I know how to shoot a gun properly now. And like I know the procedures of like what would happen if like I had to shoot someone because of my self-defense and all this and X, Y, and Z. A lot of people don't know that.
No, and that's like where also.
I was like, if you went to school for it and it made it harder for people to get it, then it would be
Safer.
Safer, and also in the sense of when you are like in those like so say if like an intruder came into your home, like your mental state, you drop like 5 levels of training.
Yeah.
So like basically like if you've never had any training with a handgun before, which like I have luckily because I've been trying to get my CCW in the state of California, they force you to do that type of training. But basically like you drop 5 levels of training. So if someone came into your home, there is a chance if you've never been to the gun range, if you just have your gun like the first time ever and just sitting there, you won't actually be able to protect yourself.
No, because you have no idea what you're doing.
You have no, like, because you
Fight
just
or
like,
flight.
yeah, it's fight or flight. So like the more times you're at the range, the more times you actually do self-defense training with your gun, the better chances you are to survive a situation.
Right.
And that's like where like I like, you know, like I have a friend who he has this whole like training program and everything, which I think is like fantastic.
Yeah.
Because you just never know. Like the state of the world is in right now. I'm ready. I'm prepared.
You just never know.
I'm ready for the war. But most people will not be ready for the war. And
I'm not. I don't even have water.
I was dating this girl one time, and
She a prepper?
huh?
She a prepper?
What's a prepper?
Doomsday prepper.
Oh, yeah, kind of. Well, she was. We were at her parents' house, and no one was home. And she was like, "You see something cool?" It's like, "Yeah, sure." So there's this dope ass mirror. I was like, "Oh, that's a sick ass mirror." She takes down the mirror, like, boom, puts it down. Mr. and Mrs. Smith safe, puts in buttons, locks, opens up, guns everywhere. And I was like,
I would have died.
"Oh my god, do not fuck with this bitch."
You're like, I will never be found again.
You're like, not the right
And I was like,
family.
"This exists." And I've never really been
normal.
around too many guns, just Boy Scouts, like at the range. But like there was like pink guns and stuff. I was like, "That's mine."
Nate's like, I choose that one.
That would be the one I want to be like, give me the pink.
And I was like, "Oh, so you just use it with your cowboy hat."
Oh my gosh, it would be so good looking. It would be. I'm telling you, this fit.
In my overalls? Oh.
This fit's gonna be 10 out of 10.
Oh.
It's gonna be crazy.
Pride's not ready for us
No,
this
so
year.
I am very unique because most gay people don't, or most lesbians in general don't really like guns. In Indiana, there are a handful of lesbians. My ex loved guns.
Yeah.
So that also, I think, maybe helped. Like,
I feel like it's area too. It's environment. Same thing.
it's environment. Like her family had a farm, and so they would go like hunting every year. So like I got more familiar with guns through her.
That's one thing we can't have if we have our houses until like one day.
Yeah, but that's where we'll have another.
Montana.
No, in Wyoming.
Jackson Hole. Remember I said, what city do you want to live in? She said, Wyoming. That's where it will happen. That was wild. And you said it confident. Wyoming.
So confident.
I was like,
that's the thing, literally.
Have you been to Wyoming?
Oh, yeah, I love it.
Okay.
Grand Tetons?
I was about to say, like, you can't be saying cities that you haven't been in.
Oh, no, I've been to Jackson Hole. I love Jackson Hole. I always wanted to work on, like, a dude ranch.
A dude ranch.
what's that? Do they cultivate men? Because, like, I might have to go visit.
No, it's like a dude ranch is basically...
We spas in downtown.
I heard it's a hot spot.
No, literally, it's basically what you could think of like Yellowstone. Have you ever seen that TV show Yellowstone?
No.
Okay, so basically it would be guys on horses, like handling cattle, herding cattle, getting cattle from point A to point B.
That's what you want to do?
I thought that would be so much fun.
Herd
My
cattle.
cousin lived on a dude ranch. She was like a chef there. And
It's
she
called
loved
actually a
it.
dude ranch.
Yeah, it's like a dude ranch.
It's a dude ranch.
It's a dude ranch because like a majority of it's dudes. But I always wanted to do that. And I don't know. I always wanted to farm. I grew up riding horses, so I think that's it. I wanted to be a cowboy.
I don't think I want a dude ranch.
I don't know. I thought
might
it was
like
always
it.
fun.
I
You
might
might
like it,
like it. It's fun.
It might be a couple pink cowboys for you.
Fine. Let's start a dude ranch.
I mean, oh my God, that I would definitely start a dude
I
ranch.
might twist my arm.
So I didn't know what Wii Spot was for the longest time.
Oh, I heard it's
Spot?
wild.
And we
The bathhouse?
Yeah, the bathhouse. And so we decided to take our buddy Kuba there for his, I think, 29th
No, you
birthday.
didn't.
So me, Kev, and Kuba were like the fittest we've ever been, in my opinion, like during 2020 at this time. So we're absolutely jacked and shredded. We go in, and it's an all-nude spa. And we're in the saunas, we're in the cold plunge area, we're in the hot tub, and it's just mostly dudes.
Yeah.
It's all dudes.
Yeah.
And they're just like all staring at us. Like all like and I was like, oh.
You're like, oh, it's like that.
I thought this was just like a regular spa.
No.
But like
Most
no.
spas aren't like required you to be nude. So
There's their first concern.
And
you must be naked to join.
especially
You were
our-
naked in everything?
everything.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Everything.
I just feel like naked in a sauna is very unsanitary.
My towel would not be coming anywhere off.
Like, did
I
they
mean, you
give
could
you
cover.
towels?
Yeah, 10 towels.
I didn't know if they were
10?
like
Huh?
You get 10?
No, a ton.
Oh.
And as-
10
I was
10
like, you
towels
only get 10?
only. You only
Unlimited
get
Well, my
10.
gym, you can only take 2.
Oh,
oh, your gym's stingy.
Only 2 towels at a time.
really?
Yeah.
I think that's why people like who love towels go to Equinox because it's unlimited towels and eucalyptus towels.
I haven't gone to Equinox.
I've never been to Equinox.
Me neither.
It's not that great.
No?
It's okay. I mean, it's super clean. It's like one of the cleanest gyms in LA, but people don't know gyms.
I
Like,
want to go to Zoo Culture. Just
What's that?
do you want to go to Zoo Culture?
I want to go to Zoo
could go.
Culture so bad.
Wait, I want to go. What is
Zoo
it?
Culture, it's like, okay, so Bradley Martin, you probably know more than this than I do.
Yeah.
But like he like created this gym basically for
all red equipment. It's for like basically influencers.
Yeah.
And because you're allowed to record for the longest time, like gyms didn't allow you to record. And
Which was crazy.
yeah, because you could record someone in the background, you know.
Oh.
Oh, because you would have to like get them to like sign consent forms, right?
Usually, yeah. And so that's why they had blurred videos of people in the background on YouTube videos because technically you're not allowed to do it. But like now it kind of slides. And his gym was one of the first gyms in LA, besides like the Mecca of Gold's gym in Venice that allowed you to like record. You know,
It's called Zoo Culture?
It's called Zoo Culture.
Yeah.
It's super cool. I just like it because it's all
had it-
red.
yeah.
Great lighting. Great lighting for videos. I'm like, Nate, we must go.
and we must record there.
I know a couple people go there, like who just film constant content there.
Is there any places in LA that you want to go to that you haven't been?
Oh my gosh, I think there's so many.
Because like every time we go out and hang out, we always go to like a new restaurant, new
Well,
place.
it's
I
so
know.
readily available out here in LA.
I
Like, you
want to
can
go to
anywhere
this
new.
place called No Vacancy.
Oh, it's so fun. That's one of my
been?
favorites. Oh, that's one of my favorite
Okay,
clubs.
I want to go there so
But it's
bad.
a club.
I know, but I want to go there so
Okay,
bad.
we used to go there every weekend.
Okay, why aren't we going?
Jason, for you being in a
So
like
fun.
scrubs like 5 days a week, like the fact that you
Scrubs.
party this hard, it's just like I'm too old for that, bro.
We're only literally like 27.
I just love going out. Like, I
get
literally
that though.
love going
the
out.
social aspect is fine. Here's the thing.
best.
I love
I
going
told
out
Jason
with
the other
people.
day, I was like, we could just do cocktails. It's cheaper at my house. He's like, yeah, Nate, but I like going out. Like the experience is just so good.
It is. Okay, so if you're out with good people, like good people, you go out with a group of good freaking people. Like
Yeah,
we
it's
went out
fun.
with
Okay,
Jason.
what's the definition of a good person for you?
Jason.
Jason.
What's the characteristics of Jason?
No, I feel like it's like, okay, so like a good person for me is a person who like when I'm around them,
Yeah.
my energy level keeps going up and up and up
Yeah.
and up and up, not like me having to like perform. Cause like
Yeah.
sometimes I do feel like I like have to perform for people and like to keep like the conversations going so it just doesn't like
You're really
die.
good at
Yeah.
like, continually asking questions.
Yeah.
Like when I'm
she
bored,
asks
I just
all
stop.
the questions.
Yeah, see, like some people like, but like for me, like I hate it when the conversation just like dies, and I'm like, where do we go from here?
Yeah.
So like that's where for like me, for like when I'm vibing with people, it's like when my energy keeps going higher and higher and higher.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, these people, like I can like definitely hang with these people.
We hung.
Oh, we hung hard.
Honestly, Jason's one of the only friends who he hangs out with my other friends, and everyone's like, "We love Jason."
He's the first gay person I actually enjoy. So like that's
You're gay.
Like, I know it's a problem. Like,
Me.
Yeah.
Whoa.
You
Gay?
are
Whoa! I didn't know that.
literally.
It's a new concept.
Literally, I think he was like the.
What
Cause
do you
like
think that is?
I don't because like he's not overly sensitive. He doesn't like being gay should never define you.
Yes, it shouldn't be who you are.
It should not be who you are. It's not like you don't go around going, "Oh hi, I'm Nate and I'm straight and I'm like vagina."
Well, I think the reason why like gay people do that is because for the longest time
They weren't who they could be.
Yeah.
I get that,
But it's also just like
that's
it's-
over with.
Yeah.
It's like to the point where it's like you can't make that your personality anymore.
No, it cannot be your
Maybe
personality
for like
anymore.
a little bit. Fine. 6 months after you
Sure.
come out.
Right when it's new for you.
Right.
But like
then you got to put that shit away.
it's not you. Like
Yeah.
what's you is like your interests, what you're
Right.
But the thing
what
is,
you
if you
do.
don't have a ton of
Yes.
it, if you don't have an interest, if you don't have a job, the only thing that
Well,
you
then
can
you should
talk
get
about,
them.
then
that's fair.
you are a loser.
You should get some hobbies. You should get some
You
activities.
should
Like a job you should
read.
get. You should
like
get a
do
job.
something.
You're like, I didn't need to read.
I didn't
I
need to
didn't
read.
either, but-
I didn't need to read. My mom read books to me.
I came out fine.
And I am more than okay.
Yeah.
Like, no, I don't know.
Yeah.
So, like, that's why he was, like, the first gay person I've ever met who I was just like, oh my gosh, I vibe with. And, like, I offend majority of United States. And so, like, for Jason.
I don't get offended.
Yeah, he doesn't get offended. So it works. Like,
Just
I
rolls
can literally
off.
say the most horrendous things and, like, probably the most, like, heinous things. And
Yeah.
he
Just
just
giggle.
goes, he's like,
Sometimes I think Sori like just like knows that she could read a room,
no.
and then I was like, one day she kept going about a certain subject. It was about homeless people.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, like she clearly could tell that she's making people in this room uncomfortable.
Absolutely not.
And then she kept going for 10 more minutes, and I was like, oh.
She doesn't care.
I don't know if she doesn't care. I was just like, dang, like,
I
not be
cannot read a
self-aware of
room.
that.
Oh, you
I
can't read a
literally cannot read a room. Absolutely not.
You can't tell when someone's uncomfortable in your conversation.
No, I can't because like most of the time
I
people
think
like
faces, silence.
no, because like I just keep going.
Yeah.
Like I'm just like because like if I'm passionate about something, I could care less about the other person I'm talking to. Like I just like go like I get like
You just
in
don't
it,
stop.
and I'm just like, oh my god, here we go. I'm unleashing this, and most of the time people are like,
She's like, I hang out with my fiance and a dog. I need to tell someone else.
yeah, I'm like I need to express this.
You're like,
hate.
I need these words out.
I'm like, I hate these people. Like, you don't understand. And then this like poor girl
Okay,
goes,
so,
are
like,
you rich? And I
Why
was
do
like,
you?
no.
Why do you? Hate's a strong word.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
what
that's
makes
a
you
big
hate
word.
someone?
The ass like.
I don't think I hate anybody.
There's a couple I hate.
Really.
hate's a strong word, but like
Because in
it's
my
not-
opinion, you just don't talk to the person anymore, right? And then like theoretically, no, statistically, or just in reality, everyone dies.
Well, yeah, everyone dies.
Yeah.
yeah,
So like
just
they're
went to
gonna-
a funeral.
Like this.
they're gonna die someday, so you just forget about them.
I mean, yeah, but like
Like why?
That's your thing. You
why
say that a
spend your
lot.
energy-
You say that a lot.
He says that a lot.
He always talks about when we die, like no one's gonna remember you.
I mean,
basically.
that sucks.
That's what he says all the
No,
time.
but like my
In
grandpa,
3
people
generations, no
remember
one's gonna
him.
remember you.
no,
I mean, my grandpa, like I'll remember him because his funeral was so expensive.
Yeah,
but you
It's
don't remember
great.
his.
But
You don't
you're-
remember your great grandpa.
But your kid's
No.
kid's kid is not gonna remember Pampo.
No, that's
No.
true.
You know.
Even your kids won't know Pampo.
No. I
So
don't
it's
know
like-
if I don't know if I'm gonna have kids now after
That
having-
part I don't know.
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? And
No,
so like
I get it, but like okay, so like the homeless people, like the reason why I hate homeless people is like I get it that there are homeless people who are homeless because
Yeah.
they are down bad. The world was against them. They're
Sure.
not drug addicts and they're not mentally ill, but like they just like are struggling. Those homeless people don't bother me.
Okay.
Those homeless people are like in a homeless shelter trying their
Are
best.
there homeless
to-
shelters in LA though?
Yeah. There's a ton.
Thousands.
Have you seen the ones in Brentwood? So there's houses.
They're
bro,
like nice.
built houses on.
There's
Are there
a
people in
halfway
them?
house
Yeah.
right across the street from Capitol Records.
Yeah.
Like there's facilities for people who are trying to get better. the homeless people I do not like are the crackheads that
We're
are
back on
like
homeless people.
on the same, like insane people who are on the streets doing meth, doing cocaine,
Breaking into your cars.
literally trying to attack me while I'm walking by, telling
Sora's
me
like,
that
"This is
the
why I live in
atomic
Palmdale."
bomb. This is literally why I live in the country.
But Palmdale
has a
has
truck.
some of that too.
No, because we eliminate that.
Bruh. She FaceTimed me one
I'm
day.
thinking of Bakersfield, not Palmdale.
Yeah.
She
Wrong
FaceTimed me
place.
one day, and she was like, "Look at my neighborhood," and I was like, "You're in simulation." Like 1,000%.
Why is it just like a little neighborhood?
Yeah, it's just like
No, it's like
suburbs.
the burbs, bro. Like every house is fucking every house. Like
All the grass is cut perfectly. Like we have one neighbor who I might have to like figure out that situation, like lawsuit or something, because they leave their dog outside 24/7.
and they bark all the time.
It's like a husky, and it's just like
You need soundproof.
Oh, I got soundproof windows. Soundproof windows.
Spend a
got
lot of
'em.
money.
Doesn't work.
No, it does. Like it does, but like the dog is just like it's inhumane at some points. Like last night it was sleeting, and like the dog
What's
was
sleeting?
outside, like the snow rain.
Oh yeah,
mix.
and the dog was outside.
And the dog was outside. There's no like protection for the dog. They have like a crate outside for the dog.
I mean, they treat them better than most dogs.
Yeah, what about the
okay,
street dogs?
Pooh Bear is treated like an absolute queen.
That's why she
Okay.
bites kids and asks
Yeah,
for food.
it's a
She
problem.
bit a kid?
Well, like Lily came to visit. Okay, so my niece came to visit, and Pooh Bear's like never seen a baby, so Pooh Bear didn't know like what the thing was, and she was just like, "Why are you paying attention to this thing?"
Also, I
about
was just
me?
scared, bro. I was like, Mara and Story were in Toluca like with a stroller and a kid in it, and I was like,
What is happening?
"This is crazy."
I need to see Pooh Bear after this.
Oh, Pooh Bear is like, she's like a 10.
The look on her face is just like, "I own this world."
No.
Oh, but okay, so when I first got Pooh Bear though, Pooh Bear was like a rescue from this, like when I picked her up, she was 6 pounds. I thought she was gonna be
Like
dead.
shaking. Like,
Yeah, like literally on the verge of death. And then I like nursed her back to health. I fostered her for like 5 days. I said, "Mom, I can't give this dog back." I was like, I'm too attached. And my mom was like, "Don't worry, I'll buy her." And I was like, "Okay." And I was like, "Thank you." So like it worked out.
Dogs are a huge responsibility.
oh,
I would love a dog, but I just
It's
don't
a
got
lot of
time for a dog.
responsibility.
who has the time?
I mean, like, Pooh Bear's, like, not that needy, but, like, she has to go potty, like, every 12 hours. So,
That's a
like,
long. I mean, that's
I mean, I let
that's
her
less
out.
than me.
I let her out, like, obviously, like, she has, like, a schedule. Like, I keep her on a schedule. So, like, we wake up, you know, her and I have our bonding sesh, and then we go have breakfast, and then after breakfast, she immediately goes potty, and, like, we have a midday
Do you
potty.
walk?
Do you have a routine?
Do I have a routine?
Do you guys have a morning
No.
routine?
I used to.
Just coffee.
I used to be very routine, and that's when I was on Adderall.
Yeah.
I was on Adderall since I was 12 until like 25.
Yeah.
I was a machine. Okay. And like
Okay.
literally.
What? Can you describe the feeling of Adderall? I've never taken it.
Okay, so like
My parents wouldn't let me take it.
okay, so I needed it in school because
Okay.
I was struggling so bad during school. Like from when I
Okay.
was
What does it do for you though?
But basically imagine like you are hyper focused.
Okay.
So say you're learning a subject, you're learning something on the computer.
Mm-hmm.
Adderall allows you to like literally just like zone in on what you're learning.
Mm.
Because before like if I'm not on Adderall, now I've like learned how to like do that without Adderall, but before I had the means to like actually have like focus, I would
Well,
be
the thing is, like, I think most people aren't focused.
no, but like I would literally be like watching a TV or like listening to Mrs. Jarek talk, and I would be like, "Oh, we're learning about math. Oh my god, like she's so pretty."
Well, I feel like it's
That's
just
me
you
every day.
I feel like it's just you didn't
24/7.
like it. Didn't like it.
No, like I enjoyed like some of the aspects, but then I would just get distracted. Like I would be like, "Oh wait, there's a bird,"
Anytime we work on something, you get shit done right away.
because I've learned now. That's the thing. When I was little,
Okay, how do you teach that to somebody?
okay, so like, I think how you teach that is because I was on Adderall for so long, and
So
then
take
when,
Adderall, guys.
For 12 years and then stop taking it and you'll know what's up.
No, I literally was on it every single day, never got off it. And then all of a sudden, like when I hit 25, I don't know if it was because my frontal lobe closed or what, but like literally I started having panic attacks. And I was like, what the hell is happening?
Okay.
And after the
Panic attack. Can you describe a panic attack?
which like,
Your panic attack. I
I
guess.
never believed in anxiety or panic attacks. Okay. I still like technically don't, but I believe
But
in
you
them.
had 'em.
But I had one. And I was driving in the car. I was on the phone with my mom. I was on the way to an audition. And all of a sudden, like my heart starts like racing. Like I think it was going like 150 beats per minute, and I was just sitting in the car.
It's a high BPM.
It was a high. And
I can tell because I work in the hospital.
Yeah. And then I just started hysterically crying.
What?
I just started crying. I don't cry often, okay?
Same.
And I was
I hate
hysterically crying. And I was like, what the heck is happening? And then like all of a sudden, like I just like needed to pull over. So I pulled over. My mom was like calming me down. I finally got calmed down and stuff. And then the same thing happened the next day. And so I called my doctor, and the doctor was like, well, how, like, have you taken it? I was like, no, I still just take Adderall.
Yeah.
And she's like, what if you maybe stop taking it? Like, let's see. Maybe now, since you're older, your frontal lobe's closed, like maybe you've developed ways that you like, maybe you just no longer need it.
Yeah.
And so like I stopped taking it. I mean, people would say I probably still need it, but
Maybe just a lower dose.
yeah, just a lower dose.
Wouldn't hurt.
Yeah, like, but I kind of like the way I feel now without it, because when I would take it, I would be a zombie. Like my personality, it does turn your personality down. Like it turns you down to where you are literally
Just like Zen, right? Like just like a constant
just flat
level.
Yeah, you're just flat. And like some people maybe need that. I definitely needed that to get through school. I was failing literally 4th grade. The fact if you're failing 4th grade means that there's something going wrong.
Red flag.
Yeah. So I literally needed that. But when I hit 25, I just like I when I got off it, I figured out ways like, okay, like I can like get my work done. I can do things that like I need to get done. I can like focus. I can set an alarm. I can do this. I can do that, and just like be super anal about that stuff.
Yeah.
But like, like when I was still on it, like I would wake up 7:45 in the morning, immediately out of bed, like literally do the exact same thing, sit on the ground with the heater on, turn on the Today Show. Like it was like a legitimate routine.
That's crazy.
It was insane.
I've never had that, especially with training and bartending.
Same.
Well, yeah.
Like, there's days that I train a client at 5 and I wake up at like 4:55 with an alarm like,
You wake up at 4:55 and go to work at 5?
online client.
Oh yeah.
No. No.
And so within 5 minutes, I like close my eyes. I just like, all right, 1, 2, 3. Good morning, how you doing, brother? Ready to go? Like, let's
kill
work
myself.
out today. Let's fucking go.
Absolutely die.
And
Oh,
then
I would
I have
die.
the workouts planned the day before. So like all I know is like, okay, the workouts are planned based on their goals and what their prior workouts were. All you need to do is explain the workout and how to do it. And half the time they know half the movements, more than half the movements. Like we've worked out for a long time. So I only need to describe 1 or 2 movements. And besides that, it's pure motivation and explaining that and keeping the time.
I don't know if I could have a trainer online.
Oh my god, I did it one time with Nate.
How
She
was
liked it. It was okay.
I liked it. It was really hard. It was really hard.
Do you like ask people to like set their camera up in different spots so you can see their
Kind of,
form?
but
Yeah.
I also they give me the equipment they have at home.
Like the day before.
Yeah, and so like
You're like, here's a panoramic picture of my gym.
because at the
What
end of
am
the
I doing?
day,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, like a kettlebell's a weight, a dumbbell's a weight. Every weight could be
You can use in different ways.
used in different ways to work each part of the body. And so like some ways are harder than others, but at the end of the day, if you want to work legs, you could still work legs. If you want to hit arms, you could still hit arms. If you want to do a circuit, you could still hit a circuit in certain ways, you know? And so
Adapting.
it's adapting to it. But if you've been training enough, you know, you just need to understand that movement.
Yeah.
And the biggest thing was training with Hunter, and he would use like weird things. Like, so like for a certain machine, a certain movement, he would use a different piece of equipment that was meant for like pulling when we're going to do pushing. I'm like,
I hate
how does
pushing.
that make sense? And then it doesn't matter about the equipment. It doesn't say that you couldn't use it in a different way.
Yeah.
Gym industry or whatever just says, oh, you only could use this for this.
Right, because
So
that's
they
how
can
they
make
sell
money.
more equipment.
Yeah.
When in reality, you could use the same thing for like 20 things.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
You
that's
just
really it.
change the direction you're sitting or using it, and it's a whole different movement.
Yeah, I think in college, I made this rule that everything that you need should be in a 2-mile radius of where you live, and then you save so much money on your time.
True.
So it's like I drive everywhere.
God, I drive so much.
On like 2 miles, try like 200 miles.
Yeah, you drive a lot for your job too.
You drive a
Yeah.
lot.
And
too.
so
Fresno.
I was like,
You drive a
and
lot.
at every place that I lived, my job's always been within a 2-mile radius.
Right
most
now.
times. Yeah, right
Your
now
job
too.
is literally like
quarter
90
mile away.
feet away.
Yeah, I know. And at UCLA, like it was a running distance or a biking distance away. And like
Never had
the
that
bar
luxury.
was only like 5-10 minute drive away. And then I made one mistake of getting a bartending job an hour away downtown, and it was like sometimes an hour and a half back. I was like, fuck this shit. I lasted 3 months.
I can't do this. I literally drive
So this is like every day.
all the time.
All I do is drive.
All the time
All
I
I
do is
do.
drive.
There's one thing beneficial about driving. You get to catch up with people, and you can learn some shit.
Oh,
yeah.
I just jam out to music. I'm like,
I
Do you
see. I
really?
don't do music.
musicals. Oh,
Music.
musicals are like my go-to.
Musicals.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
High School Musical?
No, like
what musical?
Wicked.
Oh my god, I love
Evan
Wicked.
Hansen.
Really?
Ew, I don't
Oh,
like that one.
You're a theater
Ren.
guy?
What?
Oh, you're a New
He's
Yorker. I
gay.
forgot.
Yes, anything. Moulin Rouge. Oh, I'm screaming in my
I did
car.
Wicked a lot. I love Wicked. Marin and I went to in New York and we saw.
Should we see it play live?
I go all the time.
Oh my
Do you
god,
know
yes.
At the Pantages, yes, I
Oh, the
do.
Pantages
you
is
really?
so good.
I go every time
Never
there's a new
been.
show.
Really?
Yes.
I've never been.
To
We'll go.
Pantages?
We have to go.
Because it's a national tour, so it's like good quality.
It's good stuff. It's good
Really
stuff.
good. This
It's
year,
like Chicago.
Wicked's coming this year. Hamilton's coming this year.
We should go see Hamilton.
Oh, yeah. My friend's in it. We'll
We're
go see
going.
her.
Oh my gosh, we're going.
I saw her in Moulin Rouge, so we'll go see her in Wicked.
See, I would rock. I literally tried music, like doing Broadway. I'm a terrible dancer, so it didn't work out.
Okay, pause. I don't think you're a terrible dancer.
No, like my
Pause.
mom is a professional ballerina, and my mom literally said I look like a monster.
Sure, but I feel like you don't try.
Oh, Nate, I tried really hard with ballet.
Like, can we take a dance
Really?
class?
Like the JoJo Siwa. Like
I don't even know what that
Carmeza.
is.
Karma's a bitch.
Like, Jason will take it with us.
No, like I'll do
Yeah.
it, but like I won't be good.
Why do you say
I won't
that?
either.
No, because like I don't have rhythm.
You do have rhythm. You,
With musical instruments,
Yeah.
I do. But with this body,
The same
like
thing. Same
it's
thing.
just like I'm too stiff. Like
that was pretty good.
no, you've seen my hips. Like they are fused together. So like moving my hips, like I can't twerk. I have cousins who can twerk and they can twerk really
yeah,
well.
it's because you pretend that you're bad.
Okay, we're going to a dance class and we'll film the dance class and then we'll put it
We'll
online.
post it.
We'll post it online so people can see.
Like, my ex-girlfriend always said she was
Who
bad at
catches on
singing.
quickest?
What she said she was always bad at singing and then purposely sing extremely bad.
okay, but like
That's
no.
what you do.
No, like I try to dance. Like there's sometimes like where I'm like on the dance floor and I'm like let me just like get loose. And it just like doesn't.
She never gets loose.
No, I
You
can't.
have
Still
hips.
tight.
I'm very tight. Like I try so hard, and my mom literally wanted me to be like such a good ballerina, and that's like what you need to be like on Broadway. Like you need to know ballet, you need to know jazz, and you need to know some like
Yeah, your mom thought you were Stacy, but a teenage boy.
yeah. Like my mom like wanted me
Like,
to
I
be
think my hips might be
Stacey.
more open than yours.
Oh,
100%.
You're really flexible. You're
I can't
really
even touch my
flexible.
toes. Like that's the problem.
Stuff.
And so that's where no
You just
like
gotta
gotta
work on it.
stretch.
You just gotta work on it.
I don't have time to like stretch.
You do.
10 minutes a day.
Yeah.
Okay, like my cousin Emma, who's like my bestie, like she stretches I think every night.
Yeah.
And we were on a cruise, and
She's stretching on the floor of the cruise.
Mind you, the boat is like going back and forth, and she's like, "Hey, Star, I'm just really tight right now. Can you just like loosen me up?" She's like, "Here's my legs," and I'm like,
They're,
"We're
like, upside
literally
down.
going side to side right now. I'm going to vomit," and she's like, "Just give me a good stretch," and I was like.
You're like,
I was literally like that. I was like, this sucks. Like, I'm like, this is terrible. And she's like, I stretch every night. I can't miss a stretch.
I didn't realize you just started stretching.
yeah.
Why?
Because we stretch at
Helix. Yeah, we do like a little recovery at the end. It's like a 5-minute stretch. And then it's not that deep. But Jason was like, that's the most stretching I've ever done. I was
Most.
like, what?
I used to
need
just like warm up, do a couple flips, and then start training.
Where do you, like, how do you stretch? Like, you stretch at home?
No. Yeah. I don't know.
Where
at the
would
gym.
you stretch?
I'm at the gym
Jason
almost
used
every
to thought
day.
me and Kev were so weird. Like, because like middle of talking, we'll just be on the ground stretching.
See,
But now
that's
it's
weird.
me.
Okay,
No, but now
wait,
it's me.
wait.
Now I'm like, oh, my
That
hips.
is weird. When we're having a conversation and someone just drops down on the floor and starts doing the splits, I'm like, what? How did that get there? That happened recently to us. Do you remember?
What?
We were at someone's house and like there was a guy who was just mid stretch.
Yeah. Ugh.
I was like, I can't.
Don't get me started on that one.
I guess it's not socially acceptable.
Whoa,
What,
tongue twister.
stretching?
Well, yeah, you're not gonna be
We're
at like
just
a house
talking.
party, everyone in a split.
That's literally.
Everyone drop into a split.
I don't know. I feel like in like Santa Monica, Venice area, I think everyone does that.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
well, that's because everyone's weird that lives there.
They're a little
Okay.
bit different.
A little bit
I
different.
love my West Side folks. I was part of it.
Okay.
And you're a little weird.
I literally live in the suburbs in the country where like Trump flags fly and like
No one's stretching at
no
parties.
one's stretching. Absolutely, there's
I
zero
stretch.
stretching. But you don't.
It feels
live
good, though.
there.
True.
What are your stretches?
Whatever we do at Helix
That's it?
at home.
Toe
Sitting on your
touches.
feet, touch your toes.
Yeah.
Little lunge.
The little,
World's greatest stretch.
Little like right leg up, left leg back.
World's greatest stretch. That's what it is.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, it opens up your hips.
Yeah.
I need to do more stretches.
You
by
need
the
to
way.
open your hips.
I literally like don't know if they.
Sometimes I
know
think
when
Story
to open.
exaggerates when we stretch. She starts screaming, and I'm like, did I hurt her?
No, literally, like I am just not that flexible. And Nate's like, just like let's just go one more. Like let's just get deeper really quick. And I'm like, I will die. Like my hamstring.
I think you
will
had to just
snap.
like let it happen though.
My buddy used to work
I
at
try to
Stretch
breathe it
Lab,
out.
and he would just like stretch the person in like a split, but like force it, you know. And the guy who was a bodybuilder, and so it was pretty tight. And so the bodybuilder's like, keep going. He's like, I don't know, bro, it's pretty tight. He's like, keep going. Like I don't feel anything. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. And then you just hear a snap.
That would be me.
His hamstring snapped.
See, that would be
He
me.
snapped his hamstring.
Yep.
How do you even fix that?
Surgery
Yeah.
You like sew it up.
to reattach it.
Reattach it. And I was just like, how are you gonna let someone stretch you to the point where like
You ripped.
your hamstring just snaps?
Because people are insane. No, I wouldn't even let you get
Pain tolerance. Pain
No, I have
tolerance.
zero. That's where like I could never have a child inside me at all. No way.
No.
Not coming out of me. I'm too much of a pussy.
What's the hardest physical thing you guys done?
hardest physical thing?
Jason saw mine.
The hardest? Oh.
It's a good question.
We're talking physically.
Yeah, physically.
Like straight up physical.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The burpee challenge.
You think that was the hardest thing?
Yeah.
That's probably the hardest thing, yeah. But I
Really?
never did that.
Yeah.
Jason's auditioning for this show, and he had to do a fuck ton of burpees.
A lot of
and
burpees.
we
A lot of
recorded it
burpees.
3
I've
times.
never seen so many burpees in my format.
And they weren't even good.
The hardest thing I have ever done, I don't know what that would be. Flying on an airplane?
No, that's not physically difficult.
It's physically difficult for me
No, it's not.
to
Nathan.
get
No.
on the airplane.
I don't. Now I'm thinking
I
like
don't know what would be physically the hardest thing I've ever done.
I haven't cried in so long, and Jason saw me running my ultra marathon.
I saw you cry twice recently.
I know.
Your weightlifting meet and your marathon. I'm
Oh, I
like,
know.
damn, he's soft.
I haven't cried in so long, and
And
those
you
were the
cried.
two things.
I don't really cry either.
I cried at my grandpa's funeral, but
As you should.
yeah, that was sad.
I hate crying though.
That's terrible. I just drink water and it makes it stop.
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
The heart. If you drink, okay. If someone is,
Huh?
if someone is
Jason's
crying,
like, did I hear that correctly?
yes, you did. If someone is crying, basically give them water because it's impossible to cry while you're drinking water. You'll stop crying. Do you want to test that theory?
No.
Snort some more smelling salts and we will test it right now.
No, I already cried today.
But like literally, that is like a key. Like my mom
Water.
used to work at this one facility, and like one of the nurses like kept crying all the time, and so my mom would just be like, "Here you go. Oh, just keep."
So is that what you do
just
with
keep
kids? Just be like, drink it.
I mean, kind of.
If you
Like-
have to.
Like if you have to, but like.
I do
okay,
see that.
The physical. The
Good thing
most
we're not having
physical
kids anytime
thing-
soon.
The most physical thing. Let me think. I don't know. Like the half marathon was hard, but like it wasn't that hard because it was fun. I don't.
Like the burpee's so much harder than ninja. Like ninja's like quick, and you don't even know it's hard when you're
I
doing
think
it.
the
Ninja's more
workout we did.
skillful.
The workout we did 2 days ago, that was pretty challenging.
Is up there?
That was up there for me.
I mean, every Nate workout is up there.
Up there.
This is
It's
so
like I'm like
hard.
it can't get harder, and then I do one, and I'm like that's harder than the
But
last.
like like it's like during the moment, like it's just like gosh, this is hard, and then literally
What?
the next
Only gosh,
day.
it's hard. Girl, you should. You have to tell me like 4 times. Jason, get up.
Are
Jason.
you crying?
Jason.
Do you cry?
Jason. No, I don't cry, but
cry.
I don't move.
The owner of Nomad just looks at Jason and smiles like, Jason's like, don't do that.
I'll
Don't
be
do
like,
that.
I'll be like, stop looking at me.
Don't make eye contact.
No. He'll be like, okay, we're good to go. Like your time's up. Jason. No, Jason, get up. Jason, come on. And I'm just like this.
I feel like I'm nice about it.
You are, but it takes like 4 or 5 times of you saying Jason for me to even move.
See, like when I'm at the workout, I'm like, I am focused and I want to like
Yeah,
get this crap done.
Yeah, both of you guys. I feel like training, like, I was like, why hire a trainer if you can't, the purpose of it's to push you further than what you would not do by yourself.
Oh,
or
yeah.
would do by yourself. Like, why have a trainer then?
Yeah. Oh, you
Yes.
push.
I'm just like, come on, let's go.
Yeah,
Let's do the thing.
Yeah.
100%. Like, yeah, I don't have time for
It's like I look forward to the workouts, but I also dread going to that gym.
I love it, actually.
I'm like, I'm going to leave here today ruined.
Story loves it.
I do love it.
Do you?
Yeah.
It's like I get my anger out that way. Like, I used to do, like, in Miami, when I lived in Miami, I used to do, like...
Rumble?
Muay Thai or what?
Muay Thai?
Muay Thai.
Muay Thai.
Don't disrespect Muay Thai like that.
So I used to do that. And I worked out at the UFC gym.
I could totally see that.
I know.
We all can't talk right now.
I literally used to work out. We're tired. Okay, so
A lot of running.
A lot of
9
running
miles,
today.
guys.
A lot of miles. So I used to work out there
I
like
can't believe we did 9.
I can't either. That's crazy.
That's only 4 less than the half.
I know, but like that was because it was an accident.
We
But
went
like
the wrong way.
I worked out Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 5 a.m. to 6 a.m.
You were 5 a.m.?
I was 5 a.m.er. I was different when I was in modeling.
Your build's different.
Oh, I was like hashtag
She
built
wasn't.
different all the way. No, it was different. Like I would work out,
She had
go
no
into the
builds.
sauna, and then I would like go out afterwards. Like go like hang out in Miami, like just do Miami stuff.
Yeah.
During the day?
And then at nighttime it would be a whole different. Like Stacy would come out at nighttime.
You'd like, wow.
Can you explain who Stacy is?
So Stacy is my alter ego, where basically I dress up super feminine.
She's a girl.
And it comes out full blown, and people are just like, "There's no way you're gay."
So,
and I'm
so
like,
technically, are you a lipstick lesbian?
"Oh yeah,
Yeah.
like fully lipstick."
Yeah. I just found out what that term was like a year ago.
It's only when you've only ever been with girls, right?
No.
No, that's like a gold star lesbian.
Gold star, yes.
I am a gold star lesbian.
Yeah?
Like I've never seen a penis, never touched a penis.
Okay, we have to discuss that.
I've only ever
We have to
kissed.
discuss that.
I've only ever kissed a boy, but like I've never like, never done that.
Okay, so like if you saw a penis, what do you think it would look like?
oh, you know, it's
Show
like,
us.
like these are the balls, and then it's like, or like it's like one eye, like because you got one hole, so it's like,
Why did you get into this?
like it's like that, like it's like that.
Because her
It's
description is
aggressive.
amazing.
It literally looks
They
like
kind of do, though. They kind of do.
You know an earthworm?
Yeah.
It resembles an earthworm.
It's that like worm from SpongeBob.
Yes! Oh my god,
But
yes!
you've never
like when
seen
they're
one.
in like Sandy's like running, she's like, let's go! like it's like
that's
that.
100% it.
Have you ever seen that? It's so good. I love
miss
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob.
Oh god. I
miss
was
it. My mom did not like me watching it, though.
why?
Because she knew it was like sexual
My
subliminally.
mom did
Was
not
it?
care.
Yes.
I feel like the stuff now is way more.
way worse, but
Like when what's that?
But
food,
back then
what's
it
that
was-
food show with like a hot dog and the buns?
oh,
Are you talking about oh my god.
What's it called?
Wait, are you talking about the rated like R movie with Seth?
Oh, that's
I'm thinking
that's
Could be.
what
I
is
was,
the movie?
I was like
It's
that.
like-
I was like that hot dog bun looks kind of hot right now.
Wait, the hot dog bun with the hot dog and he's like
Yes.
going in.
What is it called?
And there's the douche.
yeah. What's it called?
I can't think of it. Sausage Party.
Sausage Party.
Sausage Party. Is that rated R?
I think so.
I think
yeah.
it's like rated like X.
It has to
I
be.
don't
It's
know.
like straight up anime, like
Oh my
cartoon
gosh.
porn.
I loved it. And it's like they're like sauce. And they're like, oh my god, it's so good.
It's
That
crazy
was-
what people think of, and they turn them into animations.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Duncan Trussell one. What's it called? The one I put you and Myrna on.
Oh, I want to say it's like mythical worship.
That's definitely not it.
I don't know.
Well, it's a really good one.
It's really good.
It's really good. He's got a pointy hat.
Hmm.
And you get, it's like, basically if you're on shrooms
Or like Archer, or
Bob's Burgers even.
I don't even know what Bob's
I don't know what that
Burgers
is. I don't
You guys
watch.
don't know Bob's Burgers?
No.
I haven't watched TV in a very long time.
Gosh,
I
watch
need to
TV
catch
all
up.
the time.
I feel bad because like a lot of my clients are in the movie space, and I'm just like, I don't know that movie.
You even have friends who are in the movie space and
know.
or in TV space, and you're like, what?
Yeah, I can't believe you watched Avery's TV show.
Sugar's good. Sugar's good.
What's
It's
that?
a good one. It's this new TV show. Basically, it's Colin. I can never pronounce Colin's last name. Colin.
Sugar.
Yeah, it's called the TV show is called Sugar, and basically the premise of the show is the guy, the lead, is like this. He's like this detective, and he's trying to find this LA producer's like granddaughter, and it's like a really good show. And like Avery, who's a coach,
And Nomad.
a nomad, he's in it.
What?
And he was like the bartender.
he's the bartender.
Yeah.
He has a little like day player role. He's
and he
like,
has
"Hey."
good lines.
It's really good.
Yeah.
It was 10.
I
out of
didn't
10.
know that.
Yeah.
It's really good.
It just came out
But he filmed it like
2
years ago.
It's kind of cool to see like friends on TV though.
It's
Wild.
really fun.
Yeah. I'm just like, people from all over the world see it, especially commercials too.
It's a wild
Oh yeah,
experience.
like commercials, like that's like my bread and butter right now. But like my feet are in a movie.
Yeah.
So that's pretty nice.
Recently.
Your
Recently.
feet.
If
My
you guys want to
feet.
see Story's naked body,
Yeah, if you want to see my naked body, go watch Drive Away Dolls.
That's crazy.
I know. It was pretty wild.
what do you think parents say about that at a young age? Because for example, like Sydney Sweeney, how old was she when she was in Euphoria? Like 18,
I
20,
think, yeah. Well,
19.
I think she was like, 17 or 18. But they were all really young.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. So like me for modeling, like
Are you just desensitized to naked people?
I'm very desensitized to it.
I hate being naked.
Like for me,
Kinda love it.
I have no problem getting naked in front of people. Zero.
Yeah.
Like I don't care.
A lot of
But
models
that's-
are like that. A lot of models are
Because
like that.
like when you're in the modeling world, like literally you're like go, like you have to like strip and put on new clothes and like there's thousands of people in
It's like
front of
dancers too, though, right?
Yeah.
They go off stage and they just start changing.
Change, yeah.
you. You just have to like go quick. I don't know. That's like for me. Like I'm
You
very.
can't be like,
Don't look at me.
You don't have time.
Stop. Like I'm like no, I gotta go. So like for me, like I started that I started modeling literally like at 12, and then like got really serious 17.
what
18.
was the romance of modeling for you?
It was kind of okay. So modeling for me, the high fashion modeling aspect
Can you describe
tells
high
a
fashion?
story. Yeah, so high fashion basically is like your Chanel, your Louis Vuitton, where basically people
Like Victoria's Secret.
Victoria's Secret in the high fashion.
No, it's not.
That's like
fucked
high
up.
commercial.
Okay.
So, but I never wanted, like, my dream was not to be a Victoria's Secret angel. Like, because I just don't have that, like, sexy sex appeal to me. So, like, my dream was to, like, shoot for Chanel, shoot for Louis Vuitton, shoot for, like, those big campaigns, or shoot for, like, Vogue, or something like that, where it's, like, a really big campaign that tells a story through photos. Now, modeling has kind of just, like, died in the aspect of it's very, like, blah.
It's very print, right?
Very print, very commercial. Even like the big campaigns though, like they book movie stars. Like they don't like Zendaya is literally like every single
A lot of big actors are in
That's it now.
commercials now.
that's it. So like for me, like modeling was kind of like an entry point to get into acting. It was like a back door. I thought it was gonna be like a back door. I really did enjoy it.
I think that's what Ashton Kutcher used to say that all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm like so Ashton was like he was basically found like scouted found in a bar or something, and he was with Mother at like that the Mother agent he was with was called Mother, and they were based in St. Louis. And I actually like went like I loved Mother. I wanted to be with Mother. Like Mother was fantastic. Like I loved Mary Clark. Like I wanted to be with them. And so like Ashton, like when he like started, like she like kind of like guided him into his career. And so like I was like, oh, like I'll do that. And I mean, it kind of worked out because basically like without modeling, like I wouldn't have moved to LA. And so now that I'm in LA, like I'm like, okay, like I can really do acting and do all this. So like I do a lot of commercials, like a lot of commercials. I would love to be on TV though. And I have been on TV and like movies like back
Naked.
doorways. Like literally like I was like on like Sex Lives of College Girls, but like in the background, like on the soccer team, but like not having any lines. And then I was, you know, in Drive Away Dolls where I was like a body double, but like I didn't have any lines. And like my feet have like a huge, like they're literally like the ending of the movie.
Ooh.
Like these toes are, like these 10 toes
If you guys
are.
want to see Story's toes, go watch that movie.
Go watch it.
Easy.
I got good feet.
On my way.
But like literally like, so like that's where for me,
I
like,
don't get the feet
would-
thing. Do you get the feet thing?
I don't, but like,
What?
I get it maybe squishy fruit.
Huh? Squishing fruit.
So like if I
Ooh, like feeling it?
like
I
no
guess-
like imagine
What?
like putting your toes
Yeah,
in,
in a
like,
watermelon.
yeah like fruit and like squishing it.
That does sound good. Kind of.
I don't know how I feel about that.
But if I was gonna have an
Theoretically.
OnlyFans, if I was gonna have an OnlyFans account,
Do we have any fruit here?
we should try it.
Yeah, we'll try it after.
Oh my gosh.
There's this one
Squishing
one of my
fruit.
best friends in college. We were at a bar together, and one guy came up to her, and I think he was in frat. I think it was a dare, and he was like, "Can I lick your feet?" And she was like, "Sure."
Why
So
not?
at the bar, she takes off her shoe, takes off her sock, and then this guy just puts her whole foot in his mouth and just starts going at it. And I'm just like,
I was like, is this real?
"Is this real?" And she was like, "Well, I kind of like that. I was like, we're at a bar.
Some people enjoy their toes being licked. I don't.
Yeah. I mean, like, I love the feeling of when we're running, like, barefoot in the mountains and it's, like, wet texture, like, after a rain.
Yeah.
It feels so good.
I get that. Or, like...
I don't know how I feel about this.
I don't know, like I have like super OCD, so like for me, like anything wet or anything like I get weird. I need like lotion afterwards.
Oh hell no! I will not touch lotion.
Yeah, why don't you like lotion? I have this roommate too in college. She was like, I don't believe in lotion.
Disgusting thing ever.
He's like, I don't believe in lotion. And I was like, what do you mean you don't believe in lotion?
You feel what that feels like?
I love lotion.
My friends in college used to chase me around with
like
doesn't
your face hurt?
Wait, do you not
Sometimes,
put like face lotion on?
That's the only one I'll touch.
Okay.
It's like face lotion.
But how is that different from like body?
It's not.
Wait, you don't put
horrible.
lotion on your body?
No. I used to make my mom put it on for me.
And no wonder white cracks.
Yeah.
You don't wash your face though, so.
I know.
Bang, bang.
I put face lotion on though. My mom had.
Well, if you don't wash it, what's the point of putting face lotion on?
I like put water on it, and then I like. You know, I do this, and then I like.
I mean,
put
actually,
lotion
water's
on.
fine. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, so me and Story reconnected during Pride.
100%.
Last year. Do you know the story of how we met?
Do you know the story?
At the bar?
Yeah.
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 I was there.
No, you weren't.
No, but you told us about it.
Yeah.
We met you at the other.
We met.
at the
We
event.
met at the event.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that's when you guys met.
That's
Yeah.
when we met.
But we only said like hi.
Yeah, it was like very cash. He also was like at the other end of the table.
Yeah, like,
when we went to
weren't.
dinner.
We weren't near each other.
It's
But
crazy how
I sat
like,
next to Rob, who I
how
thought was homeless.
He gives homeless vibes.
I think the world's just so small because like there's certain like events in my life that like for example I was at a rooftop pool in Italy in a hostel and there was this girl who was best friends with this guy I went to high school with. And I was like, how does that work? And then so I met Story again.
We first met like right after COVID.
With masks on.
Yeah.
Like, I've never seen her face before. And I'm checking off checking off
Kids? What kids are you checking off?
I'm checking off clients at F45, and I'm going by. I was like, "Oh, is Story Shaffer here?" And she was like, "Here," and I was like, "Damn, that's a sick name." And that's the only thing that I remember. And I don't know if it was just that one class. I'm pretty sure it was just that one class.
Maybe.
And like these two girls walk in to my bar next door. Shouts out.
Like 3 years later.
3 years later, and I'm just like, I told my boss at the time, I was like, I think that girl's name's Story. And I was just like, what? I was like, I don't know. I think that's her name's Story.
Like, I'm feeling it.
And then she was like,
She's giving up Story vibes.
she was just like, okay, go say hi. I was like, all right. I was like, what's up, ladies? How you doing? Like, welcome to Bar Next Door. Like, here's our menu real quick. I'm so sorry. Like, is your name Story?
I literally thought I was famous.
Were you
for
shook?
5 seconds. No, I literally was like, oh my God, my 3,000 followers. I am famous.
Were you shook?
I was just more like, how does he know me?
And she was like, yeah. And I was like, oh, sick. I don't know how I know you.
That was like the weird part. Like when he goes like, I don't know how we know each other, but we know each other. I was like,
I was just like, I just
so
knew
then I
your
started
name.
spinning. I was
She's
just
like,
like,
are you an actor?
Yeah, I was like, well, maybe we've been on set before. Like, and he's like, no.
No.
And I was like, okay, like, do you do cater waitering? And he's like,
No.
nope. And then he was like, I'm like, unfortunately, that's all I do.
I was
so
like,
I
are you in the
know.
fitness world? She was like, no.
I was like, no. And then he's like, I said, I mean, like, we worked out a long time ago. And he was like, did you ever work out like F45? And I was like, yeah.
Studio City.
I was like, yeah. And then he goes like, and I was like, oh my God, Coach Nate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's how it happened.
that's how it happened.
I think I got really good follow-up skills though, because I literally hit her up like 6 weeks straight, like in a row.
You?
Oh, yeah.
To schedule.
You
like,
weren't answering?
No, because she was like, "Oh, I'd love to try out like a personal training session." I was
Yeah.
like, "Sick!" And so
Because I needed to get fit again.
I set this date up. She's like, "Oh, it's just not gonna work." Blah, blah, blah. So I was like, "Okay, I'll follow up next week." Didn't work again. Followed up the week after.
I was really, because I was literally, that was like the weeks and months that I was going filming that movie.
Did it again, and then she
Finally
just
got it.
like loved the workout. But the thing is,
You
I
loved it?
read this book at
I
the
did,
time.
actually.
I read this book at the time, and it was like, if it's always follow up until you get a strict no.
Nate
story
loves
never.
his books.
I never. Oh, he loves to
It's
read.
this story never. To be honest, I haven't read too much lately, but
That's okay.
Neither have we.
No, I don't. That was crazy, and that was like literally. I feel like every year I have a grandparent dying, but that was literally like 2 months after my grandma died, and I was like, oh my gosh, because I used to talk to my grandma all the time. She was like my bestie, and then I think my grandma was like, so I'm going to send you a an Asian man who will you can talk to him as much as you want to talk to him. He'll answer, and it'll be great for you. And I was just like, okay, grandma, like, thanks.
I'll take it.
I was like, thank you, Mimi. But like, literally, I think that's like, I always say like me, because his birthday is literally the day Mimi died.
yeah.
That's weird.
I'm like, that's weird.
That's full circle.
That's full circle. So I was like, this has to be Mimi working.
You're like, we're best friends now. It's
I was like,
over.
it's done. But like, that's literally like my mindset for that. Mimi sent me Nate. Because like, we literally lasted at Pride for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
At Pride? What Pride?
WeHo.
They were in WeHo at the same time you were. Like the time you posted the picture of you and Zoe, they were there as well.
Yeah, but we were having a miserable time. You were probably having a great time. Because
A
we didn't
blast.
know you. If we knew you,
You would have been there with us.
I would have had a blast. But the fact that, but it's a good thing we didn't, because then we would have met Nate, and then we would have met
But
you.
where did you meet him? At the bar?
At the bar next door. He never works on Sundays either.
I never work on Sundays.
Oh, I was
crazy.
not on Sunday. Only Friday, Saturday.
You didn't do Sunday, like
she
the
did
big
not.
parade day?
No.
Oh, okay. Maybe
Weekend
that's-
this year,
Yeah,
though.
I
Okay.
never work Sundays, and it was that day.
He is like, and we just walked in.
We can do Sunday this year.
I don't care which way we do. But
I'm
like,
only doing
in
one day.
me-
Saturday,
Yes.
Sunday. We can do
I
Saturday,
am
Sunday.
not doing multiple days.
I'm doing one day.
I might.
You're doing
Why?
every single day.
Do you like get like the wristband?
Jason's
and
a party
stuff?
girl.
No.
Like,
No.
no. See, I need to like, I can't do every day.
But it's just fun.
It's too many gay people for me.
It's a lot.
A lot of gays.
I'm like, whoa.
I'm like, Indiana.
Yeah. I was 21 when I went to my first Pride. I was working at CPK, and half my coworkers were gay guys. And I was like, they were like, you have to come out. And I'm like, all right. Sounds good. So the first spot we go to is the cowboy place with the Speedos.
Oh my gosh. wait,
Flaming Saddles.
Flaming
I miss that
Saddles.
place. It
I did
closed.
too.
It closed?
It closed
During
during
COVID.
COVID.
Yeah.
Never
It was
reopened.
so fun.
There's one in New York and it's
And
so
then
fun.
there was like way too many guys touching my ass, so I'm like, never coming again.
But this
Okay.
June, ladies and gents, this June, he'll be there.
We will all be out.
Yeah, Jason was like, you have to represent. I was
You
like,
have to be
Ally. Hashtag ally.
I got way too many gay
That's
friends.
that Vine.
Ally.
I feel like I
Ally.
have more gay friends than I have straight friends.
You
That's
really
tough
do.
to hear.
You really do, actually.
They're cooler though.
We're way more
I think
fun.
we just guys in LA.
That's true.
there's
There's
a
a lot of
gay
gays.
I
people.
can't think my spectrum of friends is like,
You have a very large spectrum of friends.
Yeah.
Since I offend most, literally
Don't.
have a, like, it's like a filter for me. Like, I start talking and then. the
Nate's
people-
hefty on the gays.
Yeah.
what's the characteristic of a good friend for you guys?
Someone who can tolerate me.
That's pretty simple.
That reliable.
Yeah.
I think reliability is the biggest one.
Reliability, tolerable, fun,
Fun's. Oh, I like to have fun.
match my energy.
If you can make me laugh, you're my friend probably.
Yeah.
I like to giggle.
And like also like just like I said, like if you aren't sucking my energy but giving me energy and we're both giving each
Yeah.
other energy, 100%.
Yeah.
But also, there's times where it's like one has more energy than the other, and that's okay too.
Yeah, it's like
I can't always be up.
no, but like sometimes I like literally am like sucked of my energy.
Yeah.
from
Do you ever
people.
feel like, okay, like I feel like we're like the same energy.
Yeah.
Do you ever feel like people in a room rely on your energy?
Yes.
But then when you don't have it, it's like no one can function.
it's like no one knows what's going on. The conversations are terrible.
I'm like,
and you're
listen, I
like,
can't
oh
be
my God.
on all the time.
I'm like, I can't perform.
No.
I'm like, this like can't
I'm
happen.
tired.
I know. I'm like,
I'm tired. I'm sleepy.
I had a bad day at work.
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
Sue me.
it's exhausting.
That's the worst.
It's really terrible.
Yeah, I feel like that's why I get annoyed really easily now. It's like if I don't get along with you, I just don't want to hang out.
Oh, same.
Well, I just like offend everyone.
Well,
so like just
And
like,
usually
they
get
don't
like
think-
one try, and if that try's bad, I'm like, you're done.
Yeah, it gets slimmer
Yeah.
and slimmer, especially the busier my schedule gets. I was like, I don't have time for you.
We're just also too old for that.
I don't have time.
I'm like, I don't need to trial new friends. I have enough.
No, or it's just like again, like I offend most people, and the people who I don't offend.
You sound
and-
so proud when you say that.
It's not that I'm proud of it. It's just like it's a easy like friend eliminator.
Okay.
But you also just know it's you at this point. So
Like
you're
it's just me.
confident in
Like
that.
I'm just like, if I offend you, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna be unapologetic. Me.
One thing that it's so dope is that you are fully unapologetically yourself.
To a problem.
Yeah.
Like my mom goes, store. My mom calls me boobs, but like she.
Why does she call you boobs?
Okay, so.
I'm
so
like, do you have a rack or
no,
what?
like literally, my mom used to call me boo boo, booba, and
Did
then
she teach you boobies? Like, is your first word like you taught
No.
baby?
no, but my mom literally like started
Boobies.
calling me like booba, boo boo, and then somehow it transferred to boobs, and then so now like everywhere we go, she's like, "Yo, boobs," and I'm just like, "Stop!"
You're like,
we're-
Mom, not in public.
I'm like, "Stop! We're in public. Like, calm down." I'm like, "I'm coming," but like no. So like she basically like calls me boobs, and she's like, "Boobs. Sometimes like you need like you can't be so honest." She's like, "You're going to offend everyone."
Yeah.
I was like, "What's wrong with being honest? I thought that's what we're supposed to do."
do.
And she was like, "No, like boobs, like sometimes you just have to go, like you just have to nod."
Yeah.
And I'm like, I can't do that. Like physically, me doing that would be like me not being true to myself.
Yeah.
Because like if you're being an idiot, I'm gonna be like, you're an idiot. Or if I'm gonna be like, I hate something,
I hate it.
I hate it. Like I'm not
Sure.
gonna be like,
Yeah, that's different. You
Like
know
the-
who Robert Greene is? 42 Laws of Power?
No.
no.
No. Okay.
We didn't read that. We didn't read that book.
We didn't read that one.
So he did a lot of research and like basically most humans just like lie. But the only thing that doesn't lie is body language.
Yeah.
So there's
Oh, I don't hide shit on that.
so someone who's very educated on body language could tell if you're lying or not, just basically because they study human body language. Like you can't lie. You
Yeah.
know, when people lie, they usually tend to look up and to the left. And like if you're looking up to the left all the time, you're kind of lying. I mean, that's just what the body does, you know? And for someone to be totally honest all the time, like it's crazy.
That's a little wild.
Because everyone has like small white lies here and there. Like one thing that I'm self-aware of is I exaggerate a lot of things.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
For
yeah.
like a good story, you have to.
Yeah.
Nate exaggerates.
But it's true. All the things are true except
just-
So do I, though.
You
Just
just
slightly
give it
further.
like a little like.
But then I'll
flair.
get mad at myself because I'm like, damn, that made it sound way better than it actually was. But
Yeah.
then like they'll look at the stats and be like, we didn't run 35 miles.
Yeah.
Like we ran 9.
But it felt like 35.
Yeah.
Same,
And then,
though.
Today it felt like 40.
it did feel like a long way. I was kind of like, this is still going.
I was like, wow. And I didn't have my poles.
You're kind of struggling.
I was
You're
struggling
struggling.
because like we had 2-day workout, and then like my ass is on fire. Myrna's using my poles, and I didn't have my poles, and so I'm poleless.
I look back and Lori's just behind Myrna looking down, and I'm just like, she's kind of struggling.
I was just like,
I'm like, she
I was
needs her
holding
poles.
on to Myrna. I was like, just go, and like that's like where I was like, I need my poles.
Yeah.
Like the poles, like game changer.
Game
But yeah,
changer.
no, like I am unapologetically me, and that's where no, like I don't care if I offend you. If I
where you get in
offend you,
trouble.
but I do get in trouble. But like majority of the people who like that's like how I know like I'm with good people and good friends is because like they accept me for me and they're like, oh, that's just a story.
That's
She will-
true, though. No, that's
they're
true.
like,
Like,
she will offend you, but just like go with
Get
it.
with it.
Or tell her you offended. Like if people like literally tell me like, girl, you crossed a line, I'll be like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. Like
I didn't
let's
realize.
like I didn't realize it. Like let's talk about it. Like I really apologize. I'll be the first to apologize. But like
no one speaks up.
no one speaks up, or people are just like she's like too much.
I feel like a lot of people don't speak up.
No, I speak up. Though.
Yeah.
I do, too.
Like if something makes you feel uncomfortable, will you say it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's important.
I feel like it's just like if you don't, I'm like really big now on like setting boundaries and like because like my mom is
How
not.
do you set a boundary?
You
So like my
vocalize your
mom's
feelings.
not yeah, you vocalize your feelings. My mom is not great at setting boundaries. She's never been great at it her entire life. And so she didn't teach me properly how to set boundaries. And so like for me, like now as an adult, I'm like, oh, I have to do this. Like if I don't have boundaries at work, if I don't have boundaries here, like I will drown.
Boundaries are uncomfortable, though.
As your boss calls you at 3 a.m. to do shit.
Like I said, I'm not perfect. I'm still working on it.
It's true, though.
How is it being an executive, like personal assistant? Because I've known a couple people.
Yeah. No. Okay. So when I first started, I had no idea what I was doing.
Yeah.
And that was pretty scary. Now I feel like I have it so like dialed in that it's just like second nature. The only problem that like I have with it is this like it is like being like a surgeon. I'm a surgeon.
Jason's like, okay, Grey's Anatomy.
I'm like, can we explain that? 'Cause I'm
like
confused.
literally I'm on call 24/7.
Oh yeah, same.
And that's the problem. Like
Are you?
Yeah.
You're on call.
Like yeah, like in case there's like a surgery or something that happens like late at night.
Like when's the earliest surgery you've been in?
Yeah.
Or latest? 3 a.m. Have you been in the hospital at 3 a.m.? 4 a.m.?
That's so terrible.
Really?
1 a.m.
See, like at least I
11
can
p.m.
be like in my bed doing it.
Nope.
Like
Yeah.
I
don't
was
have to-
supposed to drive back on Easter Sunday actually
Oh god.
to
no.
cover surgeries in Ventura from San Diego.
I can't
in
believe you do
Ventura.
that.
But I was like, I told the surgeon, I was like, I'm with family in San Diego. Can we FaceTime? And she was like, yeah, that's so fine.
That's so fine.
Before we continue, this episode is brought to you by In Spirit Bitters. Be your own bartender at home and make yourself an old-fashioned, Manhattan, hot toddy, spicy margarita, and much more with your In Spirit Bitters. They have various flavor profiles ranging from holiday spiced to pineapple habanero. Just go to www.inspiritbitters.com and use code NBP for Nate Biltz Podcast for 15% off your next order.
She's my
Why
girl.
don't you like coworkers knowing about your ninja stuff?
Because I feel like it sets like an expectation out of someone.
Like where
What do you
people
mean?
are like perform.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like
get
it's
What,
like
you're just gonna swing from vine to vine in fucking hospital?
that. I mean,
okay.
Go.
So, and sometimes it's cool because like I'll go into work and be like, oh, we watched you last night on TV. And I'm like, oh, that's sick. But then other times it's like, it's nice not having your personal life at work.
I hate that. Yeah.
Because like everyone can so easily find like my social media and everything because of the show. It's like, I like the separation of work but like then when you walk in the hospital, everyone's like, what's up, ninja?
Yeah.
It's like, okay, like it makes me different. So it makes me memorable. So like that's also cool.
Yeah, I had those
when
perks.
when I first met Jason and we talked about ninja, I was fangirling hard because when I grew up in Fresno, I was obsessed with American Ninja Warrior. Like I remember like going up to every single show. I probably watched him.
probably did.
And like all these
That's
people
weird.
that I named, Jason's like, oh yeah, I know.
I'm like, oh, that's a homie.
yeah, we were
Yeah.
homies. We trained together. I was like, what? And so that's why how I was like, I have to have you on the podcast. I got to talk about it.
See,
And
I
it's, like,
remember.
cool.
I remember watching
double
Ninja
chin went
Warrior. So
I was like,
I mean,
No beard.
no beard.
no, like literally.
Naked mole rat.
So Ninja Warrior for me, I remember before it came to the United States.
Sasuke.
Yeah, it was Asian.
Yeah, it still is.
It was Asian.
It was Asian.
Still
and
show.
my uncle.
Oh, it's still show over there.
Sasuke, yeah.
Yeah, so like my uncle who has his two boys who came to like stay at my house during my grandpa's funeral. He was the one that like showed us it before it became popular, and I just remember crying. laughing because it was so funny watching these people like fall, like flip over. It was
thought
like
it was so cool.
Wipeout. It
Yeah.
was literally like Wipeout.
I thought it was
but
like real life superheroes.
now like the
I was like,
Americans made it that way.
I was like, humans could do that.
But like before it wasn't like that. Before
hurts.
it was like regular Joe Schmoes just
Yeah.
doing it, like
It's-
Wipeout.
Honestly, though, in the beginning of American Ninja Warrior, it was too.
Yeah.
But we've
was
gotten
what? It was
just like anybody who worked out could do it. But now it's become so like niche and like technical. Like nobody stands a chance unless
I
you're
can't
training
do
it.
it.
Unless you're training
Absolutely
40 hours
not.
a week. Like
I couldn't do it. There's no way. I don't even want to do it.
we'll take you to a gym.
You hate hanging.
I hate.
Oh,
hanging.
never mind then.
No, like
Hate
hanging is just like I hate it. Like it sucks. Like I can rock
Sorry,
climb.
even wears gloves now, bro.
No, you don't.
I hate the calluses. Look, these are so gross.
I try to make them. I tell my guy clients, I was like, I'm telling you, bro, like straight guys. I was like, girls love calluses. And they're like, really? I was like, no.
No,
No,
they're rough.
it's so gross.
I love
like,
them.
I don't have them anymore.
why do you like Like that's so gross to me.
I don't know. When I shake a hand and I like know that you have calluses, I'm like, you're a hard person.
Wait, time out. That's one thing. Okay, this is gonna sound so wild.
It's okay.
I have trouble with handshakes. Because
That's a good handshake.
no, but I'm not barely even squeezing.
What do you mean?
Squeeze
Like,
hard.
watch. Like I can squeeze hard,
yeah.
but I get nervous because I squeeze so hard and I don't know how hard I squeeze.
Why don't you just do like a quick like?
'Cause, like,
soft.
In the men's world, it's like
Oh, it's like
you
how
have-
hard you squeeze.
it's how much someone's gonna respect you.
Yeah.
That is
Boy
so
Scouts.
gay.
Boy Scouts. Learn in Boy Scouts.
But I
and in
never
Boy
used to
Scouts, you
shake
shake
hand
with your
time.
left hand.
Did
Why
you?
would you shake
I don't
with
remember
your
that.
left hand?
You don't remember that?
No.
I wasn't
Boy
in
Scouts,
Boy
left-hand
Scouts.
handshake.
No.
I wasn't allowed.
I hated Boy Scouts. I used to hide in my tent.
I did brownies and then I got out.
Yeah, so in the men's world these days, like your handshake justifies like how manly you are. Like you have to stand. Like if you're gonna shake a man's hand, you have to stand up and you shake a hand, and it has to
Look
be
'em in the
firm. You have to look him in the eye, and
And
like
your hand can't be sweaty.
yeah, like you have like it's like a whole process of
Myrna would
shaking
fail.
hands. It's a
Why are
whole
you adding Myrna's
process.
sweaty hands?
It's a whole process.
she would fail. So bad.
So it's like I don't know how hard to squeeze because like obviously rock climbing and ninja, like my hands are strong.
Sometimes I get mad. Like when
Is it
someone's
all hands?
Yes.
Forearms.
Hands and forearms.
Absolutely.
Like you're
not.
just hanging from your fingertips.
And Jason got really good grip strength. Because he's hanging all the time for ninja.
You just hang.
I couldn't do that.
You could.
No, I literally can't. Like, I can't even like hang and then like put my knees to my like get my butt up. Like,
Do
I
you
can't
do
that.
knees to chest?
Oh, she's getting there.
Not fast.
She would die if she saw my workouts.
Oh, probably.
They're similar.
Like toes to bar.
I can't do
yeah.
like that
Straight
stuff
legged.
though.
So like all this stuff that you do, it's just like the less progressive level.
yeah.
It's the same thing though.
Yeah.
It's just as hard.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it's not. Yours is probably harder.
It is.
I do 90-pound squat.
That's okay.
Mm.
It's ratios.
Honestly, 245 is so good, bro. When I saw that, I was like, that's
It
crazy.
was weird. I've never done anything.
That
like
was like when like Jason like came and like lifted like the 300
And
like
15
whatever.
pounds?
Yeah,
was like,
deadlift.
oh,
and he
that's
was
pretty
and he's
good.
like in his like off-white shoes. He's like, how heavy is this? And he's
Okay,
just, like,
why do you like Nike so much?
it just looks dope.
the pink or the orange tags?
How would you? Yeah, I don't get it.
I don't get that.
I don't get the
It
off
looks
white.
sick.
What's with the orange tag? Everyone's obsessing over fucking orange
looks
tag.
sick.
I would throw that
How
shit away.
does that look sick?
How
Like,
does that look sick?
It looks like undone.
I was
or-
like Virgil Abloh. What's his name? The guy who started off white.
Oh, I don't even
I
know.
don't know.
I hate you guys. How are you gonna wear off white and don't know who started off white?
I just like
I have no idea. I don't
just
wear
like the
it.
streetwear vibes.
Streetwear.
I like wear Target graphic tees and
I should probably start doing that. I shop way too
Someone wore
much.
this shirt. She was like, "Yeah, I wore this in like 7th grade."
I literally like my pajama shirts are from 5th grade.
And with
Why do
Nate
you have
working
that?
me out, now I have
Why
to
do
get
you
bigger
have that?
sizes.
Oh yeah,
I
his shirts
do.
are tight.
My shirt, yeah, I get that.
I don't like mediums anymore. It's just like
No,
this is my
yes.
armpit.
Or like back here, it's like stretching, and I'm like, oh,
You're getting
it
back,
hurts.
bro. You're getting back.
Hurts.
Yeah, see, the reason why I keep the shirts is because I like the way the necks are.
Ugh.
I like a
You're
tight
psycho
neck.
with the neck.
I love.
Why don't you
tight
just wear a
neck.
choker?
How is the choker gonna help me with the tight neck?
It's a tight neck.
It's a tight neck. You can't get any tighter.
I hate
Are you talking about like a choker, like a
that's not bugging me right now.
Yeah.
Like your
Oh.
hood is so high. Like I'd have to keep pulling it down like here. Like it has to be down.
Oh no, I like that. And like this shirt is super tight. Like
I would
you see,
lose
like
my
okay, so
mind.
like Nate's is like not tight enough. Yours is like hello.
Has
Like,
to be.
no.
Like this, I need breathing space.
I can't. I need to like feel suffocated, and that does not enter the bedroom. It's just literally how the
Clothing.
shirt is.
It's just clothing.
It's just clothing.
What does fashion do for you guys? Are you like fashion people? Like when you go out, do you like expressing yourself
Yeah.
through
That's
the
new
clothes
though.
you wear?
New.
I don't really care. Except like my funeral fit for my grandpa's funeral was fire.
Dress?
No.
Suit.
It wasn't even a suit. It was like these dress plaid pants that were black. It was a black button up and a black sweater. And then I had my pearl. It's like every birthday, my mom adds a pearl to my pearl necklace. She started this like when I was 1 year
That's
old.
adorable.
Yeah, so I wore it was pretty fire. And so I wore this like my pearls like, and it just, I usually have like 4
I
necklaces.
kind of want to rock a pearl necklace.
Oh,
I
like,
haven't rocked one in a minute.
it was really
Oh, you
awesome.
rock it.
I
You
used
rock
to.
it.
I don't have one anymore. That's like
Jason
yeah.
wears a see-through shirt and then a pearl necklace.
No, but
It's
see,
pretty
like,
epic, though.
I
He
didn't
wears like
even,
these off-white Air Force Ones, his cargo pants. He's like, how does he know me so well right now?
and then just like a beater, wife beater.
No, not beater. Nips out. Bro.
no. No, they were not. It was barely see-through.
But
Barely.
like
He knows exactly the outfit I'm
The black
talking
button
about.
up, which I don't know where it is anymore.
oh, Rob probably stole it.
Rob. Yeah, right. Rob would never wear something like that.
He did.
He literally did.
Oh, but he had a shirt underneath.
shirt
I
underneath.
don't put a shirt underneath. I let the
Oh,
skin show
You
through.
just let it go. Yeah, see, no, like the pearls were a thing for the outfit.
If you had to choose one outfit to wear every single day, what would it be?
Sweats and a hoodie.
What I'm wearing right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweats and a hoodie.
Sweats and hoodie.
A baggy hoodie, baggy sweats.
Some people like to get dressed up. Like my mom. No, my mom would probably wear her Lululemon pants and like a Lululemon top.
Well, I like to get dressed up if I'm going to like somewhere you have to be dressed up.
Yeah, if I'm going somewhere to get dressed up, sure. I still don't even like getting dressed up because I hate the fact that it's like to get dressed like to super fancy like females like it's like oh like you have to wear a dress. No, I'll only wear a dress if I'm being paid.
You rock the suit on Valentine's Day.
I do. I like suits like but like good like where it's still kind of feminine and like it's like a androgynous type vibe.
Is that the first time we hung out? For real?
Yeah, with Valentine's Day.
And then we went to a tea show. It was a whole thing.
It was a whole day.
Went to where?
La Tea.
No, teas.
Oh,
Teas show.
teas.
Tea show.
What's that?
The
Burlesque show?
where we went.
Oh, the teas.
Jason was like, it wasn't that good.
Jason's like unmemorable.
It's pretty bad, actually. I'm like,
There's just so many shows in LA that are good.
are we hitting the 7 or the 8? We're not sure.
What
we weren't
count
sure.
are we on?
No one knew.
Yeah, it was tricky, but it was still good.
Yeah.
Like the
White Claws were really good.
oh gosh, those were really
You know
good.
so much about dancing and gymnastics, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm just surprised you're not like one.
No.
You could be a dancer.
If I trained, I think.
I couldn't.
Give it a couple years, yeah.
Would you want to?
No.
No. Why not?
Not at all.
What do you want to do?
Yeah, what do you want to do?
I don't know.
You haven't figured it out yet.
Because
No.
you kind of don't love your job.
The 9 to 5 is tough.
It's tough.
It's really tough.
How's it tough?
It's just like, we're talking about like being unapologetically you. Mm-hmm. It's like, I feel like you can't do that in a 9 to 5.
No.
You have to fit status quo. And like, have to walk in a hospital in a certain manner, in a professional way, and be on meetings in a professional way, in a professional call. And like, it's just not me.
No, I get that.
Like, I just want to be me.
I get that. See, like I would want to do acting, and I would want to do music, and then like management and stuff like that.
Yeah. I would like to do like probably more TV. I would love to do more reality shows.
What do you like about reality TV?
It's just fun.
Oh my gosh.
I just don't get it.
The real world.
It's exhilarating. It's like,
I just don't get it because, like, no way this is real.
It is okay. So like
But
there,
it is.
It is like there are like the producers like sometimes do like give like do this, do that, but majority of it is
like
just
real.
like
It's
real
like-
people.
How do you document it with cameras on, though? Like, how can you be real with cameras on you?
because from
You forget about
yes,
it sometimes.
Yes. All my friends who have been on like shows that are like long, they're like, yeah, like the first couple days, it's like a little weird because there's cameras in your faces, but like you're on it for so long, it just becomes normal.
Like you just forget.
You just forget.
Like
You
Big
just live your
Brother,
life.
Big Brother, there are no cameras. I mean, the cameras
Yeah.
are like hidden.
So I found out Big Brother also never runs, like the producers never interject. They're
at
fully
all.
on their own.
So
yeah.
it's fully real.
Fully real. You're just living in a house with other people
This
and they
girl
just record
who
it.
was actually on this podcast, who was on Big Brother last season, I bartended with her, and I was just like, this is crazy. Because, like,
Oh, yeah.
I remember in high school, my girlfriend I was dating at the time, her favorite show was Big Brother. I was like, this is crazy. Like, I had a coworker who's on Big Brother, and everything's just intertwined now. Like, everyone
yeah.
knows everyone, and who knows everyone who knows everyone. And I'm just like, I kind of don't like that.
Yeah.
You're like, keep it separate, please.
Is LA like the long term for you guys? Like, I like it. I really love it. I love LA.
Yeah.
Like,
I love California.
but
don't
LA,
know.
the way I do LA is like not how most people do LA.
Yeah, no.
Like, I'm in mountains and like,
See, I love California for the aspect of like how beautiful the state is. I don't like the people though sometimes. Like
Yeah.
I hate the
Well,
homeless.
I wouldn't be in LA if it wasn't for my lousy ex. So like, kudos to him. But
I see. I love
I don't know.
California. Like I
You
love
know?
LA and the aspect of like what it gives you.
like, I wouldn't have been here without
like,
him.
can you
so-
do acting and stuff outside LA now?
New York,
Atlanta,
Atlanta,
Yeah.
Chicago.
Austin?
No,
Ish? No, not
I
really.
heard a lot of places going in Austin, and our places being
but like
built in
not.
Vegas.
It's not like ready yet.
It's
like,
not ready yet?
No, and like LA will always be the hot spot for auditions. Like all the casting directors live here. Mm-hmm. So like, I mean,
Do you think it's going to continue to stay here?
yeah. Like
Yeah.
I'll obviously venture out, but like majority of like auditions and everything is self tapes now, so you can be anywhere technically.
Do you like self tapes versus in person? Because some people love self tapes.
Okay, so here's the thing for me. My personality shows like strongly in person. On a self tape.
When Story walks in the room,
Oh yeah. Like if you give
I
me,
am felt.
Yes. You get me in front of people, like, great.
Yeah.
But the self-tape, though, like, it doesn't really, like...
Show you.
You can't show your personality. Everyone's like, show your personality in self-tape. I'm like...
How?
Hi, my name is Story Shaffer. Here are my hands.
Here are my
Like,
feet.
Hands?
that's it. Like, you have to show your hands and stuff.
Oh, for hand modeling or something.
No,
like
for
that.
like anything. Because some, like, I think it was a long time ago, this guy for Burger King, he like didn't have like 2 of his fingers.
You're right, this is real.
And they did, yeah, this is real.
And they didn't know.
And they didn't know.
And they hired him.
And they hired him, and he had no fingers. So he looked like this. And when he was like eating the burger, he was like missing fingers.
And
so
they're like,
now
"Oh, shit."
everyone goes, please show your hands. So you go, hi. And you're like,
You do that for almost every self-tape?
Yeah.
What
Like,
about toes?
almost
Do they
every
do
se-
toes?
No, they want to see a full body. So sometimes I slip in my toes.
You're like, look at these bad boys.
I'm like, these are famous. Like, but yeah, no. So like, I think LA definitely like would be. I don't know. I would want to have a house here and a house.
Oh, you got money.
I would.
Because I can't even afford 1 home. Never mind 2.
Yeah, maybe you stop going out every Friday, Saturday.
Oh. That was low.
But see, I got a house in Palmdale, which is
I would
farther
have
out
money,
in the
though.
suburbs.
I would have more money.
I mean,
It's expensive to live here.
it's expensive.
Like, so like when I'm
Yeah.
bartending at these bars, and I'm just like, oh, that would be $32 for a margarita. I'm just like, fuck.
yeah.
Like,
A smoothie's like $15.
I know it's really expensive here. So that's where like out where I live, things are expensive, but it's like not
not that bad.
Not that bad.
like I went home and I went to a sushi bar in my hometown.
Sushi sounds really good right now.
We can order it after.
I think so. 'Cause I'm
And I was like,
hungry
can I
again.
get a martini, please? And they're like, yeah, that'd be $12.
And you're like,
I was like, excuse me? I was
You're
like,
like,
Kettle,
are you sure?
I was like, Kettle One martini, please. And like, I charged like $30 for a
Yeah.
Kettle One martini in LA. I was like, $12? Yeah, extra tip, $20.
I know.
Here you go.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is crazy. It's not that far. It's 3 hours away.
Literally.
Yes.
3 fucking hours.
Exactly. That's my point. Like LA, everything is so expensive here, but I think
But the thing
That's-
is, like, I think if you can make it in LA, you can make it anywhere.
100%.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And
It's like the end all be all of like.
And I just
Yeah.
don't get how people like live paycheck to paycheck. It scares me.
that's scary.
It scares me.
I couldn't do
Does
that.
that scare you?
I don't
When I first
define
moved
paycheck
here,
to paycheck.
like literally, you're not saving any money. It's just
Like you'll have one paycheck,
And then
it
it's
pays-
gone.
It's gone before.
Gone. Like it pays your bills.
Oh.
And
No, that's
there's
not me.
a ton of people who I used to know, who I used to hang out with at older jobs that I'm just like, why are you spending 4 days just chilling?
Like you could be working.
when I first moved
Yeah,
here,
you
I
could
had
have
4
another job.
jobs.
Yeah.
You could Uber.
I had 4 jobs.
Yeah.
Like it was insane. Like 4
Because
jobs.
Myrna made you. That wasn't my choice though.
I mean, true. But then like when I got my first job, I was like, I like actually having money.
Yeah,
like this
you're
is-
like, oh, money.
I'm like, here we go. I can go. Like my mom doesn't have to pay my rent anymore. Like
Super nice that your mom did that.
Yeah.
oh, it was really nice.
I just found out what a transplant was like a month ago.
That's me.
Yeah, I think that's me. No, I'm from California.
You're
Yeah,
from
but you're still a
California.
transplant. You're not an LA native.
Yeah, you're not like born in LA, Los Angeles County.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
You're a
What
transplant.
county is Fresno?
Fresno County.
Oh,
That's also a city and a state.
Sorry, it was like Wyoming.
Wyoming.
City.
That is not a city.
And it's crazy what people do for a living too. Like there's this guy who I had on the podcast. His name is George Ego.
Mm-hmm.
And he
Georgie.
and he used to be a writer for the show Mike and Molly. Do you remember it? No.
why does that sound? I know the name.
I think you know it. But basically this
You
one
Google
this one talent agency reached out to him to do his own show. And because he used to pitch it, he pitched it to them. It's called George Goes Everywhere. And so he basically goes to different states or anywhere in the world, or I'm pretty sure it's different states, and he only spends $100. $100, and how far he could stretch that $100, and it's a pretty popular like private show.
Yeah.
And he paid for it. And I was like, "You do that for a living?" He was like, "Yeah, just me and my videographer. We go plan it out. We break it down in $100, how far it can go, where we could stay, do this and that." Well, I was like,
Stay?
How do you stay for $100?
and then
Stay.
It's
stay.
probably like a motel.
Yeah.
Like
But you wouldn't even get that in LA for.
I think it's for a day.
$100.
Yeah, a day. And I was like, "Whoa, that's super cool."
You go to Erewhon, I mean, that's half your money.
no, all
if
of
not
it.
all of it. Yeah.
All of it.
I feel like normalized like a dinner out's like $100. Like, oh, it's cool.
That's
I took
like
my mom to Erewhon, and my
average.
mom was like, "What?"
Yeah, what are grocery stores like in Indiana?
Like in
What
Indiana.
was growing up like in Indiana?
Oh,
The only
God.
story that I knew about Indiana is like my mom's from Laos and she escaped during a communist regime. Mm-hmm. And they were at a camp in Indiana for a little bit, like a regime camp. That's all I know about
I
Indiana.
mean, yeah. So like Indiana is basically flat corn, and you got Indy 500. So like my family was.
Did you go to that?
Oh yeah, every year. I still go to it every year. Like I'm going to it this year.
I might have to go.
Is it fun?
It's so much
Are
fun.
we going to Indiana?
Yeah.
It's so much fun.
When is it?
It's May. It's like Sunday, the May after the 23rd. So 23rd, 24th, 25th.
I'm like, I'll be in
26th,
Minneapolis in June.
Oh.
That's not far though.
No, Minneapolis is like an hour and a half
I know.
flight. No, but so like the Indy 500 is so much fun. We have to go. So that was really it. Like you go to the Indy 500. My mom used to work like at the track. She ran like the hospital
What?
there for. So yeah, like my mom was in sales for like medical device sales, and she like dealt with the partnership for the Indianapolis 500 track and like Philips Healthcare basically. And
Philips.
so yeah, so
a big name.
Yeah, my mom used to work for Philips.
Just like I know what Phillips is.
It's a big name.
Yeah, so she used to like handle the partnership. So we'd always go to the 500. That was so much fun. I'd always get like back, like we'd always have like
What is it like?
super access. I mean,
Like, what's so thrilling about it? Why is it
okay,
exciting?
imagine.
Imagine.
Like,
I'm
imagine.
imagining.
Okay, like you're seeing like something goes so fast, so powerful.
500 times.
Like vroom vroom.
Yes, but like
500
literally
times.
500 times.
500
500 miles.
That's where it's from. 500
It's
laps.
500.
Yes.
It's yeah. It's
Is it
like
laps or
it's
miles?
miles.
Okay.
500 miles. I think it's like 250 laps.
Okay.
It's disgusting.
But it's so much fun just because like
I would get dizzy.
the crashes that happen,
Are
like
insane.
What?
insane.
Did people die?
Yes.
Yes.
Dale Earnhardt.
Couldn't do it.
Yep. And
Damn, you know about this?
Yeah. My family's really big into NASCAR.
yeah. So like NASCAR, everyone dies too. Like it's super.
NASCAR's like a family thing.
Yeah.
I
Like-
watched Ford versus Ferrari and I was like, I want to drive.
No. So like exactly. So like no. Like literally. Okay. So I am a huge IndyCar fan. Because Indiana, you have to be IndyCar, Indiana.
Is that just a car from Indiana?
No, so like IndyCar kind of like started like IndyCar is like the US Formula One.
Okay.
So Formula One's super big, right?
Okay.
Everyone kind of knows what Formula One is.
Yeah.
IndyCar is like the United States version of that. And basically, you know, there's drivers from Formula One that come to IndyCar. It's not like one is better than the other. It's just two different types of racing. But that being said, that was like what it was like. Like you had IndyCar and then you had corn in the state fair.
Corn.
And then that was it. Like you don't do much in Indiana. The food sucks. Like it's absolutely atrocious.
Every time we go out, I was like, food's good.
Yeah, no, the food in Indiana sucks. And then there's nothing to do.
What's the good food there?
Olive Garden?
I could put down some Olive Garden though.
I
Ew.
can't do.
Dude, breadsticks and butter.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah, and
the
the
salad.
salad.
Stupid salad.
Oh my god, it is so good.
That's when I realized you can't eat cheap. It's like $30.
Yeah.
$20.
It's so good.
Yeah, but the food out here is so good.
It's so good. But like that's like what is in Indiana.
I think they have to charge so much because rent's so expensive now.
Yeah.
Like I was working at these bars and like, yeah, our rent's $35,000 a month. I'm like, what?
I'm like, how many days does it take to make that? Never mind pay your staff.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, they don't really pay staff.
Yeah, they do. There's minimum wage out here,
I guess
right?
that's true.
Yo, West
Yeah.
Hollywood's $19.50 minimum wage now.
And then we're tipping like 20. Ugh.
That's my thought too. But
Sorry,
don't
gets
tell
so
Nate.
mad at me.
Don't tell Nate.
Everyone gets so mad at me.
Nate's like, I'm gonna tip them $20. They did absolutely nothing, but I
Yo,
will tip
He's like,
them.
I know what it was like.
I did 15% today.
That's thank you.
But I'm like, $20 an hour? Are you kidding?
yeah, I'm like,
And they get a
what did I?
tip?
Yeah, like
The one thing I do love about it, it's like if it was a good job and I tipped them like 40%, 30%, whatever it is.
you've tipped people 40%
I have sometimes, yeah.
for what?
Because I've experienced it. So
Yeah.
like there'd be a drink or like two drinks and $50 and the guy gives me $200. He's like, keep the change. And I
Never me.
Absolutely not me.
Couldn't be me.
And I was like, oh, like I feel really good right now. Like I want to make other people feel really good.
Okay, my thing is like
Did they
that's the
deserve it?
only career where you get tipped. Why is there only one aspect of careers that get tipped?
Not necessarily. There's like hotels. You bring
Butler.
your bags up.
Who tips at a hotel?
You're like my
The baggage people.
my mom
You don't
tips
tip?
like the cleaning.
I don't even
ladies.
get the baggage people.
Like if you're at a nice hotel and there's like clean ladies, like my
There's,
mom
like,
tips
bellboys.
them, bellboys. My mom tips them.
That's their job.
Oh wait, you know who gets tipped? The valet people.
Valet people.
If they're lucky.
Do you just like not feel bad at all?
I don't feel bad.
It's just really hard
And
when
I
there's
was in
only
the
certain.
service industry.
A
It's
little
just
bit.
like only
You've been out of
certain
it for, like, 7 years
careers.
now.
Yeah, I've been out.
It's like like I don't get a tip when I do a good job covering a surgery.
One thing I don't like though is like
That's true.
The surgeon's not
tips
like,
at
here's
retail now.
$10.
Tips at retail now on the iPad.
Yeah.
I'm like, what did you do?
You scan barcodes.
Like, hung up the clothes? Good job.
Yeah, I don't get that.
crazy.
That's the one. That's the only one that bugs me. Like if you're doing something that makes me feel
All the
good,
tips bug
like
me.
I'll be like, okay, all tips.
All tips bug me because it's like everyone just expects they're getting tips and they don't even try good. Like that one guy we had at that one restaurant in Orange County after his powerlifting.
He was cool though.
He was cool. I would tip him.
He brought me birthday cake and it wasn't my birthday.
Exactly.
Story still said 15%.
That's still a good amount.
That's a great amount.
Oh my goodness.
But like that's where I'm like,
People are gonna be hating the story after this.
Well, listen, she even said if you can't hang, get
if
it
you
lost.
can't hang, like
Can't hang,
sorry, leave.
Shut off your headphones right now.
Yeah, like just peace.
But also, you know you're loving it.
Yeah, exactly. Because you're all thinking it. Like, I just say what people are thinking.
Yeah. What are you guys most excited for in your life right now?
Kind of seeing like what this next journey that I'm experimenting with
Oh,
right now will bring.
same. Yeah, I'm experimenting in a new journey in life.
Yeah.
What are you guys experimenting on?
Management.
Uh-huh.
Really?
Capitol Steele Management.
Capitol Steele Management.
Coming in hot.
Really enjoying it. Really like loving watching like the podcast grow, the fitness side of things grow, and just kind of seeing like where that goes.
One thing I did realize about that skill set of management it's basically like a professional consultant, right? Because consulting, you're just solving problems for that system.
Yeah.
Right. And so Story's been helping me solve problems for the systems that I've been running. And it's been very quickly. And I didn't realize how competent a human can be. Like, it's very impressive. I'm just like, how did he figure this out? And then
Google.
Yeah, Google or XYZ or YouTube.
Yeah.
And I was just like, there's so many people, including myself, that I'm just like, they just don't have that not time. Like that effort.
Whoa.
That effort.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
It's like,
drive
it doesn't take that long
to figure
like,
something out. Yeah.
I was like, she figured this out in less than an hour, did the thing, and I was just like, I need to get better at that.
Yeah.
Because it's just proof that it could happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just like, whoa.
I think it also is because the job that I've been doing for the past like almost 6 years, that's kind of like what I do for my boss is
Yeah.
I figure
Problem
out
solve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so like I really do and love that is like a big
Problem
thing that
solving.
yes, I love that.
Well, yeah,
What do you love
feel
about it?
accomplished.
Like the only subject that I liked in college was math. And I didn't know why.
Oh, I hated that.
But you
Hate.
get a problem that's super complicated and there is an exact answer for it. And you just have to get there.
Okay, so like here's a backstory of why I hate math is because
Okay.
when I was in kindergarten, do you guys remember? Did your teachers ever like teach you story problems?
like word problems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but like instead of like
What do you mean?
Okay,
Like
so
word
word
problems.
problems.
Like-
Like Stacy went to the mall with 5 eggs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so like
Oh, those math problems.
those
Fuck
math
those math
problems.
problems.
Okay, here's the thing though. My school, for some reason,
Yeah.
called them story problems. I was
Okay.
in kindergarten. The teacher goes, so today, everyone, we're going to work on stories problems. That's what I heard. I literally started sobbing. I thought I had problems in the whole class.
That's it. That's the only
Had
reason
to
why
solve
you
That
know
was it. Had to solve them.
No.
I ran out of the class sobbing. My dad was coming to pick me up. My dad's like, sweet. Like, they call my dad and he's like, what's going on? They're like, come to the school. So my dad comes and he's like, what's wrong, Story? Like, what's going on? I was like, they say I have problems and we have to work on them.
As a class.
As a class. He literally went in and he goes, are you stupid? To the teacher. And she's like, what? He goes, her name is Story. You're telling her that she has problems that we have to work on as a class.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh. Ever since then, I've hated math.
What grade was that?
Kindergarten.
It's trauma.
Not even a grade.
Not even a grade.
I always have friends who are teachers. Not friends. I have acquaintances who I went to school with who are teachers. And I'm just like, how are you teachers?
I hate teachers.
I would lose my mind.
I do think it's the most important job, but I'm also just like, how are you teachers? Like, I went to school with you, and you
and I
didn't
know what you did.
know how to solve 9 times 7.
Okay,
Yeah.
so like I have a good friend Katie who she's a teacher and but like she teaches like special needs kids.
Okay.
And I'm like, wow. Like she gets paid nothing to like teach these kids like
How to do basic stuff.
and like can't and like doesn't have a life because she can't like I mean she gets paid nothing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah.
And it's like a high amount of patience.
I don't have that.
Like I feel it a little bit because I teach movement, right? A little bit. And then I'll like, oh yeah, just do this. And then I'll look at it and it's not the furthest thing from this. Does that make sense?
Is that you too? Is he calling you out right now?
I think so.
And they're like, oh.
I know her. She's the problem right there.
But the thing is, you have to relate it to whoever you're teaching. Like, for example, I tell Jason, I was like, cigarette pose at Joshua Tree. And he knows exactly what it is and he gets into it.
This?
No, it's just like a...
Why is it a cigarette?
It's a long story. It's a really long story.
Yeah, we did get a good photo shoot out of it.
We did.
You're like sticking your butt
I can't
out.
believe
Yeah.
I can't believe we took that van up there. Benny the bus.
You
A
all
2 hours?
drove in that van.
Oh,
It's a 4.
Is it hot?
no.
It's
It was
smelly.
freezing.
It was smelly.
But it didn't have heat.
So we turn on it starts raining. I turn on the windshield wipers.
Like this, okay?
No, it stops. It doesn't go. It doesn't
And then
go.
wait, and then by the like an hour in, they're like this.
Why would you guys like think that was a smart thing to drive?
That was not my idea.
Photo shoot.
So Kate was like, "We're gonna take this and do a photo shoot."
Yep.
Yeah, I floored it up this hill like
We're going like 15 miles an hour.
15 miles an hour.
Well, yeah.
It was.
It's not something that you're supposed to, that's like something you leave in the driveway.
We got
Kids
to the
stay in.
Airbnb and my jaw was tired because I clenched the whole ride.
Did
I was-
anyone follow behind,
What do you mean?
like in a different car?
No.
Well, Kev was in his car, but who knows where he was? Who knows where he was? We're not sure.
Equinox.
But he did show up literally 5 minutes after us to the house.
Yeah, those friends that you're just like, what are they doing? You're just like, they're
Kev.
mysterious.
Kev's
They're usually at Equinox.
a big question mark. Never know what he's up to.
We love them.
Love.
But it's kind of interesting. It's like the people who guess, like, oh,
Who was with Kev? Oh, Caitlin.
Caitlin.
It was Kevin, Caitlin, and then us three.
Wait, Caitlin literally had you guys drive.
No, her brother, Kaylin.
Kaylin.
Oh,
Was in the
Caitlin.
Caitlin and Kaylin?
Yes.
That gets confusing.
very.
What are you most excited for?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think we're testing my body in ways I've never tested it.
The burps.
The burpees and just weightlifting.
Yeah.
So I think that's
Running
really
down
exciting.
9 miles.
Yeah, today, yeah.
Mountains.
Mountains.
I think the weightlifting though is a fun new journey because I've never done it.
You've
I've
never
only
really
ever
done
lifted my
weightlifting?
own body.
Ah.
So now lifting weight, it's cool. Learning new movements and new ways that my body can
Soon we'll have you like flipping kettlebells.
be efficient. Oh, I already did it.
Started.
I did a flip with one.
Story did a little flow too.
Did you?
Okay, I'm curious. Do you guys like it?
I
What?
do.
Like just the flipping and stuff or like some new
I
movements?
hate kettlebells.
Okay.
I love it.
You like it.
I like the challenge.
The flipping's not bad.
Okay, the flipping's not bad.
But when we're working out, those, like, I
Kettlebell
get
swings?
frustrated because it's a lot of different movements. What? What do you say?
I don't know what it says.
Yeah. No, you're laughing,
a lot
though.
of movements.
You're
'cause
laughing.
You go because you really go. It's a lot of different movements, and I just started laughing.
But why? It's not funny.
I think
It's hard.
It's funny, like imagining you do it.
So what do you like about it now? What do you like about like lifting weights now?
It's a different physical challenge. Like lifting
Yeah.
your body and doing obstacles and like flying through the air is very different than like lifting something really heavy off the ground.
I understand, but like,
Yeah.
what's good about it? Like, why do you make feel
It just
good?
hurts less. It hurts my body less.
Hurts less.
Yeah.
I feel
Well,
like it
it's like
hurts
every
more.
time when you do a movement in ninja, it's like, is my shoulder gonna pop out or is
Yeah.
it gonna stay in? We're
That's
not
true.
sure.
I think a possible reason that your shoulder got like torn is because you didn't weight train.
Oh, probably, yeah. I never
Because-
played a sport.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That
Yeah.
know so weird. You didn't do sports.
Do you know
Never.
how he got into Ninja?
How?
Groupon.
Oh my god.
Okay, so in college,
We talked about it in the last podcast, but go ahead.
yeah, in college, basically,
Groupon?
I had two friends who were gymnasts at my college,
Okay.
and one of my friend's moms was obsessed with ninja, like a diehard fan.
And you were like, I
And-
must.
And she sent us a Groupon. She's like, guys, a mile down the road from your college is a ninja gym.
Ditch class.
And we're like, what? I had physics at that time, and I'm like, F physics, I'm going to ninja.
Groupon.
Groupon. We all got a deal, and one of the coaches saw us, and he was like, "You're really good at ninja. Like, you guys train?" And we're like, "No." And then he like started training us. He's like, "I think you guys should come more often." And we're like, "Okay." So I used to skip physics to go to ninja, and
Did
then
you pass physics?
barely.
Okay.
But I hated it anyway, so it didn't matter.
Doesn't
It was
matter.
just a requirement for graduation. I didn't have to do well. And then moved out to San Diego, and then moved to LA. And my friends I made in Vegas for a ninja event lived out here, and I was like, I'll go train.
Yeah, no, I did sports in high school.
None.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Jason just went into like this different sport without like ever doing
Almost
sports.
like an elite level.
Like, because
Yeah,
we
you would-
fully,
we grew
but-
up, we did like soccer, we did
Golf,
golf.
baseball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did cross country and soccer, but just to hang out with my friends. I didn't actually do good
Like
at it.
you weren't like.
What do you like
actually
about
trying.
golf?
What I like about golf?
Yeah.
Not a team sport.
Oof, golf.
It's all about yourself.
So
golf.
boring.
The thing is, if you're not educated about a certain sport or subject, you
Seems
can't
boring.
you can't appreciate that sport or subject.
Yeah.
For example, I think
The art.
baseball is boring as fuck. But
I love baseball.
Boring.
the thing is, like, all my buddies in high school played baseball and they watched baseball, and then they would always talk about it, and then
Yeah, I
they'd tell me
watched
the
baseball.
rules, and they'd give me all this. And I'm like,
Yeah.
it's kind of cool.
Yeah, my college roommate was on the baseball team. He's like, "Can you guys come watch a game?" We're like, "Yeah." We sat in the
like,
bleachers, and I'm like
no.
this.
No, see, I love baseball.
What do you like about baseball?
Gosh, I just love that.
They just stand there.
No, okay, it's so exhilarating. Like literally, so exhilarating.
They stand. That's
No, because imagine
maybe 3 minutes of the game. Do they
you've
actually
never
run?
played though. Like I played softball, so like the aspect of like on first base,
The underhand.
like literally, yeah, the other hand. Like
When they whip that shit,
I mean, like
and Story be
my
loving like ass probably. Like
Oh.
all the softball girls have fat
She's
ass.
like, "Look at that dunk."
but like literally,
She's like, yes, a little bit.
I was like a little bit. No,
like,
but
"I
like,
don't mind it."
literally, I like the on your first like when you're on first base to get to second base, that split second that ball hits that bat, you have like that much time to get to second base before or like the pickle. Oh my
What
God,
was
there's
your
something called
40?
The pickle. What?
What was your 40? Did you get timed your 40?
No.
Oh, okay.
I was like in like middle school softball.
We should do that. We should do a 4D.
Dude,
Oh.
when you sprinted today, that was pretty fast.
Yeah, you were really
And that was
fast.
like not fast.
I know.
But like no,
Jason's
so
quick.
softball,
Jason, you're
baseball,
athletic.
love
Bro.
that.
If you played sports, you would do well.
Yeah, I don't know why you didn't play sports.
Well, I was also like,
Weird.
no, like super duper tiny in high school. Like I went to high school probably 4'11".
You were 4 foot.
When I graduated
11?
high school, I was probably 5'2", 5'3".
Oh, really?
I didn't grow till college.
Oh my god.
Late bloomer.
Okay,
Did you
that
get
makes
Late.
sense.
Bad.
Bad. What did they do to you?
I
As
just get like shoved in lockers,
did you
garbage
get-
cans.
Did you ever get like what is it called when you put your head in your toilet?
swirly
Oh.
whirly swirly?
Did you
whatever
get one of
you
those?
call- No, but I used to
No.
get beat up on the bus. I cracked my head open
I was
on the
both,
bus.
Like that?
so-
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah. They bashed my head into the wall and I hit a screw, and I busted my head open. I had to get stitches at the hospital.
Did that
That's
does that
terrible.
bullying affect you at all?
Oh
at
yeah.
all still?
I think that's why I like ninja and being athletic so much, because now I'm like, F you guys.
Yeah.
Like,
could
what are
hold
you
your
guys
own.
doing?
Now you're like.
Well, I'm like, what are
fighting.
you guys doing? You're still at home in our hometown. Like, grow up. And I'm out here just like chilling.
I got
It's
big
a-
shoulders now. Fuck with
Yeah,
me.
I got big shoulders. I'm like, have you seen my muscle insertions?
Hey.
Kev be like, damn, bro, Jason's insertions look better. Than
Rip. Yeah, 100%. No. Yeah. What are you looking forward to?
I don't know. So one thing that I realized, like, my goal is to like just have a good day every single day. And what defines like your good day? Or
Yeah,
my
but if
good
you have
day?
a bad day, are you thrown off?
I don't remember the last time I had a bad day.
I try to be very positive in my days.
See, I have bad days.
Yeah, like the things that I know that are when I have good days, it usually consists of working out, some sort of sunlight, some sort of communication with friends or family. And I was like, okay, I check mark those 3 things. I'm like, okay, good. And then if it's something that I'm working on, and my definition of happiness for the longest time is doing what you want to do, when you want to do it, with the people who you want to do it with. And I kind of got those most of the time. And even though the activities are really, 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 really hard sometimes, and like they might be challenging, if it's still something that it leads into those paths, I'm like, it's dope.
See, there's like bad moments.
Okay, what's a bad moment? Like, give me a bad moment.
Work stress.
Work stress.
Okay.
But I don't like in that moment, I'm pissed. I'm like, like for an hour. And then
Yeah.
like, I'm like, okay, like fine, let it go.
Yeah.
See,
But I won't let it ruin my day.
A lot of-
Sometimes it gets close, but then
Yeah.
I'm like, pull it in story.
But a lot of my work problems take a decent amount of time to solve. Like, it could be a couple weeks.
Yeah.
So like that's
that's
hard for me.
different.
Yeah,
That's
that's
different.
hard for me because I'm like just like not sleeping and stressed because of like these things happening at work.
I always think about this though. Whenever there's hard times, I know that experience gained will make me a stronger, better person.
Yeah, because you're learning something in that moment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it still makes my days tough.
Yeah. I don't know. I haven't had a bad day in a long time.
That's good.
I think it comes with your line of work as well.
Could be. Yeah.
Like you're doing what you love.
I mean, unless you have like a person that like dies on you.
Yeah,
That would be a bad.
Dark.
That would be a really bad.
I just think about death every day though.
Why?
I only think about when I'm on an airplane.
I don't think about death.
Only when I'm on an airplane.
The thing is, I
Every
feel
single
like
day.
That's weird. Why?
I don't know.
Like, what you think? Like, I'm gonna be dead?
I
or...
feel like I might die today. Like, do something dope.
that's the thing though. Like I think that like I like to live my life to the fullest. So like at any point if I die, I know I lived a good life. I don't have regrets right now.
I just
Also,
I haven't been
want
on
to be
Grey's
prepared,
Anatomy
right?
yet.
So like I run these things through my head too. I'm like, okay, like do you tell your parents you love them? I'm like, yes, because like if they die tomorrow, will you be okay? Most of the time, the answer is yes. You know, like
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you won't be. Okay.
No, my mom. I learned that last week. I mean, my mom's okay, but like
She's not okay. Okay.
Yeah,
like she's down bad.
It's down. Like
Yeah.
it's rough, and it was like rough losing my grandpa. But like,
But do you think of the wait? Okay, I have a question.
oh please.
Do you think of the act of dying, or do you just think of like when you're dead, what'll happen,
like how you'll die?
or just like
I don't think
how,
about how.
or like in the moment, like
Like
what
I
you'd
hope
feel.
when I die, it's something epic.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like
in my bed asleep.
God.
No, I'm just like
98
wondering,
years
like
old.
like when you're driving, are you like, oh my god, like if a car hits me right now, I'll die? Like, are you
No, I don't
thinking in
think
that
so.
way,
No.
or are you thinking like?
When I'm on an airplane, yeah.
But that's like that's not daily,
No.
right?
Try
Like,
not to make
but
it
he thinks
daily.
about it daily. So
I
it's
don't
like,
think about like in that aspect.
like in
daily.
your car, you're driving, you're like, I could die right now.
No,
So when do you think about it?
I think about it when I'm sitting alone sometimes, and when I wake up, I'd be like, oh, I'm so happy, like I'm here right now. Like I know so many people who committed suicide.
Yeah.
I know so many family members who pass away.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh, like I'm still here. I'm doing the thing.
Because I'm like, do you sit here thinking like I could just die?
No. It's mostly from like a objective perspective of the chances of you being alive are so low. Like you were one of whatever many sperm to
Yeah.
get in there
To
and
get
like,
that one egg
to
to
have
fertilize the
Let
egg.
me tell
for it
you,
to
my
catch.
dad's sperm's strong.
Story.
Story.
So, his story called me one day. She was like, I think my dad got another girl pregnant at 7 years old or 65, whatever it is.
Yeah, he's 50. Like
He's gonna love this podcast.
he's got that Al Pacino sperm, bro.
Oh my gosh. I told him, I said, dude, you gotta get a vasectomy. I was like, I don't care what you do, but like, I can't have you 75
it.
and getting someone pregnant.
Yeah.
You're too old for that.
I was like, you're way too old for that.
Honestly.
No, like
old.
my mom,
How's having a rock star dad?
I mean, it's different for sure, but
Yeah.
like, I mean, because growing up, he was on tour a lot, so like I didn't really see him that much, and then he was in the party scene,
Yeah.
so like that was always a thing, and it wasn't until recently that like we got like kind of super close. Like it took like kind of like my grandma dying for us to get really really close, which I think like is nice because like I truly believe like nothing's like ever too late like to like rekindle or anything.
Because like I disagree.
That's a touchy subject, but
Jason's
it's
like,
okay.
absolutely not. When it comes to like family, like
Still touchy.
Jason-
Jason's like,
I
I plead
mean-
the fifth right now.
Yep.
that's fine. But like for me, I just believe like I'm a big like person like in giving second chances and
Yeah.
stuff. And so like my dad like
What about fifth chances? Sixth?
Well, I mean it just depends. But like
I feel like if people show you your true colors, I'm just like, oh, you showed them to me.
yeah, but like it's like my dad like
Yeah.
struggled with addiction and things,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
so like it's different. But like so with my grandma passing, him and I like got really really close. So it was he taught me how to play guitar. He taught me how to
Sor's
do
really
music.
good guitar, guys. Like one day we were just chilling and we were editing here and there. She just picks up my guitar and starts ripping it. And I was like, "Yo, you're good." She was like, "Yeah, I told you I play." I was like, "Yeah,
My
I know it was
dad's
like
literally a rock
that."
star.
Yeah,
I'm
I
good
was
at this.
like my dad.
Like when people tell me they play guitar, like they're like play a few chords.
Yeah.
or like
she's
the
like-
same song over and over again. Yeah.
Like for example, my buddy Chaz, I didn't know his parents are all into music too.
Mm-hmm.
So within like 6 months of picking up guitar, learning from scratch, he was doing like circle of fifths and shit like that. Like around, I was like, bro, like I did that in piano when I was in like 5th grade, but how do you know this on guitar? He was like, dude, I grew up with like music parents. Like I could figure this shit out. And I was like, oh, okay.
Like
That's a different skill that people have in their brains. It's like a different part of your brain.
it's very different. So like that's where like it was like super cool and stuff and easy. I think the hard part was just like growing up with a single mom, like seeing her struggle to try to like make ends meet and stuff, and like
Same.
all of her sacrifices. That was like tricky.
I couldn't imagine that because like I'm just single right now and like don't have kids.
Imagine having
a
kids.
kid.
And I was just like, damn.
Yeah.
And like I wasn't a chill kid, as you can imagine.
Same.
Like I was wild.
bouncing off the walls.
Like I was wild. Like I literally knocked down a display of like stacked carts, like those like shopping like hand carts at Target.
Carts?
Like the shopping
Baskets.
like baskets.
Baskets. Yeah.
The shopping baskets. So like literally there was like I think just rows and rows, and I was doing ballroom dancing because again I was
Very teenage boy of you.
I was trying to dance, so I was doing. But my mom was putting me in all sorts of different dancing. So I was learning this new ballroom dancing move where I'd like
We can see it
flick
later.
my leg
Yeah.
behind.
I never
Yeah.
heard it.
Oh yeah. I was like doing it. I went too hard and I literally hit it, and I didn't know there was all these carts behind me or baskets behind me, and I hit the baskets. It was like you would like all of them just fell on top of me. And my mom all she was trying to do was just return this item, and she turns around and sees all these baskets just fall over on top of me, and she's like, I don't know her. And literally pretended that she didn't know I was her daughter. And then I come up to her and I'm like, oh gosh, oh God, I'm okay. And my mom goes, huh? Like literally was trying to pretend that she didn't know who I was. And that was like not even the first time. The second time was like I was rocking the Heelys. I was in Bob Evans.
Did you have the
The
Heelys?
Heelys. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I had the Heelys and I was cruising in the Bob Evans, and then all of a sudden I hit a lip and knock over the Bob Evans like Christmas display, Christmas tree, everything everywhere. Bob Evans, the manager, comes up to me and goes, I think you need to leave. And I was like, I'm only 10. And my grandma was like, we will go. And like, literally we
Take
left.
your Heelys and go.
Yeah.
Tough.
Or like another thing, when I got the Wii, remember the Wiis? Like when the Wiis
Yes.
first came out.
Yeah.
Okay?
Wheeze. I don't know what Wheeze is.
A Wii.
Wii. Like the
Oh, Wii.
Wii.
A Wii.
Yeah, like the Wii,
Wii,
Nintendo
Wii.
Wii.
I think that was the
And-
only video console I had. No, I had a PlayStation 2.
Okay, so like I rocked the Wii, but like I made my mom stand in line at like 3 a.m. We went to Target, stood in line. We were the last person to get the ticket.
Okay.
Freaked out. We then went back home, slept, and then I could come back and get come back and get the Wii. I was rocking the Crocs before Crocs were cool. I was really excited. I was running in, and like they just waxed the floors, and so all of a sudden, like I'm like picking up speed. My mom says, because I don't like really remember it, because I was like living the experience, but I couldn't like picture what happened. So my mom just like paints the picture perfectly. She's like, you're running really quick, and then all of a sudden you just hit the floor and you just start sliding like a baby seal. Like you're just like arms trapped and you're just sliding. And I'm sliding. All of a sudden I hit like the women's department clothing racks. My mom's running next to me and she goes, she's safe. Like literally in front of everyone. So like I was not easy.
I was bad too, but my sister used to torture me, so I wasn't bad. She used to lock me in the closet.
You're bullied all up.
My sister used to lock me in the closet because I was so annoying.
Oh my God. No, like my mom just had to deal with me solo.
Oh.
Like it was just me.
It was, well, my mom worked like 3 jobs, so it was like my sister.
Oh yeah.
And like she'd, like my sister had to take me to hang out with her friends and everything. So like I was just always around my sister. Like I'm like 5, 6 years old and she's like 15, 16, like going to hang out with her girlfriends. And it's like, well, Jason has to come. Like
This
I was
guy.
with them the whole time
You know,
from like 6 years old. And
I
that's-
would go to like work with my mom.
Oh, same.
Yeah.
My mom worked at Carvel.
I would just like sit there and
Yeah.
just like color.
She would just scoop me ice cream and just, I would be like in a stroller in the back of the
Or I'd be
Carvel.
watching SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She would be like, take the ice cream and shut up.
Isn't that crazy that like you experienced that and the quality of life that you guys have now?
Oh yeah.
Fun to look back on.
My
Oh,
mom
yeah.
sometimes is like, I don't know how you and your sister turned out so well. She's like, I didn't do much for you. So she says all the time, she's like, I'm blessed. I'm like, I mean, yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
You taught us our lessons.
Yeah. What does creativity do for you guys?
Creativity.
Because like you think about it a lot, like you, especially when you're with Kate and you think about leotard ideas or this and that, blah, blah,
or like
photo shoots
yeah.
idea, and then you created a panda swinging a kettlebell for me.
Yeah.
I was like, who thought about that?
It's definitely not always for me.
I think for me, I live in a very creative mindset constantly. I think because I'm a very creative person, like with acting, like creating a character, with the way I just think. I think very outside of the box. Like things aren't just like normal for me. And so I think that's how I just like live my life.
And it's just basically being outside the box thinker.
Yeah.
But like that's why for school, it never really like school stuff. Like I couldn't really click with it because it's so
Still doesn't.
yeah, still doesn't.
Well, it's too
Literally still trying.
regimented.
Yeah, it's just like in the box. Like there's no like thinking
Anything
outside
outside of what they tell
Yeah.
you is right. Yeah.
Exactly.
You told me you're doing cybersecurity, bro. I was like, it's not for you.
I'm trying. I'm trying to get a college degree that like makes sense, like in case like I need a job.
Like in
Sure.
today's world,
yeah,
cybersecurity is big.
yeah, AI, all that. So like,
I don't get AI, but apparently it's a thing.
I mean,
Yeah, dude. Some business people who I've had on the podcast are like, yeah, it does everything for me.
ChatGPT is awesome.
Writes every single one of Story's emails. And the best eulogy.
I was just gonna
The
say that, but I
best.
don't want to call her out on this. I was gonna say, and your grandpa's eulogy.
The best eulogy.
I'll say it for her.
It's okay. I mean, I told everyone. So no, it was really like really really good.
No. But for the photo shoots and stuff like that, like, where does that come
I think
from?
I have unconventional creativity.
What do
I
you mean
think
by
it
that?
so like I didn't have it growing up. I would say I wasn't really artistic or creative. Then Ninja, I think, really opened a different part of my brain
How so?
because you have to look at the obstacles in a way that's not normal, right? It's like
Can you
have-
describe like an experience like that?
yeah, like at Ninja, like I'm very visual, and I didn't realize how visual of a learner I was. It's like if I just watched my coach do the obstacle once, I knew how to do it.
Yeah. The
So
same
it just
thing with
clicked.
training stuff.
Yeah, same with you. And it clicks. So it's like when I watch something, it like triggers something in my brain that I can do it. So I think after doing that so many times, my brain kind of started rewiring and figuring out how to do it on its own almost. So I think I'm like, okay, well, he's doing it this way, a ninja obstacle. I'm not as good at this one skill as he is, so let me try going this way, right? So I do a different way. And I think that just like rewired my brain to be more creative and not have to be like school, like you said. It's like
Yeah.
so cutthroat or so in the box where I'm like, oh, I can think outside the box and try things that other people aren't trying.
For sure.
And I'm like, oh, wait, I'm better this way because I'm not as strong in this aspect, right?
Yeah.
And then I think that led into then now having such creative friends. I'm like, oh, they think outside the
All our
box
friends
all the
are
time.
fucking creative, bro.
I'm the only one who's really not.
I mean, you are, but yeah.
But no, I'm the only one who's
Who's like doesn't have a creative job.
yeah, no, I'm like
Yeah.
corporate America.
Yeah.
And it's interesting though, because being around everyone now, I'm like, I see what you see in certain aspects. Like that would be a sick photo shoot because of this backdrop and this lighting and that. So I'm
Yeah.
like, now I'm like, makes sense.
yeah.
Photo shoots are weird to me in the sense of like you're just taking photos, but like they do so many things. Like photos of models, photos of like a brand X, Y, and Z. They like produce
Carry the whole aspect of
they
it.
carry everything,
Yeah.
like medical sales,
Yeah.
like
Just a picture,
bags.
food.
Yes, food.
Menus.
Yeah. Like I didn't know a food stylist was a thing. I had a food stylist
yeah.
on the podcast. Huge.
They don't, when you see like a commercial for McDonald's, like that's not even real food.
Yeah.
That's just
Yeah.
like objects
Sometimes,
that
like,
they use.
toothpaste.
Yeah, it's just objects that they use.
I didn't know that, so I had a photographer and food stylist do my website photos for the bitters company, and they had fake ice, and
Yeah.
it was like just gelatin,
Gelatin,
that was
yeah.
clear.
Yeah.
And I was like, what?
You're like, you're not using real ice?
You guys aren't
You're
really.
like,
Like,
Why
no,
are
it
we doing
melts. We
that?
don't have time for that.
yeah, we don't have time for
Yeah.
that. We need to take 1,000 photos,
Yeah.
and they need to not change.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, yeah.
It's a thing.
And then they would move tiny things 1,000 times, and I'm just like,
You're like,
what are you doing?
You're like, just take the picture and go.
Yeah. But the thing is, like, everything is visual
Yeah.
these days.
Everything.
And I was like, all the photos on the menu, you're going to buy the thing that looks the dopest.
Yeah.
But for some reason, all the really high-end restaurants have no photos.
True.
It's always described by
Mm-hmm.
the waiter or the chef or this and that in a very articulate way.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, you're right. High-end restaurants don't have photos in their
I
menus.
was just like, huh.
I always go to Yelp though.
True.
And,
Do you
like,
Yelp?
I Yelp and
Wait,
look.
do you actually...
I
Okay.
want to see what the food looks like.
But will
No.
you pick a food item based off the Yelp photo?
Yeah.
Like, do you leave comments on Yelp? Do you rate on Yelp? I don't know
No.
anyone who does.
No, me neither.
No.
I don't
They
know
hire people
anyone
for
who
that,
does.
though.
Do you?
I literally
Yeah.
just look for photos of like what
Yeah.
the food looks like. Because like people post it.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's my burger gonna look like?
I just want to like sometimes like if I order something wild, I just want to make sure it's not like coming out like with a fish head on it.
Yeah.
You know?
Have you had fish head before?
No.
No, but like
My grandpa loves fish head.
What?
He'll, like suck the eyes out.
oh my god.
Yeah.
No.
No?
Yeah.
I feel like they make a lot of like stews out of fish head.
It's like his favorite thing.
Fish head?
No, fish eyes.
That's oh my god, stop.
Yeah.
That must be. Where's your grandpa from?
Philippines.
That must be what they do there.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
I'd also be flying out of my throat.
What's your if you had to die tomorrow, what would be your favorite food?
Death again. What is up?
I don't know.
Sushi.
Not the one that we ate.
No. That sushi was rancid.
Oh my god, it was so bad. Like my farts were rancid. Like unwell.
I don't think I was that sick, but I remember eating it and I'm like, this is gross.
Like I was unwell. Favorite food.
Fish right now is like kind of crazy with what's that?
That algae thing.
Not algae.
That's eggs.
What?
You saw
Eggs?
there's some crazy avian flu going on with eggs. Like you should not eat your eggs anything but scrambled. No Reezy right now.
No, there's it's not zinc in it. It's
I
I
was
didn't say
talking about
zinc. The avian flu.
I'm
Fish.
talking about fish.
Oh, mercury.
Mercury.
That's been a thing.
Oh, that's always been a thing.
Yeah.
You have to be careful. I almost got mercury poisoning from having too much sushi.
Really?
I eat sushi
Yes.
so much though. Oh, it's my favorite.
Like it's a thing. Like my doctor was like, this was like when I was really young, and they were like,
your levels are so high.
yeah, what is going on? I'm like, I just am eating a lot of sushi.
You're
And
drinking too much Gatorade.
oh my gosh, I was so addicted.
To Gatorade?
Oh my
like 4 or 5 a day.
I would have like, and not just like the little ones. Like it was a big one. And my mom didn't like think like,
So much sugar.
oh, this is bad for you. She was like, oh, she's just getting hydrated. And the doctor was like, no, ma'am. Like
One Gatorade a day is more than enough.
your daughter is
As she's
overkilling it.
freaking out about her Gator Light today, she's like, "This is so good."
You love your Coke. You love your soda.
Oh,
I love soda. I love soda.
And every restaurant I go to, I drink a different type of soda.
Oh, yeah,
like
'cause it
Chipotle,
depends.
Chipotle's Pib.
Why?
Oh, because their stuff is like
'Cause
different.
every fat one has a different
like,
thing.
Diet Coke tastes like death.
McDonald's
Flat.
either Coke or Sprite. Panda Express is Cherry Coke. Like
Yeah.
I have my set things at every spot.
It's so good.
There's so many different types of sodas.
And I never had a Mexican Coke until I moved to LA.
Here's a
really?
quick question. Did you guys know that Dr. Pepper is like its own thing? And it's basically, I mean,
I really like Dr. Pepper.
yeah, it's not owned by like
Anyone?
anyone. It's its own thing
Is that
from
the only
Texas,
soda?
Waco. Yeah.
Oh.
It started
Waco
in
is just Dr.
Waco.
Pepper?
Yeah, it started in Waco, Texas, Dr. Pepper, and Dr. Pepper isn't
Was
owned
Dr.
by
Pepper
anything.
Dr. Pepper?
Yeah.
He started it?
Yeah, Dr. Pepper.
You think he was a doctor?
100%. He was probably not a doctor, but
No.
but like he like yeah, I just learned this out from my cousins who live in Texas. They
Damn.
only drink Dr. Pepper.
They only drink it.
Only drink Dr. Pepper.
I didn't start drinking soda until Hunter and Jason. After I haven't drank soda in like 7 years.
I love soda.
Oh, so good.
My weakness.
It like makes my toes curl.
I know. And when you get
Toes
like a
curl.
spicy
Back to
Sprite.
toes.
Ooh.
Spicy?
Oh, you know when you get a Sprite that's like extra carbonated?
Like it's just like
it's
hits.
spicy.
like McDonald's Sprite.
Oh yeah.
Oh god.
They're like,
Also
"This guy's the worst
lemonade.
personal
Lemonade.
trainer."
Lemonade.
Like a
I could.
Chick-fil-A lemonade.
That's exactly what I was
I
thinking.
know they don't like gays,
Oh my
but I
God.
love them.
I love Chick-fil-A.
Oh my god.
How many times have we gone Chick-fil-A on a Sunday and you're just like, fuck?
Oh, too many.
every Sunday.
I'm like, oh, I'm feeling Chick-fil-A, and I'm like, it's
Their business model is really good.
I mean, it's genius.
That Sunday when you don't get it,
Makes you want it
that
more.
much
Yeah,
more.
I'm like, I'm going to Chick-fil-A on Monday.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
don't go, but
I'm not. I hate gays.
I know
But
it's
I
so
Why do you hate
sad
gays? Why do you say that?
because
They
they're like
literally
Catholic or Christian,
said
whatever.
They hate
yeah,
gays.
No.
they don't support it. Yeah,
I mean, I don't think they said they hate gays, but like they're
They
like,
don't support
we
you.
don't support you.
Do you think there's gonna be a point in our lifetime where like it's gonna be just socially acceptable to be gay in like every part of the world?
I hope so. I feel like it's so stupid that it's not like,
it's gonna take years.
Yeah.
but it'll
gonna be a
the
long time.
civilization needs to be wiped out before that happens. Like I think we just need to start fresh
I just like
With the gays,
with the gays.
gays only.
we live
Yeah.
in such
By
a
Nate.
crazy world. We live
Body
in
by
such a
Nate.
crazy world now that it's only been like 50 years, less than 50 years, right? Since gay marriage, and then
Yeah.
But the 90s,
90s, yeah, 90s.
not even 2000s.
No, it's 2000s.
I think it was like 2000 something, 2008,
Yeah.
10.
And then like racism and everything just started getting better within our lifetime.
Yeah,
Within our lifetime.
yeah.
Yeah, and then you think about the phone, that's within our lifetime. You think about electric cars.
Internet.
In our lifetime.
Yeah,
Internet. In our lifetime. You know, I'm just
Like,
like,
what else is gonna happen?
what
in
is
this
going to
world?
happen?
Aliens.
They're
You
already
believe in
here.
aliens?
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
You can't tell
Why
me
do you
we're
say
the
that?
only world in the whole entire
we can't.
universe.
It's
physically impossible.
I mean, unless you believe that, the Bible, but the Bible does never mention dinosaurs. Okay.
Does the Bible talk about the universe?
It doesn't.
just the
and,
world?
Probably need to read the Bible.
The
again.
Bible
Like, I'm
basically
so uneducated on
Genesis is just like God created
They gave
The Earth.
the world.
Like our world that we live on.
and Adam and Eve.
Yeah,
But what
and
about
Adam
the
and
universe
Eve.
that has a million solar
It's
systems?
like no, like
They don't really talk
we don't
about
really
that.
talk
No,
about it.
because they know. They saw the aliens. That's why.
No, because the people who wrote the Bible were men.
What do you think an alien would look like?
It depends what
I'd
planet it's from.
depend on what. Yeah, I think there's some aliens that might look like us.
Yeah, and there's some aliens that look like those green goblins
Yeah.
that we know.
That would be crazy.
I think there's some people that look like us, and they're like walking around.
What if we
or,
have
like,
doppelgangers on a different world?
Mine's probably straight. It's probably Stacy. She's probably like some
See,
she's
like,
probably dating some like billionaire
I don't love thinking about these topics just because like then you get in your head and get in loops
of like aliens.
of just like the possibilities.
Well, they're endless.
Because the only thing
I mean, it's
I told Murda
possibility.
this on a hike. We got super high and went on a hike the other day. I was like, if you know what you know, how do you know what is? Like, for example, it's just like you only know what you know. Like you might not even know the truth of what actually is happening in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Like you only are basing it off the experiences that you have.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So the aliens could be real.
could be real.
I think they are.
Me too.
What about
Area
ghosts?
about
Yeah.
ghosts.
Heck yeah.
100%.
Heck
Huh.
yeah.
How are you so
100%.
confident?
Oh, there's some weird energy at places where you're just like
Uncomfortable.
"Ooh, there is something in here.
What's
There-
your description of energy? He's like when you walk
a
in.
feeling.
It's a feeling.
It's a
Okay.
feeling, and like sometimes, like okay, have you ever like walked into a hospital room?
I haven't been in a hospital room in a while.
Okay, well if you walk into a hospital
I'm
room,
in one every day.
okay, imagine when you walk into like a hospital room, someone just recently died. You can feel something.
I don't know. I feel like I'm pretty numb to it now.
Okay, well,
It just happens too much, you know?
yeah, I guess that's
But I
true.
also don't know. I've never seen
Or like
someone
you,
die.
okay, you enter like a creepy freaking home.
Yeah, but if you walk into that creepy home long
What
long
did
enough,
you guys like when you were kids? Did you guys all like sneak into crazy buildings?
No.
Okay, whatever. Never mind.
I would do it now, though.
Okay, well then maybe we should go find an abandoned building and go in there and just like sense the energy.
I'm in.
Scaredy cat. I don't think I want to do that.
You're scared
A little bit.
of?
Like, have you ever been to like an
LA's
abandoned?
scary, bro.
I mean, it's true. There's so many haunted places here.
Like also like gunshots. You hear them?
I don't.
You don't hear gunshots?
Sometimes.
You hear gunshots in this
Oh, yeah.
neighborhood?
Yo, someone got shot in Toluca like less than a month ago
Oh
or 2
my
months ago.
God.
North Hollywood is
Yeah.
right here. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not the best of areas. That's for sure.
I
Like,
mean, we don't hear that out where I
One
live.
of a friend of a friend, he posted on his story like we're acquaintances, and he posts his story of finding this guy who got shot and calls 911. Like he posts a story of it.
I would have left him.
You're horrible.
I don't have time.
Because then you're roped into it.
I'm roped in.
You're like there's too many people on the
police.
You have to like wait. I'm like,
And what if the
gosh.
person who shot him's still around?
Exactly. I'm like, I just need to get home to Pooh Bear. She needs
More
food.
important things.
I have a lot of important things at home to do. You know, like
Go potty.
she's gotta go potty.
Yeah. Are dead bodies like not? It doesn't don't phase you anymore. No.
I mean, the first dead body I saw was my grandpa.
You didn't really
was-
see it.
That was last week.
Last week at his like funeral, like there was an open casket. Like I touched him.
That's it. That was the first time.
That was the first time I like touched him.
Really?
I fixed his suit.
You said, "Oh, you're hollow."
I
about
fixed his
you?
hair.
I've
He's
cut
a
up
dead
so
body.
many
Ugh.
limbs.
Oh my god.
You have?
Yeah.
What's that like? That's a human.
It's no longer human.
You don't think so?
I don't
think
know.
you're only human while you're living.
First
After
dead
they
body I
know.
What
saw.
are you after?
Dead.
Nothing?
Nothing.
That's a little wild.
I mean, really, you are nothing. When you die,
guess.
you're just a shell.
It's dark. You were still a human.
Are you?
You might not have a soul anymore, but you're still human. You're not a robot
No,
or a
but
dolphin or a whale.
You're just a shell. You're
Of
like-
what?
Of nothing.
Of a human.
And the insides of you when you die are like just oozed
When
out.
a crab dies, it's still a shell crab.
Like that
crab
most
shell.
important.
I guess.
Shell crab.
Everyone always talks about how like one of the most important decisions that you have to make is like when you die, like if you want your like pieces of organs and stuff being donated.
Yeah.
And it's like, like I want to.
I've
think
seen a
of-
lot of donate organs. That's for
I
sure.
have
Yeah.
a theory
Yeah.
that if you have a donor, like if you're a donor on your driver's license,
People always say this.
the paramedics will
Won't
just let
save
you
your life.
die.
No, that's not real.
I really feel like it's real.
There's like so many
That's
stipulations
a
on
good
that.
conspiracy theory.
I feel like 100% that the paramedics will go.
I've never heard that.
The
Did people say that?
paramedics
That's like a common
will
myth.
literally look at your thing and go, "Oh, well, we got this person.
Like a donor.
We need a heart.
You know what, Tom? I think we found a liver."
Like 100%. I think
Yeah,
it's
but
true.
like
they won't save you.
oftentimes, like if you're in that bad of a situation, they're not gonna look at your license. They're gonna save your life and bring you to the hospital.
I don't know.
You don't know what's going through their head.
I mean, I guess, and they also don't know the donor list. Like they don't have their list on them.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what
Some
these
people
people are
might know.
doing. Some people
Some
might
people
know.
got money, bruh.
Some people might know.
AI.
I don't know. AI might know. I'm just.
I guess
I know
just
the
don't think about
protocol.
these
If
things.
I'm dead after they tried to save me, I'm already dead. Take my organs.
But they
Go for
won't
it.
because you're already dead.
No, but like I'm saying, like if I like die.
It's so funny how
and,
that works. Like someone else's body part can work in your body.
I've seen so many of them.
Yeah. Like the first time I experienced that, I was like my girlfriend's mom in high school. Her shin was broken or something like that, and she got a new shin,
Yeah.
or like new bone, and she would always brag about. She was a white lady, and she'd be like, "I got a black lady's bone in my body, and it works better. The shit won't break."
As she snaps her like the next week.
It's-
Like I don't think that's how that
broken
works.
in two.
Man.
Yeah. No, I think
Yeah, I've
it's
seen a lot of.
I think it's a good conspiracy theory.
It's interesting too because they come in just like packaging.
Packaging.
Like in the
The black
OR.
market.
Yeah, can you explain it?
Yeah, like okay, so like in that OR, like if
This
say
is normal day to day for
say we're
Jason.
doing
Yeah.
like an ACL,
Okay.
right? Before you go in for surgery, you have like
Okay.
an analysis.
What does it look like? What does the ACL look like? Is it just
rubber.
Well, it just
you just pull it up from like a cooler and it's just like
well wait time out.
Here's the muscle.
Wait, okay, so your ACL.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's different types of grafts you can get.
Okay, graft is a what?
So okay,
I always hear graft.
I
so
feel
when
like we're gonna
someone
have to Google.
so when someone dies, they'll harvest a graft.
What's a graft?
So they're gonna take the dead person's ACL
Okay.
for you to use.
Okay.
There's different ways they do it. There's different types of ACL grafts you can get. There's like 3 or 4 different types. But what they do is they harvest it however they want to harvest it. Then it gets sterilized. So it goes through a process of being cleaned and like sterilized. So there's none of that person's DNA in it, none of that, because if there's any of that, it'll be rejected. Mm-hmm. They clean it, they do it, they sterilize it, they package it. So it just comes in like a peel pack.
And here is the ACL.
Of
They-
someone
no.
else's body.
Yeah, they go into the cooler or the wherever they store it. They're
Okay,
like,
so it's not like Grey's Anatomy because Grey's Anatomy, like, we have the heart, and then they're like,
well,
take
or
it
like
immediately.
live organs are different. Live organs come on pumps and stuff like that.
but it's not like from one person's body. into
No.
the next. Okay,
No.
that's what Grey's Anatomy has.
And then like you open it. A lot of times to like hydrate it on the back table, so like soak it in solution to
does
like
it go like,
to like reabsorb liquid because it's usually like dried out.
ew?
And then
I would
and then they like drill it into the new patient's body.
I would vomit. I couldn't do that. I don't know how you stand
It's
in
so
surgery.
wild.
Jason be sending me photos of just like in surgery rooms. I'm like,
You're like,
this
Or,
is
like,
a real job.
Sometimes I answer FaceTime like I can't talk right now. I'm in surgery, and they're like,
stop calling.
Jason's like, I was fucked up with you 2 days ago.
I'm in surgery. I'm like I can't talk right now. Call me later.
If you had to describe WeHo to like a gay person living in a different state,
Living in Indiana,
living in Indiana, how would you describe it, Jason?
psychotic.
Freedom. An oasis.
Wild.
Your own personal oasis.
An oasis.
I
Okay.
don't know.
Can
Sometimes
you
it
give more
stresses me
details?
out.
Well, yeah, it can definitely be stressful, but it's like when you come from somewhere where it's not acceptable
Yeah.
and you can just go and be
And
yourself.
there's like one bar in Indiana.
Yes. It's
Yeah.
so
Freeing.
like the feeling is insane. You just feel like you fit in finally. Like you go your whole
Like,
life
how
not
would you
fitting
act
in.
different at this bar than like a different bar besides like kissing dudes? or like talking to dudes?
I mean, you can like the music is different, the vibes are different.
I do wish the music was better in WeHo.
Yeah, it's not great.
It's like
Yeah. Yeah, some of them. But if you go to
I
a
hate
good
it.
bar though, there's like some fun music.
Like-
But it's just like you just feel normal. That's how I can say it. Like you
Normal.
feel normal again.
Yeah.
You feel so outcasted when you don't live in somewhere where it's acceptable.
yeah.
Do you guys feel like at all the, I guess, downsides of being gay in LA or no? Not really, because I feel like, like
Well,
you said, it's
the
like,
there's a lot of hookup
downsides
culture.
of being gay in LA is the fact that everyone's gay in LA.
Yeah. The hookup culture is hard too. Everyone just wants to hook up. No one wants to date.
yeah.
Everyone's like, let's just hook up.
And everyone's so sensitive.
I feel like that's with straight people too, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's definitely a growing culture.
Yeah.
It's a
No
thing
one wants
here.
to settle down.
Yeah.
No one's got time for that.
It's crazy though, just the culture of it, because like all my friends at home are like getting married and
Oh,
having
same. Kids. I'm the only one who's not married in my
And
friend
I was
group.
like, am I that old already?
No, it's just a
No.
different lifestyle.
Yeah.
It's
I was
way
like, do I need to
different.
have kids now?
No, I know so many people though have kids, and I'm just like, your
Like-
life is ruined.
I'm like an Uncle Nate to a lot of people now. I'm just like,
Oh, same.
damn.
No, your life is ruined.
Why do you say ruined?
I experienced that with my niece who came to visit.
A lot of people say
And-
that the purpose of life is to procreate.
No,
No. Okay.
I'm just
No.
here to have fun.
like exactly, like literally.
Spreading your seeds.
After having Lily stay at my house, I've realized that the only way I'll have children is if I can afford a full-time nanny.
Okay.
Because
And
I
can you
wanna go
afford a full
out.
time nanny right now?
absolutely not.
So no kids.
So no kids.
Yeah.
That's the only way.
See, my
me and
experience.
Story
Yours too,
were-
though. Oh, well, no.
For what?
You're two girls.
Yeah.
My experience is going to be hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars to have a child.
Yeah. No.
Is it really?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
really expensive.
You need an egg donor. You need a surrogate mother. Like,
We just need sperm.
yeah.
Pop that
Easy.
in.
Oh.
But
I need
we're
a-
having a surrogate, so it's fine.
Yeah,
If we
I need-
were-
How would you guys have a surrogate?
It's not coming out of me. It's not coming out of her. So like, surrogate it up, and it's safer that way.
See, I don't mind adopting, but I want one of my own if I have kids. Just
I don't
one.
mind the adopting thing. It's just also for being
Wouldn't it
a
still
gay
be-
family,
wouldn't it still
it's
be your
tricky.
own?
DNA.
Okay. But it'd only have one of your guys' DNA.
Yeah,
What if it's not yours?
that would suck.
So then it would be the same thing
Adopting.
as adopting, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to adopt.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, like,
I
I
don't
don't
know.
care
I
about
don't
the adopting. I just care about like sometimes with adopting it can be tricky,
Okay.
especially if you're trying to adopt as a gay person.
Yeah.
It's so hard.
They make you jump through hoops.
Yeah, and it's expensive. So it's like, why not just
Have our own.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't feel like right now. No, I got
Yeah, it's
plenty
not
of
like-
time.
To be honest, that's not even something I think about.
I can
kids.
freeze my eggs and then have a surrogate anytime. If I want to have a kid at 50,
I don't have to freeze anything.
that's true. You don't.
I'm good to go.
That every gay couple that I know who has kids are usually later because I
Yeah.
think it's the financial thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Like-
It's expensive.
You got to plan it.
Yeah.
You got
Yeah.
to start saving it. Never mind a house and
Like,
a car.
I used to play
Yeah.
I used to play pickleball with
Love pickleball.
this gay couple in San Diego, and they are in their late 60s, and they have teenage kids. And I met the kids like when they were super young, and one's a therapist and one is the head doctor of this hospital. And I was like, dang guys, like
Good ass jobs.
good ass jobs.
And they're still waiting.
And their kids are solid now, but I was just like, they waited a long time to have it.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money.
Dang,
It's
I
a
didn't
lot of
even
money.
think about it.
It's like a
Yeah,
couple
no.
$100,000 to have a kid.
I'm expensive.
You're expensive.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I think I was like $1 million or something.
What do you mean?
Like
IVF.
private school.
Oh.
No, like no. My
Natural.
my mom was natural. My mom was also like not supposed to have kids, and she was on birth control. And then
Oh, that's impressive.
so my dad's.
Your dad's
I mean, they were
your
boom,
dad's
boom,
yeah.
boom, punching through.
Storage percentage is less than 1%.
Yeah, 100%. So
Oh,
like,
yeah. Private, like, growing
yeah,
up.
but like my private school, all the sports I did, all the travel like sports I did, all the vacations. I mean, I was expensive. All the injuries that I got hurt all the time when I was younger. Like broken leg, broken arm, broken nose.
Oh.
Like,
Broken nose.
oh yeah, I broke my nose when I was
You have
8.
a pretty straight nose.
Oh no, I re-broke it. But when I was 8, this door like slammed in my face.
You really got hurt. You got beat up a lot.
I was hurt so much.
Jason got beat up a lot too.
That's what my mom was like so
By
furious
people.
all the time.
By the mean boys on the bus.
I just hurt myself half the time.
You be falling downstairs though.
I literally fall downstairs every day.
Do you?
Oh yeah, like every day our stairs, I go, and I'm
In
like,
socks.
and Myrna goes, "Are you okay?" And I'm like,
I'll be good.
fine. Like I'm fine.
That's the number one cause of death by old people falling.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Grandpa.
That's how he died?
No, he did fall down the stairs and break his neck though. When I was 14, he literally like swan dived down the stairs and like.
That's why
broke his
people got to
neck.
work out
Yeah.
and do the thing.
Get in the gym.
Grip strength is one of the biggest indicators too of like longevity because like grip strength you could like grab things. And,
Oh,
like,
I'm ready.
Oh, you're
You're
ready.
good.
Yeah.
I'm here for a long time, baby.
You could. How long's your one-handed dead hang?
I don't know. I've never tested it.
Test it. You're probably better than mine.
Minute?
We need to test that.
Oh, I can't do a minute. No chance. I could do like 2 minute two hand. But no, 1 minute one hand's like way harder than 2 minute two hand.
I can do a second.
No, it's definitely longer. Oh, one
No.
hand. Yeah, no.
A second.
No, I want to try it. We'll have to see
We
it
can test
tonight.
it right now.
We'll have to
Yeah,
see it
right
tonight.
there. I'm a second. Because my shoulder will go out.
Yeah, I'd probably do it on my good shoulder.
I have a bad shoulder.
Not that I have a good
Now one
shoulder.
shoulder pops a lot.
I know. All my shoulders pop. I have really
Same-
bad shoulders for some
Same
reason.
girl.
Yeah, but popping's not bad. Like today, like
Well, I pop.
pop.
Everything pops these days.
Everything pops.
Every joint. Knees, hips, ankles,
I'm
shoulders.
telling you, like,
elbows.
as soon as I turn 30, I'm going to
I
fall
wonder if I
apart.
can get it.
Don't say that.
Oh my gosh. That is not okay.
Everything pops. When I sometimes when I hug, it's like
Why?
because I'm weathered.
Oh my God.
When Jason said that he's broken, he might actually be broken.
He
I
might
am.
actually be.
He's just lifting 315 pounds cold.
No
I shouldn't
warm
have
up.
done that.
All right, guys. I think we're gonna call it there. That was fun. Thanks for
That was
coming
crushing.
on.
Thank you so
So
Where
much.
can
fun.
everyone find you guys?
Nowhere.
Pretty much Instagram.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna say
TikTok.
just Instagram.
At
Oh, at Story Shaffer.
I'll post the links in the
Yeah,
bio.
at Jason Grossman.
Jason's like, don't put it out there. Oh my God.
I don't care.
All right,
I'm
guys.
like, that's the only place you can find me though, for real. Like, I don't use anything else.
That's it.
Peace. We'll see you guys in the next one.
Later.
Bye.